All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Brohannya's podcast, episode 7. As you can tell, I no longer have a beard. I look like a woman. So let's just get that out of the way. Our guest today is Boo. I don't even know what to say, so I'll just let him say it.
Yeah, you want to introduce yourself?
So introduce yourself.
Okay.
And
Thank you very much for having me, lads. I'm in splendid company this evening. Why you've got me on as a guest, I've no idea, but it's a pleasure. So I'm Boo, and I know these two miscreants through having moved to Alabama from England. As you can probably tell, I'm not from around here. I'm incredibly lost.
He's from Australia.
Oh, and there we go. 10 seconds in. No, I'm not from Australia whatsoever. I've never set foot in Australia, and I can't do an Australian accent. I hope that's taken care of the Australian.
We're going to get a bunch of comments about Australians.
probably will.
Quick question though. So let's go ahead and get into it. What part of London did you grow up in?
Oh no.
What part of London was your favorite? All that stuff.
Okay. Well, I didn't grow up in London. I grew up in Reading.
Oh, my fault.
It's a different town altogether. So
my fault.
That's all right. It's all right. It's another common mistake. I'm not Australian and I'm not from London, but it's about 70 miles.
I thought you lived in London.
I didn't. I don't live in London. No. I fly out of London to get here.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Of,
And London isn't too far from where we are. So and it's easily accessible by train and if I'm going to hop on an aeroplane, that's where I need to go, is London. I spend a lot of time there in London because that's where I watch concerts and all that sort of thing. My band's played there many times.
I thought you said you did a few gigs in London.
Oh, we did, yeah. Oh, some of which were absolute chaos, and I'm sure we'll, you can divulge that information from me as the chat goes on.
So, you worked 2 jobs in England. Tell us a little bit about them and what you did, and yeah.
Oh, I've done a number of things, stuff that I haven't even told you to, really. But I mean, I've done all sorts of things from, I worked in what we call an off license, which is actually what this is. So what we call an off license, you would call a package store. Essentially sell booze and cigs and stuff like that. And,
maybe we should shout them out, actually.
Oh, actually,
since we are here.
Well, we can't do that, and the reason we can't do that is because the company that owned it, which the Threshers.
No, I mean this one.
Oh, right, okay, well, yeah, this place here, the Cottage Hill package store.
Keep going. We'll do it.
That's fine, it's fine. I worked for an off-license under the Threshers group.
But you can't say the name?
Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
The whole building got bulldozed, and then flats were built over it, apartments, I suppose you would say. And then, so it doesn't, it's not there.
Well, I think they call them flats in New York.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, I think
Because New York tries to be very old money, posh kind of thing.
I wouldn't know. I've no interest in going to New York. I don't know why, but that's one part of America that never really pulled me in.
It's very...
Well, I just feel like okay, this might sound ignorant, but I feel like I've seen New York just by being in London because it's big, it's dirty, it's overcrowded, it's,
I haven't been to London, so I
haven't
been to London or New York, so...
So, I mean, that was something that got me by, and...
So you prefer Reading over London?
Oh, 100%, and my wife would tell you the same thing.
You think London's overhyped?
I don't say it's overhyped, but it's definitely overcrowded, and it's definitely
it's definitely a tourist trap.
Oh, it is. You get easy to fall into the tourist trap there, yeah. And you need money to travel in and out of London. Even for me, I'm in a neighbouring town, and it still costs me a lot of money just to get the train back and forth, so it's not cheap by any means.
Right.
But besides working in the off license, I got through. Oh yeah, I worked at. I need to give this place a shout out. Not that anyone who is actually viewing this, besides my mates back home, would know about this place. But it's called the Face Bar, and it's I'm going to call it the heavy metal club in my town. And that was a very interesting few years.
The Face Bar?
Face Bar, yeah. I mean, it was actually Club Tropicana at some point, and it was the TUC, the Trade Union Club. And
so it just kept changing.
Yeah, that's it. And to this day, it's the Face Bar.
Okay.
And you get your big American bands coming through there at times, and but mainly that's a local hub for the locals of my town. If you're into alternative stuff and heavy metal music or whatever, that's where you go. And I worked there, and I saw in some fantastic nights, and just saw so much chaos and partying, and I eventually got fired. Hi, Sharon. I'll explain, but my my boss, delightful lady, and to this day, I love you, Sharon. She always lets me into the Face Bar to go and see concerts and stuff like that, and she always welcomed me when I go in. But I had a colleague, a very mischievous colleague when I worked there, and he did something called shot o'clock, which was when the management weren't looking, every 15 to 30 minutes, he'd line up a rack of shots.
Oh my God.
And him and I would take them and drink them as the shift went through, as the shift went on. And I was foolish and naive enough and young enough, actually sod it, I was just willing to accept drinks like that we're not paying for.
Oh, of course.
I just
That
didn't.
age, yeah.
I didn't question it morally. I didn't question it. I just drank the stock.
Didn't even think about it as.
That's it. And of course, Sharon, she was much too clever for that, and she clocked us, and she fired me. But it was
Good job,
nothing.
Sharon.
Absolutely,
Did the right thing.
She did her job. She did the right thing, and I respect that. But
Damn kids.
but it wasn't personal, and she let me know that I was always still welcome there. And to this day, I've got a good relationship with the Face Bar. So that was a very interesting job. Then I did the musician thing, which I'm sure we'll delve into.
Oh, 100%.
And the journalism. So journalism was one of my favorite jobs because despite what I might sound like in this current day and age, I'm not an educated boy. I finished school with mostly average results. So, science, history, geography, all very like sort of average B's and C's. And the only thing I really excelled at was English and languages. So I managed to get myself an A star in English language and an A in English literature. And you can't get a lot of jobs.
You said an A star?
That's
So like
right,
an
yeah,
A+.
yeah.
That's like y'all's A+? Is it A
I imagine so.
That's like a perfect score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you couldn't grade higher than that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, that's our A+.
Okay. So yeah.
This little small British thing right there.
There we have it. Yeah. But the only thing that was the only real skill that I left school with, and most jobs will want you to have a round basis of. They want-
everything.
That's it. Yeah. So
Really?
they won't hire if your maths
I
is
feel
really
like-
bad. And,
Here, and I don't know if maybe this is U.S. wide or if it's just a Southern thing, but like I feel like here,
They don't care.
no, your grades don't matter.
yeah, but I think the work system here is very different as well because most jobs that you sign up to do back home are under contract, whereas only a few here are under contract, or so I understand. And people, well, this is where you boys might be able to correct me, but you can flip between jobs quite easily here. Whereas if you're under contract with some of the companies back home, and you,
Oh, as a contractor, yes.
Yeah. So we have contractors in
But if
like
you're
specific
direct,
jobs.
You can't just keep leaving and expect to come back and whatnot. Especially
Yeah.
here, so in Alabama, we're
A work state, right to work state.
right to work state,
They
so
can
they can
fire you for any reason. Does
They don't
not
have
matter.
to give a reason. So they can
Yeah.
literally just, next day you come to work, you're fired.
That's like if you had a job in like California or New York and they fire you, you can sue them for
Okay.
firing you for no reason at all. But in Alabama, it does not matter. They can fire you for whatever they want.
the suing thing, this is an incredibly American thing. I'm sure
Very.
you're aware of this, though.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there is a comedian back home who cuts a one-liner on this. He said, "I recently visited America, and I decided to adopt some American culture. I went into a shop, and the person serving me said, 'Have a nice day,' and I didn't, so I sued him."
I mean, it's very real though. I mean,
Yeah.
my dad's had people try to sue him all the time over stupid stuff. So
Good grief.
Yeah. We've had people try to sue us.
Well, that's a staple Alabama thing, or so I've learned over time.
I don't know if it's Alabama or if it's U.S. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's just U.S. wide. Man.
Well, the point I was going to make there is you can't drive across the American South without Alexander Shannara looking at you, from the billboards.
Yep.
the old Alabama hammer.
Injury lawyers everywhere. And,
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of injuries out here.
So, yeah, got into the journalism thing almost by accident, but it was something I'd been working up towards. Then played with the band for a while, and then found my true vocation, which was to be a care worker. And when I got into social care, it was over. I just realised at that point that was something I could do, I was good at doing, and I enjoyed doing. And I think it was John Lennon that said, don't quote me, but I think I feel like he said, find something you love doing, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Never work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's it.
I
so-
agree.
And
I
so,
think that's
yeah.
it. And you've talked about it so much that I really do believe that is like your calling.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you
Absolutely
really
love
do,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You live for it.
I just because some days it's just easy money. I mean, all you're really doing is just acting out of, second nature. and it doesn't feel like you're going through chores. That said, other days it is dirty
days it
work.
does feel like
Oh
chores,
boy,
yeah.
it is. Yeah. Some days it will take it out of you. But that leads you up to the current day. I hope it answers your question.
So, funny you should bring up your work, because I managed to talk to 2 people in England.
You didn't.
I did. Kind of told them what we were doing. And so I actually just got off the phone with the last one today. I'll read hers first. So I told them that we were interviewing you, and if they wanted to say anything that's kind of like a love letter from England, since you miss home, then they could.
Yep.
So Sharon from the Face Bar.
No way did you contact Sharon from the Face Bar.
I did.
The one I've just
A
spoken
lovely,
to.
lovely woman
She's
got back with me, and she wants me to tell you, Boo is very intelligent, such a lovely guy, and we are so happy for him. The most wonderful guy with a heart of gold, and is one of the nicest guys that you will ever meet.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the lady that fired me, so I must be doing something right, you know? Wow.
Yeah, you left an impression.
Yeah.
Good heavens. How did you track Sharon down?
You want to know what's even crazier?
Go ahead.
I managed to track down Nikki.
No, Nikki Hobbs from Devolution
Yes,
magazine.
and we have had a lovely conversation.
When you said you boys had done your homework, well.
So Nikki wants me to tell you, Boo has such a beautiful soul and is one of the most passionate metalheads I have ever had the privilege of meeting, and he is such an incredibly influential character in Reading. He worked briefly doing some of the heavier metal reviews for Devolution, and he was always a pleasure to be around. I have always felt that we underused him, and I don't think we told him enough how wonderful a human being he is. But he excelled so much as a writer and as a singer and as a friend. He's one of those people who, until he's mentioned that, you don't realize just how talented and passionate he is. If he is homesick, then we are homesick for him. Boo is a legend, and I don't use that word lightly. The team and everyone around misses you and is so happy you found love.
It's not very often that I'm speechless.
That's awesome, man.
I tried my hardest to do that.
Sonny, you've excelled yourself.
I can't even believe they answered. You should have heard them when they answered the phone.
My goodness.
They heard his ass.
I feel
like, who is this?
There's like a house brick in my heart at the moment. It's just yeah. Wow.
Because as soon as I called Nikki, like the first words out of her mouth, I was like, "Hey, my name is Sunny. I'm from the U.S." She was like, "What do you want? Who are you?" I was like, "Okay."
She might have thought it was a business arrangement or something, like, you know.
But and I tried to get in contact with Andy Murrell, and I didn't have any luck. And that was it.
This is why.
So, love letters from England. There you have it.
Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you very much for doing that.
I'm glad that we could do it for you. It was honestly, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. But yeah, I mean, and they were wonderful to deal with. So
they were when I worked for them both as well. So
yeah,
incredible. I'm bowled over, boys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So with that being said, I have a few questions for you here as well. None of these are going to be from people that you know at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was all him. However, I want to get into something that me and you talk about a lot. Why do you think British food gets a bad rap?
I think it's the biggest myth on planet Earth that English food is bland or British food is bland. I think that's it's a falsity.
I mean, you live here in America, so I mean, how would you say they compare?
All right, I know. What did I tell you? I just knew he was going
of course.
to bring up the food. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I told you he was prepared.
Yeah. But it's worth talking about. It really is. So
It's
okay.
like one of the biggest stereotypes when it comes to Britain is that y'all's food is
Everybody
awful.
always says
Everybody.
the food's horrible.
The thing is, I'm just very happy and I'm proud to be where I'm from. I'm so used to the food back home.
Yeah.
And nothing's ever going to compare to your mother's cooking, no matter where you are on planet Earth.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's. I feel like if I answer this, it's going to be with a very strong bias.
Sure. You can have bias.
But,
Nothing wrong with that.
but I do not believe English food to be bland, and I think it's a very lazy opinion, and it's an easy go-to. But half the people who say this haven't set foot in my country.
Well, same thing. Like I haven't tried most of it, but then again, I have seen some stuff that I was like, I don't even want to think about that.
But if you have a shepherd's pie in an authentic English pub here, how do you know what's authentic about it? You know what I mean?
Shepherd's pie, to me, like doesn't really seem appealing. I've had it like when people have made it. I've never had it in the UK, but like I don't know, something about ground beef, which I don't know if that's traditional anyway. But is it supposed to be ground beef?
So you've got beef mince, or if it's lamb mince, then it would become a cottage pie.
Okay.
And then, but
And then
yeah.
it's the mashed potatoes and peas.
That's right. You've got your diced vegetables in there, and it's usually in a rich gravy. Gravy is a very different ball
Depending
game.
on who makes it.
But both sides of the ocean, gravy is a different thing.
For sure.
Your gravy's thinner here, but it's nice. It's really nice. So white gravy here,
Yes.
oh, kills it. I absolutely love it.
Well, literally, I seen a video. It's crazy that you said that. I seen a video literally the other day where this British guy tried like our white
Sausage
gravy
for the first time?
and he was wigging.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is amazing."
Now, you just asked my wife. I mean, we went to
Yeah.
she took me to Cracker Barrel, and I know Cracker Barrel is pretty much industry standard. It's kind of the accepted
it's okay.
southern eatery. But that was the first time I had the country fried steak in the white gravy, and that meal blew me away. And it was not, it wasn't gourmet. We weren't eating.
Most other food isn't.
But yeah, do you know what I mean? We weren't eating in a really flash restaurant or anything. It was just Cracker Barrel, but
Yeah.
it was amazing because it was the first time I tried white gravy. So yeah, the myth that we don't season food, absolute falsity. I mean,
That I know nothing about. So what?
it's
assuming-
commonly said.
I'm sure it's like kind of the same seasonings we use,
Yeah,
right?
salt, pepper,
garlic,
garlic,
onion.
onion.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'd be in Germany or Austria, and they'd also hold that stereotype that the English don't season our food, and it's kind of like, well, maybe some people don't, but what they clearly they enjoy. They haven't got taste buds. You know what I mean? Like if I don't know how good I am at cooking, but I'm a keen cook, and I really like to. And it was a big part of my last job as a care worker to prepare dinner for a number of people. So. Yeah, you have to season things, and I always do. So I couldn't eat the foods that some of the Americans think that we eat. Do you know what I mean?
Jelly deals.
Now I will give an answer to your question now, as it stacks up to American food, is what you asked me. This is my honest response. American food to me is the absolute definition of hit or miss. It is when it hits like nothing else, and I just feel like there's a party in my mouth, and I love it. And it's what did I just eat? That was fantastic. And when it misses, it can be lazy, be tasteless, and effortless. And it
For me, we don't really have too many like American foods, right? Like we've stolen a lot of foods.
A
like
lot.
As far as like
Pizza.
burgers,
French
pizza.
fries.
Burgers are from Germany.
That's right. Hamburgers
Hamburg.
from Hamburg.
Yeah. Pizza's from obviously Italy. Spaghetti, all that's Italy. But I mean, as far as like Texas barbecue, that's us.
Yeah.
Now, our
That's all
Texas barbecue,
Slaps.
you would go and slap your grandmother
Peach
in the mouth.
cobbler. Peach
cobbler.
That's
I'm
us.
yet
Apple
to try
pie,
peach cobbler. but
Chicken
I-
wings.
Chicken wings.
I think fried chicken. I would assume we started that, but I don't know. But
I'd
that
imagine
seems like
so.
a very southern. I think that's a southern dish. Is
Well,
fried
this
chicken.
is
Probably.
this is also what I found is you're much prouder and you're much prouder of your food in the American South than say they were in California.
Well, I've heard that no, I haven't really been up north, but I've heard up north their food's pretty bland.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing you hear about British food. I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't been there, but I hear it's very common for New York food to be kind of bland.
Well, and
and
any
whatnot.
true Southern people you meet, like, their cooking is their pride.
Yeah.
Like if you went to a potluck with a bunch of Southern people, you're probably not gonna. There might be one or two bad dishes out of everything.
Yep.
I've had some outstanding meals here. Just so my wife is an amazing cook, and her mother too. So my mother-in-law, she's an incredible cook, and every time either one of those ladies prepares a dish, I just know I'm in for a treat. So yeah, that's good. But I like that you take a great deal of pride in your food in the American South. Just because I didn't encounter it anywhere else I've been in America, it just wasn't the same.
I feel like our top tier dishes though, like if you want the best food in America, so far for me, what I've experienced, I haven't been obviously everywhere, but New Orleans, nowhere's beaten Louisiana.
And
Nowhere.
You actually, the day that we went, by the way, he was kind of upset we went without him.
I was pretty upset.
Well, we left him out, didn't we? Sorry, Christian.
Sure did.
And I forgot to tell you, he ate oysters for the first time.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
I
a
did.
big oyster
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I mean, to me, it's okay. Charbroiled's probably the best one that I've had.
That's what he had.
Yeah, charbroiled's okay, but
I think because it doesn't look appealing.
like
you
jelly
can't-
deals.
Well, there's some trepidation there. Like jelly deal. You've done your homework. Okay. That's more of a Cockney thing. They eat jelly deals in London.
That's disgusting.
It is.
so nasty.
And this is where the food argument becomes indefensible for me because I cannot justify
No.
black pudding, jelly deals.
Right.
There's a number of foods that we still. My old man, my dad, still eats black pudding every weekend. On a Sunday, and for those who don't know, by the way, because I know
go ahead and explain.
I'm not just speaking to you two here, but
Yeah,
anyone who
we
may
gotta
be
explain.
watching, black pudding, if you don't know, is a disc. Looks a bit like a hockey puck, I suppose. and it is congealed pig's blood with herbs and spices in it.
Now, I will say, if I didn't know what it was, by looking at it, it doesn't
It
look
doesn't
awful.
look unappealing.
It
But
doesn't.
knowing
it kind of
what
looks like sausage.
knowing what it is.
Like if you look at it, it kind of just looks like sausage
yeah, it
patty
looks like those
we would
little
have
sausage
here.
patties.
Yeah.
But knowing what it is, it just every time I see it, I'm like,
Yeah.
What? I just
Well, for the record, I enjoyed oysters.
And then what did you get?
I got the jambalaya.
Now let me.
right.
Okay, so jambalaya you like?
Yes, I used to call it jambla because I didn't know what it was.
Have
a
you
long
had
time
gumbo?
ago. I have had gumbo, yeah.
You enjoy it?
the gumbo, yeah.
Crawfish?
Very, very proud of your gumbo down here. I like
Love
that.
gumbo.
I think the name's amusing, to be honest. But I think a lot of the names are amusing here. Place names just make me laugh all the time. So, of course, I got my. I wonder if the camera won't pick up on it. Such was Johnny Foreigner here when I first came here. I didn't realise you had a supermarket called Piggly Wiggly, and I found it so funny that you called it. I mean, our supermarkets at home are usually surnames or just very very bland company names: Asda, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencers. You know, and to find Piggly Wiggly, it just amused me so much that I went and got the pig, the mascot, Mr. Pig. I got him tattooed on me.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah, I literally. Yeah,
I think.
I'm not gonna.
Obviously.
Undress myself here,
that's
but I
fine.
have.
But no, I believe that Piggly Wiggly is a southern grocery store only. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
I know it is a chain in
nationwide.
the south, but
Yeah.
I don't know how far it goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it's
So-
it's
so-
not like a Walmart or something
Right.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, even more significance then, even more
Yeah,
sentimentality
even
for that
Yeah.
tattoo.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going with this
Yep.
food questions. With that being said, what do you think is your GOAT British food?
Oh well,
And you better not
let's
say
say beans on
toast.
toast. He's expecting me to fall
You
into
better
the trap.
not say that.
No, beans on toast is quick, easy, lazy food. It's
Right.
it's your ramen noodles.
We
Exactly.
had this
Yeah.
argument how many times?
I'm
Just
just.
ungodly amount of time.
We're finishing each other's sentences on this topic.
because
now.
we've argued about this so much.
And just for anyone out there who may think it's revolting that we eat beans on toast, it's not the same beans in the
I
in the
do
Amer-
want to say, when Paul and Ed come here,
Yeah.
get them to bring a tin of beans. I want you to make me and Sonny some beans on toast.
He buys them down
I
here.
go to the World Market here.
They have it
They
here.
have
yeah,
them.
yeah.
So you're gonna make me and Sonny some beans on toast?
If you'll accept it,
We'll try it.
I offered him before,
We'll
and
try it.
he gave it the thumbs down. So
Let's try it. I think
I'll
we'll
try
it.
it.
We'll even, we could put it on YouTube, make it a little YouTube clip,
Yeah, a
on
little,
TikTok or
little
whatever.
video of it.
Yep.
What we could do is have Boo, Paul, and Ed maybe do like 2 dishes, right? Beans on toast and something else. Then me and you can cook something.
Some beans on toast and jellied eels.
If
I
you
will
I'll
bring
give y'all
up-
some ramen
If
noodles.
Paul or Ed bring jellied eels, I'm going to drop kick both
We'll
of
give
them.
them some ramen noodles
and
and
Ed
spam.
will probably just beat me to death.
No, they'd already be wrestled at customs if they try and
Yeah.
get them out of the country. So I'm sure we'd.
Good, those things aren't
Good,
allowed
as
here.
they should be.
So
goat
yeah,
food. Go British food.
Oh wow.
The best.
Oh.
No discussion about
Like
it.
if, let's say you're taking me and Sonny to the homeland, and this is something that we have to try.
You have to. It is the best.
Okay, so
Is your goat?
there's a couple of answers for this. One, I'm going to sound incredibly typical by answering, but
was about to
fish and chips is
I
different.
would love to have fish and chips.
Yeah.
Okay,
it-
so classic traditional British fish and chips is quite a different
Yeah, it's very
thing.
floppy fries and
No, if you got a nice
newspaper.
crispy beer batter and then
Really?
a squeeze of
'Cause
lemon.
I've heard that y'all make y'all's wedges like very, which y'all call
Oh,
them,
sorry. Yeah. In which case, the actual chips. I know you've always had a problem with this. In fact, I watch this podcast all the time, and there's. I remember him saying like, "Ugh, I don't know how the Brits do it. You know.
Yeah.
It's what you call steak fries.
Right, or wedges, potato
Yeah,
wedges.
absolutely,
But
yeah.
y'all, like, even then, like, I've seen videos where
They're
y'all's
floppy.
are floppy. They'll
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, you can have them crispy. Sometimes they're floppy. I don't prefer.
So
like,
it is normal to have them crispy in.
It's not like they're always cooking them to be this
If you
big
go to
floppy.
look, if you go to a decent place, they'll give
Yes.
you Atlantic cod in a beer batter with a twist of lemon. You've got your tartar sauce, and you've got proper crispy and seasoned usually with rosemary or whatever.
That sounds
Yeah,
so good. That sounds so good.
But that's if you get traditional. If you get the classic British fish and chips,
Yeah,
and you
heck
might get. Most towns back home, you can't turn the corner without a fish and chip shop, and therefore, just like with, I don't know, burgers here,
Yeah.
90% of them are going to be lazily made and thrown out of the window.
I
at
agree.
you,
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
So fish and chips, if you just go to a decent pub, and get yourself some proper fish and chips, and that would be a definite contender.
I figured you would say that one for sure.
Yeah, but there's all sorts
There's another one I'm thinking about.
Yeah, there's all sorts of casseroles and stuff back home that are amazing too. I'm not going to, of course, I could fall into a trap and say stargazy pie. Did you know what that is? Okay, it's like it's a pie made. It's a fish pie, but it's made with the actual fish heads baked into it, so that they're looking up. Stargazing.
What the hell?
Well, another one that's just indefensible. I'm afraid I can't. There's no justification to it.
None whatsoever. Ugh.
So yeah, Lancashire hot pot. I think will probably take the.
What is that?
Okay, so if either of you are able to look it up now, otherwise, no, never mind.
He can.
Okay, cool.
Maybe. I don't know. Are you on your...
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you just take a look at the ingredients there, it's another gravy-based thing, and it's got the sliced and like sort of half-boiled.
Lancashire hot pot.
That's right.
Is this like an Asian hot pot, or is this like...
No, Lancashire is a town in...
Yeah, but the hot pot, like when you're saying a hot pot, I immediately think of like Asian with a
like
bowl
Korean
of soup
barbecue.
and noodles. And
Oh, it's not like a soup. No, it's definitely a casserole.
so why is it called a hot pot?
So what's in a hot pot? Traditionally, mutton was used for its affordability, but lamb is more common today.
So a lot of British
Onions,
foods use a lot of
thinly
lamb, right?
sliced
Can't
potatoes,
find lamb here.
carrots, and then some variations add Swedes, parsnips, or mushrooms.
That's right.
Flavorings are bay leaves, thyme, salt, pepper, and Worcestershire sauce.
This is very similar to our cooking. On
And the
like
stock
Southern cooking right
is
there.
lamb, beef, or chicken stock as the base.
That actually sounds like a little bit of Southern cooking right there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There's so many...
Like bay leaves is...
So many comparisons and parallels I could draw between the American
Yeah.
South and England in terms of food.
Yeah.
Because although we don't fry chicken or anything, we're not particularly great at
That's
that.
okay.
But it's but casseroles and whatnot, and very much it's all like sort of stodgy, so like
noticed that, very
a lot of
starchy.
sustenance, and it's home cooked food. It's always just what do you. Wouldn't be comparable to what you call soul food here, because that really that stuff is made with the heart.
Soul
You know
food
what I mean?
Yeah. Soul food's top tier, brother.
You find you some good soul food down here. You
can find it here all over the
Yeah.
place.
but it's always it's the
the hole
little
in the walls.
spots.
It's always the hole in
The
the
place
walls.
that looks like it's run by crackheads. That's the place that's going to have the best food.
For real? No, seriously.
This is what they tell me about Waffle House, but
No, not Waffle House.
I've had
Waffle
some,
House is the best drunk at 4 a.m. food.
Yeah,
But like
okay.
if you pull up to a building that says it sells barbecue, there's a giant part of the wall missing, and it looks like it hasn't been
Old
painted
and
in
beat
50
up.
years. You know that you are about to have probably the best food you're ever going to eat.
For real?
and
Genuinely.
if someone goes in there looking for a job, unless they've got a criminal record of the length of their arm, they're not going to be
Even
hired,
though they
right?
might-
Yeah, probably not. They're going to be like, nah, dude, you're too clean for this.
So I'm told. But yeah, I just had some bad experiences at Waffle House, but it redeemed itself, and you're exactly right.
To me, Waffle House is like a mid diner. Like it's nothing great. It's not bad. Like I'm not saying it's bad.
How do you think it stacks up against Denny's as a
I
diner?
don't think Denny's is great either.
Yeah, Denny's is. I think Waffle House is just so accessible. You turn
And
the
it's
corner
cheap.
and there's a
It's
Waffle
very
House.
cheap.
It is cheap, but if you go to Waffle House, your food will never be the same
Even
price.
if you order the same thing
ever.
every time.
Swear to God.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know how they input it.
Just
but yeah, I've
go to
had that
Waffle
same
House like
situation.
3 times in 1 week, and every time you go, you order the same thing, and it will be 3 different prices.
So my observation is, if you've driven past the Dollar General,
You're
Yep.
past
you
the
can
Waffle
Waffle
House.
House. on the way.
you can count down 10 seconds. You're going to pass the Waffle House.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, in Biloxi alone, at the Strip, I think there's like 12 of them.
Bro,
literally
it's
down the Strip, like
insane.
all like within a mile of each other.
So because that is the most common sort of, I don't know what you call it, high street diner around here, then
For sure.
Then what would you consider good, like sort of on the go dining?
What's that
We don't-
diner that we've got down here? It's pretty decent. It's out there on like close to Cottage Hill. Is it called the Sunliner Diner?
No, that's the one in
Is that the one at Disney
no,
or
I think it's
Universal?
in Tennessee.
Tennessee, maybe.
The one that I think I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called, but we stopped at it on the way home from Texas.
Oh yeah.
But we stopped at it was in Louisiana. It was when we were passing through Louisiana. We stopped and got food because we were hungry. We stopped at this diner. But we have the same one. I think there's one in Saraland and somewhere. I
It's
can't
like
remember.
right past.
Which Sunliner Diner, it's a chain as
You
well.
go
They're pretty
right
good.
past Jess and Jake's house, crossover like you're going to B&B, and it's up there on the left. It's like a 50s diner.
Sunliner Diner, probably.
It might be.
Sunliner Diner. It's a good one. It's a chain, but it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but even these chain diners, it's like Sonny was saying earlier. You've got to be out on the razzle, going, out.
Yeah.
You've had a night out. You're on the beer. You're on your way back. You want a bit of eggs and bacon or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And so yeah. Yes, sir. So I'd say to answer your question, you'll find this with me. You ask me a question.
I'm
I'll
good
give
with
you,
it, brother.
I'll
I'm
give you an
good.
essay.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
keep
listen,
going.
this is what it is.
Okay, so to answer your question, I'm going to say Lancashire hot pot is probably my favourite, especially if my mum makes it. But again, that's a strong bias.
So whenever we go to the UK at some point,
We're
your mom
going-
has to make us.
Yeah, we're
You'd be
going.
more
to,
than welcome.
We're going to your
or
council estate.
What is it,
yeah.
What'd you say?
Seems on
Lancashire?
it.
What'd you say?
Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Now, Lancashire is
hot.
in the north of England, but we still eat Lancashire hot pot in
Right,
the south.
yeah,
'cause
of course.
It's another thing that is very real that I've encountered here is Southern hospitality, and it's absolutely a thing. Because of course it was rumoured. I didn't really know before I left England to come here. There's people telling me, well, they're a bit, God and guns. There'll be a few psychopaths and all
That's
that
true,
sort of
though.
thing.
I mean, they're not wrong. There's a few.
But on the other side of that coin, it's kind of like, well, Southern hospitality exists, and if you find your way into the favour of the right people, they will take you into their heart. They will fill
Yeah.
your plate.
Oh,
they will
yeah.
make you very welcome.
What's crazy to me, though, when it comes to Southern hospitality, I don't understand how that's not a thing worldwide, because Southern hospitality is literally just
Common
being
decency.
respectful
Yeah.
and basic manners.
It's just common
basic
decency.
manners.
It
Like, I
is,
can't
it is.
stand when I'm out of state, and even in Texas, they don't have Southern hospitality in Texas.
Yeah,
Okay.
People are just rude as hell.
for no reason.
And I don't understand how hard, if I hold a door for you, how hard is it to say thank you?
Right,
Keep going.
right.
Yeah.
Basic
Instead of just
manners.
walking through without even looking at me like I'm beneath you, all right, next time I'll slam you in
Oh,
your face.
we see another link then between the American South and England, because we are big on manners.
Yeah, it's
And
something so simple, bro. It costs nothing.
It's free. It's all you have to do is just mind your P's and Q's around people.
Yes.
Make sure you don't upset anyone, and just say please and thank you,
That's
and just
it.
be grateful.
That's it.
Count your blessings and just be happy where you are. That's it. Yeah.
I agree. All right. So we answered the GOAT British food, right?
Yes.
So now let's go to the worst British food.
Oh, it's got to be between jelly deals or black pudding, but I mean,
No, you were quick.
Have
with
you
that
tried?
one.
Have you tried jelly deals?
yeah,
How is it?
revolting.
How do you? It looks revolting. What's with? So, is jelly like a common thing for you? And like jelly for them is not jelly for us. It's like a Jello. It's jelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We use the original term for it. Roll of my eyes. Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead. But come
far
on,
as,
as if
like-
you boys weren't going to throw stuff at me. Come on.
fair.
So yeah, no, jelly deals are what you would call a Jello, and it has got chopped up bits of cooked eel in it, and
Now
it's
I like eel and sushi, like
Yeah.
barbecue eel. I'll eat eel.
because
like
you
that.
do eat eels here.
Yeah.
I'm not eating it in Jello.
Oh, okay.
No, that
To me,
doesn't
like-
sound appealing.
I don't really like Jello, if I'm being honest.
It's not a fruit flavored Jello like Jello and ice cream like
it's
you might
just-
get at a
It's
kids'
probably
party.
unflavored, is what I'd assume.
For me,
Salty?
it's salty, it's fishy, it's rough.
That sounds gross.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't eat it.
I'll pass.
So that's your worst one is jelly deals.
I don't know. So having tried black pudding, I've had that. I mean,
You've never tried it.
No, I have. I have.
okay.
No, I'm saying having tried it,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of I've got a basis of comparison on the two, and some black pudding, it very much you can taste the iron in the blood.
Well, see, like I've had deer where deer wasn't bled properly
Yeah.
because you have to bleed a deer out after you kill it if you didn't know that.
And if they don't, it is
It's-
rough.
Well, you do get wrong-uns, don't you? And they go into a steakhouse and order the steak blue, and therefore it's bleeding on the plate.
Well, I'll get medium rare, and it's
Yeah.
not blood that comes out. It's like fat and stuff that
That's
comes out.
a little
It's red,
different.
but it's like. It's
But
like
like,
fat.
if someone kills a deer
Yeah.
and they don't bleed it correctly, when you go to
I'm
cook
assuming
and
it's the
eat
same
that
for
deer,
cow, but
yeah,
people don't
probably.
hunt cows, so like they're already bled because it's part of the process. But
Yeah.
when people hunt the deer, if you kill a deer, that's all on you to make sure it's bled correctly and everything. So you're responsible for that as the hunter.
right.
So you'll skin it, you'll bleed it yourself,
And I
or
pres-
you could take it to a butcher shop to get it.
I presume people can get ill as well. If
Oh
they,
yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I've had it, and it's revolting. It tastes disgusting.
It's you ever had? I'm sure you've met some people. You ever had people tell you they don't like deer meat?
I don't know. Too many people have eaten it, to be honest with you.
It's not very common. I feel like other than here,
A lot of people who say they don't like deer meat, more than likely or not, have had
it wasn't prepared like properly.
just bad deer meat.
Yeah.
Because like we've cooked, dude. One day I had like probably 6 or 7 pounds of deer
Yeah.
meat that was fixing to go
Literally,
bad,
yeah.
and it was just me, Christian,
Brian.
and Ryan, and
So, okay, how was the meat prepared? Did you get it from a butcher, or did you go out and shoot the thing? Or?
so Autumn's brother killed it
Okay.
and then prepared it and then gave me a ton of it.
Okay.
But so we had our buddy in town from the military, and I was like, "Look, this meat's gonna go bad. Let's cook." Dude, we made like 30 or 40 hamburgers. We must have had 30 or 40 like
sausage,
like deer sausage.
Deer
links.
sausage is my favorite. I prefer that over anything. Deer sausage is so
And
good.
we-
Deer jerky
What would you
too.
serve that with? Rice or?
Whatever.
Like deer sausage, you can do whatever, but like deer meat, you can make hamburgers out of it.
You can make it pretty much anything you can use ground beef for.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Right. Okay. Cool.
You can make
Just use
tacos with it.
Mhm.
I've done that before.
So I do remember. So I may be from England and born and raised in England to an English mother, but my father grew up on a farm in the very west coast of Ireland, which is where I get my surname, Leneghan being an Irish surname. And I vividly remember when I was a kid and the first time I'd ever experienced life on a farm, because the council estate that I grew up on is very much in a city, even if it's suburbs or whatever, it's still a city feel.
Kind of like what Sims is to Mobile.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a great, yeah. And so my grandmother said, right, what do we want for dinner? And should we can have some lamb if you like. And it was like, yeah, okay, cool. Everyone agreed on lamb. So there's nothing. I was suspicious even at this young age, and I looked around the kitchen. There's no lamb. There's nothing in the fridge or the freezer. Anyway, we hear a massive gunshot from outside, and she's just kind of like.
Okay. Oh well, I remember we talked about this. So farmers can get guns.
That's right. She had a rifle, a hunting rifle,
Went
or
out
whatever
there
it
and
might be.
just slaughtered the lamb.
It just killed the thing, and then a few hours later, after she'd done preparing it, we're eating it. Yeah, so.
I mean, hey, that's how it should be though. That's the circle of life.
I mean, that's how it works. Yeah.
I mean, in an ideal world, if we all had nice big hearts, we'd all be vegetarians because everything is fighting to survive.
My
but
thing is like,
that lamb was good.
I couldn't be a farmer for that though, because like I couldn't raise an animal and then kill it.
And
right?
then kill it. Because you develop a
Like,
relationship.
I've talked to
That's
somebody
right.
about this before. It's like putting down my dog. Like, if I had to put down my dog, I can't shoot my own dog.
But you've
Yeah.
got a bond with your dog. You haven't.
But
got
I can put down somebody else's dog for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't feel bad about it. I mean, I'd feel bad, obviously, because the dog has to. But like, let's say the dog can't move or whatever.
But you
So
have
I
no
put it out with-
relationship with it.
Right, so it's not going to bother. I'll still feel bad because I'm killing an animal, but I'm not going to feel as bad as the owner going out there and putting their dog down. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of course. Yeah.
So
yeah.
like, I can't put down my own dog. I can put down somebody else.
But the mentality to hunting here, because it's such a common pastime and such a thing that you people in the South really invest yourself into doing, I suppose you've got to have that mentality that this thing isn't trying to survive, it's prey now, it's sport, it's the thing that I'm going to eliminate.
No. So, I'm not saying there's people who don't think about it like sport, but it should be, the way hunting should be is that it's not for sport, it's for food.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat this animal, which is why I'm killing it. I'm not going to kill it just to
You're not
kill
gonna
it.
kill it just to be like, oh, I killed this giant deer.
I'm
Like-
gonna kill it
And,
to
and
eat
most people you meet down here in the South, like when they kill a deer,
It's
they literally
They'll
like,
eat off of
if you go
it
look in
forever.
their freezer, it will just be probably an 8-month supply.
Well,
of
that's
deer
also
meat.
why people like me and Sonny get so much deer meat because we don't hunt. But there's so many people that get so much of it that they're, hey, so this don't go to waste. Would you like some?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you know? Yeah, and then at least there's some dignity in that animal
Yeah, it's not
having
just
died.
to kill an innocent animal for no reason.
Well,
The
it's
biggest
just that
thing is if you kill it, you eat it.
I found myself in some dive bars around here where I don't know
That's why
how.
I said most.
Oh yeah. But I'll just give you my experience. So I'll be around a table with 4 or 5 people. I don't know any of them, but I'll just weave myself into conversation. I'm not sure if you've noticed. I'm quite a chatterbox.
Yes, sir.
So I don't shut up. In other words, but and they've been like, well, what's the biggest animal you've killed? And it's kind of like, I haven't a clue. I don't really kill animals, to be honest. It's just sort of like
Have you ever killed an animal?
I mean, outside of sort of pests, insects and stuff like that, I haven't killed a sort of what you might call a domestic animal. Like, I haven't.
Like squirrel, deer, bird.
I mean, we've buried a few. Him and I had to bury a squirrel just the other
we
day.
buried
and I
Ozzy the squirrel
had to,
Ozzy the
on the
squirrel.
day that Ozzy died.
I had to take a shovel and make a shallow grave for our
I
cat.
did. So when I was a kid, my dad bought me a BB gun,
Yeah.
and
Oh, you know where this is going already. Okay.
I don't. I've never heard this, but
Oh,
I just
okay.
know where it's
so
going.
my dad bought me a BB gun, and I thought, it's just a BB. It ain't gonna
It's
do
not gonna
nothing.
kill
It was
him.
a metal BB, and I pumped it up, and it was a rabbit. And I was like, I'm just gonna test my aim. So I was just gonna hit him, which is already kind of being like a little shit, right? But I wanted to just hit him to see if I could hit him. Well, I hit him, and he ran, and he dropped, and I was like, oh no. And I went to it, and I remember going to my dad, and I'm like, hey, I accidentally killed a rabbit. He got on to me so bad. I started yelling at me. He's like, you go and bury it now. Because
Yeah,
and
that
it was
was
kind of
your-
the same
yeah.
thing he says, you don't kill an animal unless you're going to eat it.
Correct.
There's no reason to kill it unless it's a threat.
Good. Some decency, some honor, some
Unless it's a
sportsmanship.
threat. Or like my dad, I remember he shot a possum in the head because it was about to eat one of his. He had a cat who had just had kittens, and a possum was like creeping up on him about to get it. My dad came out there with a pistol. And
Now, see,
Granted-
and stuff like that is
well, I
different.
mean, I told my dad, I was like, I mean, honestly, it's kind of fair though. It's a circle of life, you know what I mean? If he eats the kittens, he eats the kittens.
Yeah.
If the
So-
mom cat don't protect it, I mean,
That makes a
nature.
lot of sense to me. So the huntsman's rules, essentially, if it's threatening you or if it can be used for dinner, then
Correct.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
yeah. How long have you been here in America?
So, okay, so I did live briefly in California back in 2010, but when I say brief, I mean no longer than about 3 months, and I moved back to England. So I did enjoy California. It's not out of spite or whatever, but I think that, and I'm sure if there's anyone from California or anyone who loves California, they're probably going to think, you know, they probably may disagree. I just personally think California was the most, it was the best example I'd ever seen with my eyes of a rat race. And when I say that, I mean, it's particularly where we were, there was a lot of wealth. We were just outside Silicon Valley where Google was invented and all that, so there's a lot of money going around, like more money than I'd ever handle in my life.
Yeah.
And it was about cars, it was about land, it was about wealth, and it was this big boys club, and I wasn't one of the elites, and they let me know that. And that's why I didn't enjoy it really. Now, the American South, I've been here on and off for 2 years, and then when I came last October, I haven't been home since. I will visit at some point, but for that period of time now, so almost a year, I've been here constantly.
Okay, so all in all, probably what, 2.5 years, 3 years?
2.5 to 3 years, I'd say, yeah.
So,
And
since you've been here,
yes.
what do you think is the GOAT American food?
Oh gosh, I mean, there's so much of it I absolutely adore. We were talking about this yesterday, so I think you should be very proud of Conecuh sausage.
Oh, dude, Conecuh is so good. There is not. I really don't think I've ever had a sausage better than Conecuh. That's my favorite sausage.
The flavor, the way it gets crispy when you grill it, man.
Yeah, but it still
it's
maintains
still juicy.
moisture on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah. Oh man.
Conecuh is phenomenal, man.
I would eat that stuff until you'd have to Conecuh me up to a
Have you
life
had
support
Conecuh
machine.
bacon?
No, I haven't.
Conecuh bacon's very good too.
But yeah, so that's
That's your GOAT American food?
well, I don't
Conecuh
know. I don't know.
sausage?
This is one that
Now,
springs
see,
to
that's
mind.
one a lot of people aren't going to know. So that's like, not only is that a southern thing, I think that's mostly Alabama.
an Alabama
It is
thing.
Alabama. We drove through
what I'm saying.
Conecuh County.
I
the other
think-
day.
I think I've heard
they-
they're starting to go to Mississippi now.
Mississippi is what I heard. Like loose tail kind of.
So interesting. First time I tried Conecuh sausage was in Mississippi.
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's making its way out. But that is a strict, like, our viewers, if they're not from Alabama, are going to have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I
not
see.
know what we're talking about.
Okay, so
because our friend who's in the military, Ryan,
Yep.
he gets people to send him Conecuh. and
He's
stuff.
got Conecuh seasoning and stuff. He sent us some Conecuh seasoning, actually.
Yeah,
it's pretty
it's
good.
pretty
It's very
good.
salty, though.
Now
It's
see,
good.
okay, so I break the law terribly, and I'm deported from this country. I'm not allowed back.
That ain't going to happen.
And I know that, but hypothetically, I'm back home, and they're saying, well, what would you miss about Alabama? And I think one of the obviously, besides my wife and kids, I think Conecuh
course.
sausage it would be up there.
It's
you know?
up there.
Really?
Oh,
So you think that's your GOAT? That's
Well,
your
we've
GOAT
got
American
Cumberland.
food?
We've got Cumberland sausage back home, which is the pride and joy. That's a proper juicy banger. You can it is. You can.
Yeah.
It's like it
It's
sizzles
proper
and-
kill, man.
proper kill, man. And so you've got your equivalent here. Is it my favourite food here? I'm not sure. I think the goat food here.
GOAT American food.
I love country fried steak in white gravy, and of course it's something I've never had at home. So is that a contender for a good answer?
Yeah, I mean, if it's whatever you think, whatever your greatest, like,
I tell you also, and you two are probably going to laugh because you have this without thinking about it. I'm sure. Green bean casserole.
I like green bean casserole.
It's
I'm
absolutely.
not a big fan, but
I
I don't
like
really
it, like
like
on
green
Thanksgiving.
beans. So
You don't really like
But
vegetables.
all of that sort of pork and beans, green bean casserole, all that hearty stuff.
What about red beans and rice? Have you had that?
Yeah.
It's very good.
I've had this is where my initial argument comes in about American food being hit or miss. I've had some terrible red beans and rice, but I've had some really nice
I was about to
stuff.
say,
You
yeah.
know, so I've had outstanding red beans and rice, but we've had. So was it? I know you're going to help me pronounce this. Boudin.
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 Okay, I was close, but so. First time I ever tried that, it was at a petrol station, at a gas station, and therefore it was average. It wasn't very good,
Right,
you
of
know.
course.
And then obviously when you try it, the real deal, it's like, whew, impressive stuff,
Now,
you
if
know.
I could put you on some more,
Yeah.
a Boudin kolache.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what kolache
I-
is?
I've only ever had one.
Really?
Like one boudin kolache.
Oh. Have you ever had a kolache? Do you know what a kolache is?
I never heard the word.
So we serve them at donut shops. I don't know if it's a Southern thing or if that's an American thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you can get them at Buc-ee's. You know what Buc-ee's is, right?
Buc-ee's is a Southern thing.
I've been recently.
Almost all of our donut shops, like even the one right by my house, they have kolaches. I don't know if they have boudin kolaches, but there's a couple like Looking Good donuts around here. They have boudin kolaches.
Okay.
And all it is, it's like almost like a croissant that like kind of surrounds normally like sausage or a hot dog or
Anything like what we had in New Orleans? The beignets.
No. So that's like a
beignets
puff
is like
pastry.
a sweet. It's like a sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like it's savory.
It's very
So
savory.
it's like a buttery croissant, and it's wrapped around like either sausage, hot dogs, or sometimes boudin.
Boudin.
Okay.
They stuff it.
But a lot of times it has
Man.
connect sausage. So either way, it's good. Like you can't go wrong with kolache.
It sounds great. Yeah.
Kolaches are amazing, but
They are so good.
boudin kolache is, oh my god. So
It will knock your
Yeah.
socks off.
Now, of course, we're in Alabama, but when we cross over the state, because we usually go and see concerts in other states, so
Of course.
Florida or Louisiana. You know, heavy metal groups don't tend to come to South Alabama, so
Fair.
we travel. And so they've always told me that Cajun food and Louisiana has got the best food in the South, and you know.
I agree.
Well,
I'll
you
stand
know,
on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even like debatable. It's just they've got fresh seafood. They've got good sausage. They've got good
I feel like
meat.
the only argument I've had towards that you know I've had with people at work is that a lot of people say Houston's food is better than New Orleans because of the variety. So for that, Houston does have more options.
Yeah.
But it's not like American food. And like to me, I don't know, like it depends on what you're looking for, right? So like if I'm looking for a specific type of food that's very good, I'm going to New Orleans because everything's gonna be kind of the same flavor profile and whatnot.
Yeah.
If I go to Houston, I could have Vietnamese, I could have Japanese, I could have
Tex-Mex.
Chinese, I could have barbecue, I could have Mexican, I could have Tex-Mex.
I speak for all three of us, I think. You've been to Houston, right?
I have. Well, I've been to Dallas.
Oh,
Dallas
I see.
is-
It's
Dallas
different.
had the best barbecue in my opinion.
It's
Because
just
I
good-
tried Houston barbecue too. I prefer Dallas.
I know you and I have been to Houston, and the place is colossal. I mean, you
Huge.
get. And so
I still
you-
didn't see the whole city. I was there for a week.
You think about the variety of food they've got on offer. So we went to visit my brother-in-law, Brandy's brother, and he took us out to what I would call a noodle bar. I'm not sure what you'd call it, but it
Like
was
a ramen shop.
a little bit, yeah, kind of. And we had some nice like egg drop soup. that
Was it
sort
like
of
a hot pot like in the center where you cooked your own noodles, or was it like where they brought it to you?
thing. Okay, so it kind of they brought it out in it's sort of a bowl, a curious shape that I hadn't seen before, and then you kind of eat it with what I would call a ladle.
Okay.
It was a
But
very
it was a big metal bowl in the middle.
No, they were sort of plastic bowls or whatever. But the soup was delicious, and it was kind of. It's just,
So yeah, it sounds like you went to like a ramen bar or something.
Yeah.
So like a hot pot is another thing they do, and we have some here now. But a hot pot's like literally where there's a big old thing of broth in the center, and it's constantly like hot, like it stays at like boiling temp, and it usually has like dividers in it, so everybody can pick their own flavor. And you drop like noodles, you drop like vegetables,
Yeah,
little
whatever
pieces of
you
meat,
want.
whatever. Like if you want brisket in it, you can put thinly sliced brisket or sausage or whatever,
okay.
and it makes like a little hot pot.
You cook it at your table
And
essentially.
I mean, plus that name makes a lot more sense, and I can see why when I mentioned Lancashire hot pot, you probably thought the same
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
they got
like
a
they're
type of
just
hot
they're
pot?
throwing down and eating on
Yeah,
the hot
man.
pots.
What about Korean barbecue? Have you tried that?
Korean barbecue.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Oh, I love Korean barbecue. I had that in Houston as well. It's so good.
We have a place here called BBQ, and it is.
Well, see, that's not Korean barbecue.
That's not.
So it's a Korean place, but like that's not like a traditional Korean barbecue. So like the one I went to in Houston is like it's kind of the same thing as a hot pot in a way. And a lot of Korean barbecue places are Korean barbecue and hot pot, but they bring you like a little grill and they set it out, and then they're like, all right, what meats do you want? And it's usually all you can eat, and you choose 3 at a time. So like we did. I don't even know how many we did. I think I ordered almost the entire menu at one point. And literally they would bring it out like little pre-sliced meat and I would just grill it up. Obviously Katie wasn't going to grill it. She didn't want to. You know, little princess. So
Yeah.
I just kind of grilled it and I'd set some on her plate as it cooked, set it on mine, eat it. But like you cook your own food, but it's like unlimited meat pretty much.
Okay.
And this
they
is something you
serve it
haven't
with, like,
seen
rice
from
and
us
sauces
yet.
and
But
stuff.
when we go places that's all you can eat,
Oh man.
Oh right.
we
yeah.
shut them down.
Yeah.
We shut them
A little
down.
bit of gluttony in there.
we shut them down. Look, we'll have to take you maybe one weekend.
We prep for seaweed.
we go to-
Seaweed's a 24-hour prep.
It's just the image in my head. I can see them
Yeah.
ushering you out the door with a broom or something.
Yeah.
We-
Oh,
So we go to a place called Seaweed Roll, and it's all you can eat sushi. And if we know that we are going, it is literally an entire 24-hour prep. No food, clear liquids.
Pretty much like a fast.
Okay.
Because when we go, they're going to regret letting us in the door. And I'm not kidding. We'll eat 15 to 16 sushi rolls between the two of us, not including the appetizers, the hibachi, the squid.
Now, we usually leave feeling pretty...
When
you
we're walking out the door, we're kind of hunched over like,
Queasy.
oh my God.
But see, for me, like, it doesn't even happen on purpose. Like, usually it'll happen, like, and then, like, I'll finish the sushi roll, and I'm like, good. And, like, a minute later, it'll pass by, and I'm like, oh, no, I am full.
Yeah.
And then, like, I've already ordered, like, 2 more, so then I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to have to sit here for a minute.
But I mean, you boys are just getting your money's worth. I mean,
We hammered that.
But, like, it's just so good. So, like, it's not intentionally that I'm over here, like, over-ordering and making myself sick, but then it
just
happens.
hits you out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, I really like that's, like, an Asian food thing. And a lot of people say it's from MSG. I don't know. I don't know if MSG is what does it. But, like, have you ever been to, like, it's very common, like, Chinese buffets, where you'll go to a Chinese buffet, you'll eat, you'll get really full. And then, like, 2 hours later, you're hungry again.
You're starving, yeah.
Well, Chinese food is very popular where I'm from, but I've never tried Korean-style food ever.
Korean is really good. I really enjoy it. But there is the place, it's right there on the airport by Books A Million.
Yeah,
And
BBQ.
it's BBQ. They have good wings.
I
Kimchi
want
fried
the kimchi.
rice. Oh, my God.
I had a bite of his when he got it, and
That was the best thing on the menu. There was no wings that was touching that kimchi fried rice. That was
And,
so good.
another thing, too, they got wings, and they have a list of sauces. That
Dude, we
is-
didn't even get I don't even know how many it was.
It's
We
a-
just got like 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, it's insane.
So, sir, next question.
So your goat American food.
Yeah, you had to
connect
pick one.
with.
You had to pick one.
I think I did. I'm probably going to go with country fried steak and white gravy.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a southern staple
Yeah,
right there.
for sure. That's a great pick. I mean,
And you can't go wrong with white gravy there.
I would probably pick, personally, like chicken wings. That would be my go-to. Like
Okay.
hot
Yeah,
wings.
chicken wings
I always knew, yeah, but you've mentioned them
is a
every
big
time we've
thing
met. I
down
think,
here,
you know.
man. Like
I love
you go to
hot
a football party.
Have you had Sam's House Pizza?
I have. Well, no, I've had Sam's House
Get their
Pizza
wings.
many
Their wings
times.
are really good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he put me on their wings
Love
too.
their wings.
They're phenomenal.
It's a great place to eat. That's just I'd give that place an endorsement anytime. They were
Yeah.
everything I
Little
expected
local
them to be and more. Well, before I moved here, I watched a YouTube video to see what the Semmes, Alabama area was
we have
like.
YouTube videos?
Well, because I was telling him about when we went to Dallas, and I was like, yeah, Christian had, he'd seen this place
Oh
on
my
YouTube,
God.
and like he did his
Cadillac?
research, so we went to
Yeah.
Cadillac Barbecue.
So
and
that's
then,
the best barbecue I've ever
And
had
then
in my
Boo
life.
was like, well, funny enough, when I came here, I watched a YouTube video, and apparently the guy was like raving about Sam's House Pizza.
Yeah, yeah.
so good, dude.
So
I
it's phenomenal.
I had an endorsement for that place before I even set foot here.
I have a list of restaurants.
Okay.
Have you tried any of these? I'm gonna go ahead and just name a few off. Biryani Pot,
No.
Pot of Pho,
No.
38.
No.
Me and you are going to start going out to eat. I'm going to take him in if he's free and he's not busy with the baby in autumn. Me and you are going to start going out to eat once a week.
We did the same
I did
thing
this with
with
Ehab.
Ehab.
That's fine. I'm just
Good
being
friend of
honest. I haven't heard of these
and
places. So.
man,
We're going to
dude,
start.
you might not like some of them, but majority of them are
I mean, how broad is your?
taste buds.
Yeah.
Well, I'm English, so they don't exist.
Oh,
No.
sorry to hear that,
No,
brother.
of course.
But like another thing,
Like, are you picky or?
No, no.
Are you pretty adventurous as a eater?
Picky. I'm the least picky eater I know. I think I'd eat. If I was hungry enough, I'd eat a plate of gravel.
So let's
if you
start
put it
doing it,
in front of
man.
me.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be every week. So let's
Yeah.
plan a week when we're all free. Let's
Yeah.
go to eat like every now
go
and
like
then.
once every 2 weeks.
It's
or
one of
so.
my joys in life as well. I like to think. I haven't got the money to be a proper foodie, but I
Yeah,
mean,
of course.
it's just one of my joys
But like
to try new places.
one of the best places down here, and this isn't even just me saying it. He'll back this up. Pho 88.
Dude, we
There was a point in time where we were eating there like probably 3 or
Every
4
weekend.
times a month.
Okay, you boys have
Like
said
every weekend.
you've said the name of the restaurant
I
enough, but
love
what do they
to
do? Like,
It's
it's
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese and Thai.
Vietnamese food. Okay.
Vietnamese and Thai.
And
but
man,
dude,
like when we go,
I don't even remember how we found this place.
you found it
I
and
don't
then
remember
told me
how.
about it, and then I hadn't even had Vietnamese food, so I went. But now when we go, like it's a whole thing,
Brother,
Like,
I love it.
We're
Like,
getting
this is
3 or 4
probably-
appetizers. We're getting our meal, and like portion size, they want you to be 300 pounds.
That's probably my number one favorite restaurant in Bill. Because I mean, for bang for buck and everything. But that's
So
probably my
when
number
it comes to sort of Far Eastern food, you can
Brother, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, I was going to say you can easily identify Thai food from Korean food, from Chinese food, from Vietnamese food.
It's
all
pretty easy to narrow it down.
Because I was going to say I thought that would be quite samey. When it
They're
comes to
similar in ways, but there's also like little things that are different. So like, I don't know.
of
The
course,
only one I feel like I probably couldn't do is Chinese. Like I've been to Chinese buffets, but that's not traditional.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like I've never been to like a traditional Chinese restaurant as far as I know.
And I don't think we have any traditional Chinese.
I've never heard of a
Well,
traditional one other than
we have the
a
one.
buffet.
No, the one that Brandon told us about.
Well, yeah, we still got to go there. It's on my list.
Yeah.
Japanese food I tried for the first time when I was here because that's hibachi, right?
And sushi.
And okay, And so I tried them. I tried both of those things for the first time when I was here.
Really? Y'all don't have Japanese spots in?
Yeah. Oh gosh, my town in particular, Reading, back home, is filling up with noodle bars. I
Nice.
mean.
Ramen's Japanese
That's
as well.
it. Yeah. So, but it's just never. I always thought the portion size wasn't worth what you paid for it. You see, so I avoided those places.
Maybe that's a UK thing, because like I feel like everywhere here I've been to,
Dude, you go to a Vietnamese or a
Asian
Thai
food.
place down here, and you were going to look at it when they bring it out and be like,
if we
how
go
am
to
I
Pho
supposed to
8,
eat
like
this?
literally a small pot of pho is a bowl that big.
Not
Like,
even
it's like
kidding.
bigger than this.
It's huge.
And that's a small.
And that's a small.
So this might be a chain that you get here, but back home we've got Yo Sushi. Okay, so Yo Sushi. How do I explain it? It's kind of like the food goes around on a conveyor belt.
Oh, that's traditional in Japan.
Yeah, that's right. And you
We don't
just,
have a lot of restaurants like that.
You kind of pick
Yeah,
it.
that'd be cool, though.
It goes by with a sort of.
We have one in our mall, but it's like a small little conveyor belt one that sends sushi
So
around.
each dish has a small blurb attached to it so that you
Yep.
can read what it's about, and
Yep.
then if you like it, you take it. Otherwise, you've missed your opportunity, and someone down there.
But it's
might
like
have it.
slow. It moves like slow, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to go to one like a traditional sushi bar.
Yeah.
That's like normal in Japan. It's like sushi bars where they do that. That's a traditional thing.
Okay.
Okay, so
Look at
goat
you, I
American food, country fried steak,
Worst American food.
white gravy.
Waffle House.
No. Like a dish.
The steak and eggs I had at Waffle House was shocking. 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 Okay,
Why would
so
you get steak at Waffle House?
all right.
Why would you
Well, they had steak and eggs on the menu. Why would I not trust that
What kind
it
of
would
steak
be?
were you expecting? Like a ribeye?
No, but I wasn't expecting a doorstop either. So okay, so
How'd you order it? Like, did they ask you how you want it cooked, or is it just cooked one way?
So I tell you the hassle we had about this, right?
Oh,
So
God.
we drove up to Atlanta to watch a band, and myself and my wife we had a great concert. The gig was amazing, really good, and naturally we're both sweaty and tipsy, and we're kind of oh gosh, what should we do? We go to Waffle House, right, before we head back to the hotel. And this is my first experience at Waffle House, and I went in and I thought, wow, cool, okay, a place that does steak and eggs, why not? I'll go for the steak and eggs. Now, how was I to know that it was going to be, they didn't
So, did they ask you how you wanted it cooked?
they didn't ask me which cut I wanted or anything like
Well,
that.
they're not
So
gonna have a
Yeah,
cut.
so they're not going to have a cut, but they should have been like, how do you want to cook?
I presume they did ask me, but what would the difference be? If I
Well, I mean, if you got it well done, it's going to be very different.
Well,
from
okay,
medium.
so, all right. Oh, yeah, okay, good point. But okay, I would never order a steak well done. I'm not a
Okay.
psychopath.
Right.
I mean,
You don't
Well
like
done
chewing
is for
for
good
10
and faithful
minutes?
servants,
just
not
the-
steaks.
well, exactly right. The quality of a beef is that you've gone past
You've
that
destroyed
point
it at that
by the
point,
time it's
yeah.
cooked
Yeah.
through.
A lot of people, I think, get scared. They're worried about it making them sick or something. But like, it's cooked enough at I think after 105 or 110, that
There's
beef,
no bacteria.
beef
or-
like steak tartare.
yeah.
It's raw.
Okay, so I'll tell you why that was my worst meal here. The steak was grey. I've never seen a grey steak in my life. But
That means it was unseasoned and it wasn't seared.
now
Yeah.
any decent steak that you tuck into is usually it's browned
Brown.
off and it's
What's
usually
seared? Did it have a sear?
it didn't look like it. And
They're
it wasn't,
probably cooking that steak on that flat top.
Yeah, it
Even
wasn't-
then, on a flat top, you're going to get a great sear because that's cast iron.
But-
on that, maybe they boiled it. I don't know what they did.
But
Make
s-
it gray because I know if you boil beef, turns gray.
Yeah.
That's the only way it would be gray.
They might boil it to kind of, I guess,
Gross.
speed it up.
Gross.
But this thing was almost inedible, and that's for me, and I'm not fussy at all. But I mean, the eggs were messy, and the steak was
It can't be worse than Mary's.
worse than
That
Mary's.
steak.
So listen,
Man.
there's a I don't even know if I'd call it a tradition.
Who?
All of my entire life, okay, there's a bar right on Lot Road called
Right down the
Mary's
street from
Lounge.
us.
I know Mary's
You've
Lounge.
been there,
I've been
yeah.
there many times.
My entire life, I'm talking about from the time I was 10, 11 years old, I have heard my entire life. You go to Mary's on Thursday night for steak night, and it's one of the best steaks you'll ever eat. And I was always like,
Okay.
there's no shot. But I've literally heard that from not one, not two, not three, but probably 40 to 50 people. Like, you go to Mary's on steak night, and it's a great
I
steak.
had no idea.
And so finally, I text Christian. I'm like, look, man, we've been trying different restaurants. Like, let's go see, because he'd even heard that.
Yeah, I've
so,
heard it,
like,
but-
why not? So we go to steak night at Mary's. We had our buddy Keith meet us up there. We sit down. Obviously, we are the youngest people in there. Everybody else in
100%.
there looks like they've been working an 80-hour shift at the oil rig.
Which they probably were. I mean,
They probably were.
defense.
And they bring this steak out. I don't even have like the words to describe it. Like it was cooked how I wanted it. No seasoning. The sear was non-existent. It
wasn't even like, I don't know. Like, I think your issue was yours didn't have enough salt. Mine was too salty.
Yeah.
Like it was.
It was horrid.
So where did they get this great reputation
I
from?
have no
Dude,
idea.
you
Maybe
tell
they
me.
changed cooks or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but I've literally heard my entire life, like, you go to Mary's, you get a great steak
baked
on
potato
Thursday
wasn't
night.
bad.
The baked potato wasn't bad. It's hard to mess up a baked potato, though.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I guess it could be undercooked. That'd be
butter,
the only
sour
complaint.
cream.
I don't think you can ever cook a baked potato.
I don't think you can. I mean, but
unless you
yeah.
burn it.
So,
But even then, you would just rip off the
that-
skin. and
but
that
I'm
would be
sure
okay.
Waffle House is probably worse.
That there makes me miss home because that one of my favourite things to do was we'd just go deep into the woods where nobody was around, which you can't do here in America, and it breaks my heart.
Because a lot of stuff's owned.
Well, not just that, everything in your forest is trying to kill me.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, but
You think this is bad? Try Australia.
well, I already know
mean,
that,
dude?
mate.
That's
I'm
where
from
he's
there.
from.
Oh,
Right,
see,
yeah.
see.
You wrestled a few kangaroos, eh?
So, no. But obviously, no. But we would go into the forests as deep as we could go. We'd make a bonfire and we'd pitch a tent, and that was it. We'd get baked. We'd get
do that
spuds.
here.
But we'd do potato. You get potatoes, wrap them in foil, and then just cook them over the fire for as long as like maybe
Right,
2
yeah,
hours or whatever,
for
because
sure.
you can't overcook one, like you say. It might be blackened and whatnot, but the inside's still going to be soft and fluffy, and then that's it. Heap a bit of butter onto it. Yeah,
Good.
gorgeous.
Yeah, love it.
Okay, so worst American food is the
You gotta
steak
pick a
and
dish. No,
eggs.
you gotta pick a dish, like an actual dish that you can get. Like we can't say like the worst British food I've had was the shepherd's pie and breading. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. Perhaps I've been too specific, but so I tell you one thing.
like an overall dish.
Okay, so look, him and I are opposites in one sense, and that is he's got a real sweet tooth for food, whereas I'm all savoury.
Same. Right there with you.
Yeah, cool. So, so I do, but I can tell you what I think is massively overrated food here, which is what is the American fascination with donuts?
So
The-
I
the-
used to like donuts,
They
and
suck.
then I
now.
started working where I work now, and they gave me donuts for like 2 years straight, and now I don't want to look at donuts. So
Okay, so you're sick of them, but I mean,
yes,
But you did enjoy them to
donuts.
begin
Was one of
with.
the sweets. Yeah, I would enjoy
I
donuts.
find myself eating them for like half a day, and all I'm doing is just chomping through
Well, how many are you
dough.
eating?
Like, just even the one, you just eat it for like forever. You seem to be just chewing on dough.
You had a Krispy Kreme donut?
Yes, we've got Krispy Kreme at home. One of you.
Yeah, it was Krispy Kreme, man. Or Krispy Kreme. There's no way.
Funny enough, as it happens, Kentucky Fried Chicken is one of the.
I heard
top-
it's better in UK.
It's actually
horrible here.
It's
I
one
don't
of the
like.
top.
I don't like KFC.
Sucks here.
I'm telling you, out of like sort of Mackie D's and Burger
Yeah.
King or whatever, KFC
seen
is
that.
like is highly
And
considered.
y'all have different menu items than we do. I've seen it. I watched a video on this.
That's right, yeah. All different menu and
Mm-hmm.
that sort of thing. But then I come to America where, Kentucky is, where you actually founded
Mm-hmm.
the place, and everyone tells me to avoid it. In
Yes.
fact, one day, him and I were looking to get some lunch, right?
Yep.
And I said, well, how about we stop in at a KFC? And he was like, I wouldn't do that to you, Boo.
Literally. I was like, no.
If you want fried chicken, you go to Popeyes, Bojangles, or Hart's, and that's it.
Yep.
If you Hart's fried chicken,
Now, you're not going to get good customer service, and you're probably going to wait at least 30 to 45 minutes, and that's a quick one.
but when you get that food, it's
But
like
Popeyes
having
is
a
good, too.
spiritual
Like,
experience.
I like Popeyes. I like
Popeyes is great.
Bojangles is good, too. To
I
me,
don't think I've
prefer
ever had
Popeyes.
Bojangles.
They're good. I prefer their breakfast over their fried chicken. To me, their fried chicken's good. It's not as good as Popeyes, in my opinion.
But I mean,
Yeah.
fried
Churches has stepped it up a lot.
I was about to say, in terms of the fried chicken, you've got so many outlets for that.
But-
You've got Fusakli's, you've got Zaxby's.
Fusakli's
Ours
sucks.
is my favorite.
And Fusakli's isn't fried chicken. Like,
What about
that's just
Cane's?
chicken tenders.
Cane's. Okay, I had this conversation the other day because me and Katie literally went and ate it the other day.
I like their sauce. Their signature sauce is really good.
Their sauce is good. They cook the chicken perfectly. Every time I've had it, it's always been crispy. It's always cooked perfect. Their fries are salted nice. I'm not too big on the
Crinkle
way
cut?
crinkle cut, but they're thin, and I like how theirs is thin, almost like McDonald's shape.
Yeah.
Their toast is perfection.
Yeah, their toast
Their
is
issue-
god tier.
They don't know what seasoning is. If you bite that chicken tender by itself, there is not a lick of seasoning, and you're only tasting grease and flour, and that is it.
Yeah.
But if they were to season their food, they would have that would be the best chicken tender spot anywhere.
Okay.
I've had this conversation a lot. I've thought this through.
I haven't got a definitive answer for your question. I'm just going to say the worst food I've had here I haven't
I
eaten
need a
donuts.
dish, man. I need a dish. Like you said, the worst for British is probably either blood sausage or.
I'm sure it'll be some of the seafood that you eat because I'm not a seafood person. So, which is crazy because England is an island, and therefore it's kind of we all of the
I'm
outskirts
trying to go
of
through
the
in my
country
head
is
like
the coast.
We really don't have any bad ones, low key. Like that I can think of anyway.
Oh,
Like grilled
well.
cheese is good.
We have no bad food around here, right? Okay, so
I mean, I'm trying to think for real, like a dish, like overall dish that's just gross.
you've got to have something that's
Oh
just
well, I'm
terrible.
thinking,
never eat.
I'm trying. I just
Dude, I'm playing through so many different options in my head, and
Like, say, okay, look, let me put you hypothetically in this situation. You're starving, hungry, you've done a day's work, right? Someone brings you this dish and you still refuse it. Like, it's got to be that bad.
I can't think of one, honestly.
Well,
I'm trying to think of one, like I really am, and I just can't think of something that.
the food around here is just oh so perfect.
I'm not saying there has to be a dish I'm just not thinking of. Has anybody like chimed in on the Twitch chat and said
No.
anything? I don't know, man.
Maybe old olive oil here just has. He doesn't have.
Bro,
bad
really, like
taste
I'm
buds.
thinking, like I don't like potato salad with raisins in it. That's pretty gross. That's like a white people thing, and it's not good.
I'm doing well to curb my language. I mean, I don't want to, I want to
Hey
keep
man, you do
violence
your
out of
thing.
it too.
I'll
so.
bleep it out, bro. Whatever you gotta do.
It's all right, Mick. Just relax. Mix kebab.
Olive oil, mixed kebab, right. Do you know whose handiwork this is?
Who's?
I'll give you a clue. I really badly need a leak, and I hope there's no disabled people around.
Oh, he went there. I was wondering if he was gonna go there. Dang, man, you're going for him like that. You got any nicknames for him?
None that I can repeat, because you'd have to bleep them.
Oh my God.
He knows exactly how I feel about him and his japes, his jolly japes.
Listen, Bowie Bama braids.
And that's me out. Okay?
Like I can't say I love sushi as American food. Now sushi is one of my favorite foods, but it's not American. Can't claim steak because everywhere around the world eats steak.
Yeah.
Now, I do wonder what the... you're going to have to answer that for me, actually, Christian, because I don't know the answer to it. But
What's up?
Well, sushi, very, very popular food. But I mean, it doesn't seem filling. It might be...
Oh, it is the rice.
I don't know. It doesn't seem it. You see what I mean? It might be flavorful, but
It
is it sort of...
So my thing,
isn't it just raw fish in sort of leaves?
not always, and
Not
that's something that we were talking about. I want to try raw sushi again. Last time I tried it, I didn't like raw food. My taste buds have changed. I used to not like shrimp at all. Now I really enjoy shrimp. I like shrimp a lot. I used to hate it. Like I couldn't stand the smell, the taste, anything about it. But now I eat it.
Okay.
I kinda grew out of that.
Are we live again?
Yeah, we've been
Oh, yeah,
live this
yeah,
whole time,
we-
right?
yeah,
Okay,
never
cool. All right,
ended.
so,
Yeah, it's not
okay.
an issue.
Probably, yeah, about time I
Yeah.
asked you some questions, but there we go. So that explains sushi, I suppose.
Yeah, but so you can get like crab sushi is usually always cooked. There's
Yeah.
cooked fish sushis. It's like a hurricane roll is usually like I think it's cooked. It's a cooked white fish usually. I don't know if there's a specific one.
So do
they
you
use.
enjoy the raw stuff?
Last time I tried it, no. However, I do want to try it again. For me, last time it was a big texture thing. It wasn't really a flavor. It was just
Yeah.
the texture of raw fish is very
It's
slimy.
an
and-
odd feeling. But like, and
But
that's another
barbecue
thing
eel,
for
I
me
love
too.
barbecue eel, and
Barbecue
that's on
eel's
sushi.
great.
That's a sashimi actually, where
But
they
like-
just put barbecue eel over rice.
Well, actually,
We've eaten oysters, and
and-
oysters is as slimy as
I don't
it
like
gets.
raw.
I'm glad you landed on that because I was just about to bring it up. When I got back and I spoke to my wife about eating oysters for the first time, that was the first question. She said, "How did you eat them?" It's kind of like
Charbroil.
you
Well,
know.
there's people that eat them raw.
Well, through the mouth, but no. But how did you eat them? Did you have them grilled, or did you eat them raw?
no, I've never tried them fried. I heard fried.
But if you eat a raw oyster, I'm sure it's got the texture. It's got a very.
Oh, I'm sure, and I won't.
I
be
think
going
I've tried
anywhere
raw
near it.
oysters once, and it's like a booger. Like it's like when
Yeah.
you're sick and you cough up like
oh,
a phlegm,
mucilaginous texture,
Yeah,
and you've
it's
got all
just
that.
like that.
It's like snot.
and it's
Yeah.
salty, and it's just like that pretty much. And I can't do raw. Char grilled, I can do that.
All right, so what have you got for me next?
So what are we settling on for the worst?
Worst American food, just steak and eggs from Waffle
Waffle
House.
No. Donuts. They're rubbish.
Okay,
Fair
overhyped. I would
They
go
are
for that.
overhyped.
I agree. I mean, I'm burnt out on them, so I don't want them no more. I'm almost done.
Plus
Actually,
you can't, no. I'm going to discipline
now
myself.
all I have
I was about to say,
left.
plus you can't spell it, but that's it.
According to our note, it's up to
Do
Sonny
nuts.
at this point if he wants to go ahead and start on. Do you have anything prepared for those two?
For the next two,
Yeah.
the slang.
Nope.
My notes.
Oh,
have
I
it.
did just skip that one. Best the goat British slang.
we're live, and and I've been specifically
I
asked
know
to
the
curb my
answer he
language.
wants to give so bad.
Well, I know the answer he'll give, obviously, because he actually doesn't. He
said it earlier.
Literally every 6 minutes he'll use it. But
Yeah. Is that your go one?
am I supposed to say it aloud?
You can. I don't care. I mean, is that a curse word? Is that?
I don't think YouTube will flag it, so we should be good.
I mean, we can do some research on it, but you can say we're on Twitch. It doesn't matter, right?
yeah.
Oh, there's so many. I mean, as you well know, one of the things that Americans always bring up with me
Once
is
you go
that
start talking on YouTube, it's just gonna be beep.
For like 5 minutes long.
I thought that was going to be this whole thing. To be honest, I've been behaved. I'm a
No,
good
you've
boy.
been good.
Well, yeah. One of the things that I find that Americans always say to me is that as a Brit, you always got the creative insults because you have to use wit.
Oh, they do have I will say.
Well, it's because they're so sarcastic. I mean,
Well, and like even before that, I would have always been like, like it can't be that good. But since just being around you is
for
much,
that though, let's sit them down with somebody from Memphis. I'll sit them down with Charlie and they'll insult each other back and forth because them Memphis boys, they'll fire people up, man.
Oh yeah.
I'll rise to the challenge. We can.
I'm telling you, man,
we
the
can have
Memphis
some
people.
So if you're out with Ed and Paul,
Yes. Oh,
Ed
good.
and Paul just working your nerves,
Good.
what is the best slang that comes
Yeah, it
to
doesn't
your
have to be an
mind?
insult. It can just
Yeah.
be any British slang that y'all say. So like,
Tosser.
Tossa?
what is that?
A tosser. Yeah. To. Oh, great. Good grief. Okay. Well, you bleep what you need to bleep. I know we're going live.
We'll bleep. Right
All
now
right.
it's live, but
All right,
we'll bleep it
okay,
in,
so back home, to toss off is to masturbate. And so if you call someone a tosser, it's the equivalent of calling them a wanker.
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of
A wanker sounds better.
yeah.
It does, and I because you're not so used to...
Hearing it?
Well, no, it's the way you say it too. When Americans come out with English slang words, it's always... I mean, he says it with a great deal of aggression every single time, so, you know. But, yeah, it's... yes, when it comes to slang, it's kind of like... So, if you're bilingual, which I don't mean to brag or anything, but I do speak a second language, right?
Yep.
So, the first thing you're going to want to do in that second language is
Learn the insults.
learn the insults and learn
Yeah,
the
that's
swear
how I
words.
learned Spanish.
That's
Yeah.
it, cuss words, right? You
That's how I learned
go
Spanish.
straight in with the cussing, right? So, yeah, and it's kind of it's almost like, although we speak the same language, the dialectical like sort of barrier
Very,
between
yeah.
us, you're going to go straight to the slang terms, right?
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, there's so many, but this will just be laden with beep 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 if otherwise. So I'll just Paul and Ed are getting on my nerves.
Tossa.
Yeah,
That's your go-to? Like, is that your go one? Like, you can answer whatever
Well,
you
the
want.
thing is, okay, I'll tell you something about English insults. Usually the first thing that comes to your mind...
Oh, it doesn't have to be an insult. It's just any slang.
Well, that's it, but I wouldn't have a line prepared for them.
Y'all
It's
don't have
just-
like a loo. Well, I guess is loo considered slang?
Loo?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Lou is slang for a toilet.
Restroom,
Loo
right?
for the toilet, right? No, actually, well, it's...
Is that just normal?
That got woven into the English
Because you know,
language.
like slang is like,
I know exactly
Slang
what...
is like y'all.
yeah, that's slang.
okay,
right?
boys, I do know exactly what
I
slang
know, but
is.
I'm trying to like explain.
I
Like, it
stu-
doesn't have to be an insult.
I studied languages for long enough to
Right,
know
right,
this.
right,
But
yeah.
loo, the word loo, or I'm going to go to the loo, skip to the loo, whatever you may want to make fun of.
Right, yeah.
The reason I call a toilet a loo is because that is very common in the English language now.
Loo
English
sounds
English.
way more posh.
But it came from French initially, and
Sounds
loo
French.
would be it would be like water house, water closet. That's why very old-fashioned places will still have WC for the toilet because that's water closet. So yes, but if there's anything else about slang, I'm happy to field it.
So that's your pick, though, is tosser.
I would well
Toss up.
in the hypothetical situation he just put me in. If my mates are winding me up, then yeah, I'd,
Or
Just
even
go
just
do
in a
slang, just any
day-to-day
slang.
conversation.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a slang that y'all use in the UK that we don't use. I'm sure there's a ton.
I'd usually, but I wouldn't use a specific term.
Like a big one. All right, let me go ahead and hit you with some Canadian ones. My brother E has.
Some Canadian ones.
So like they use the word. Oh, what's up,
Well,
brother?
look who it is.
What's up, guys?
Oh well, there we go. We have to beep that one now, so there we go.
Yeah, bleep that out, wankers.
And again.
I don't even know if they can hear
I
it.
heard y'all say that one time.
Oh well, if you say it anymore, you'll fuck the podcast up, you wanker.
But so like for the Canadian ones, the one that he says all the time that's so funny to me is cheesed.
Yeah.
Jeez. And what's
Yeah.
that supposed
Well,
to
you
mean?
cheese-
Cheesing me,
Crody.
fam.
To annoy. To
Cheese is like
Like winding you up, kind of.
Oh,
kinda,
okay.
or like if I'm saying I'm cheesed, it means I'm aggravated. Like I'm cheesed. I'm so cheesed.
So I mean, like oi 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 slang.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
But oi oi is very much a sort of it's usually a very sort of jovial way of saying hello. It's usually about, oi oi, how's
right,
it going?
yeah,
You know,
but it's still slang.
Yeah. And that's one, yeah, okay. Well, if I'm naming my favourite,
Your
Yes.
favorite.
I love oi oi. But then again, there's the extension of that would be oi oi Savoy. And Savoy is a sausage that you don't have here. And,
That's still
Yeah.
slang though, right?
Yeah, it's still
absolutely,
slang.
absolutely a slang term.
What's
so-
with, so for insults, y'all call people sausages.
That's right. Oh, no.
Why
but
do y'all
actually,
do that?
Could also be a term of endearment, though. I mean,
Sausage?
absolutely. You could pat someone on the head.
He
We-
calls me Savoy all the time.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but
just saying.
but
calling
Savoy is
somebody
a sausage.
Savoy
yeah, but
is
if you look
sausage.
at him, you sausage.
Okay, no. But you're saying it with aggression. So essentially, look, you're upset about something, Christian, and I'd be like, don't worry about it, sausage. We'll get over it. You know, we'll get through it.
See, I'd be offended.
Well, you
I
know,
would just be thrown off. Like,
you've just spent the last couple of hours telling me how you love like the varieties
do.
of sausage. So I mean, okay.
I don't know, man. Sausages are fatty, and
Yeah.
is that what you
Phallic?
mean when you call people fatty?
No, we're saying, but sausage is. I don't know why it's a term of endearment. It's not.
So it's a
slang.
term of endearment and an insult.
Not really. I've never really heard it used as an insult.
Really?
I mean, occasionally.
Because I've seen a lot of like Liverpool
Yeah,
UFC fighters be like,
there
you
go.
sausage.
Yeah, but that's.
Yeah.
So that's a Liverpool thing. It's not a UK thing.
The stuff you played me before about all these sportsmen who tried to slate each other, they'll use anything, you know what I mean? But if Gordon Ramsay's going to call someone a donkey or a donut,
Or
right?
idiot sandwich.
So, or an idiot sandwich, right? So I might call someone a plank or a spanner or like like a cabbage or something like that. But it's just an inanimate object with no personality, and I'm comparing you to that. And that's it.
okay. Okay, so you think your best is probably oi oi.
I like oi oi Savoy
Since
personally.
we're saying that,
Okay.
what's your worst?
Oh, there's a few I don't like.
The worst.
Well,
The one that like, makes you cringe when you hear it.
okay, yeah. There's a vulgar term for women's genitalia, which is flange, and
Do
that's
we need to bleep that?
absolutely not. No, it's mild slang at best. But I mean, it just doesn't sound right to me. And we also use minge and
Okay, so those make you like.
clunge.
Is it the n sound?
Listen to the word clunge.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
It sounds
very-
like a gathering of gloop or something. It
Yeah.
should not be applied to what it's supposed to be applied
Yeah.
to. You know what I
One
mean?
that like has got me recently, and this is like with the modern era, of like the newer generation, their slang is, I cannot stand glaze.
Yeah, I hate it.
Is this modern American slang?
Yes.
Yeah. What does
So it's glazing is like you're hyping them up, like you're kissing their butt. You're you know, like if Christian sits
brown-nosing,
here,
essentially.
It's
Yeah.
a glazer donut to put extra shine on something that's
Yeah,
quite
you're
ordinary.
brown nosing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, and it just
But
it's,
it's I don't know.
I hate it the way it sounds, the way it. Ugh.
But then there's a great deal of sort of catchphrases used here that people speak in catchphrases here quite a lot. All
Yes.
that sort of living your best life and spirit animal.
Okay,
and
no,
all
we
that.
don't.
Yeah, we
That's
don't.
like
No, I know you two wouldn't.
that's like
but
a
I mean,
Starbucks white girl.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm an asparagus. And she rams a curb.
People fall into those trappings so often that it's kind of that's this slang that I don't like because it sounds like internet speak, but people are using it in day-to-day life.
In real
So that's
life,
actually
yeah.
very common with a lot of Americans,
Yeah.
especially with teenagers. And
It
I'm
gets
sure when we were
old quick.
teenagers, we said a lot of stupid stuff.
that people probably hated to hear, and now that we're a little bit older, we hear it and we hate it.
Yeah,
So
Well, look, you always reach a certain age and cringe at what you were before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody does.
okay, so worst British slang is anything with the n sound.
The minge, clunge, or flange, anything with the jing, jing, jing. Yeah.
Now we're up to you, buddy.
Okay, so I don't know. This is probably a week ago. You told me that you could do all of the James Bond movies in order,
Oh dear God. That's right.
from start to finish.
Yeah.
And I told you that if you did this, I would buy you a beer.
Oh,
So
boy.
I'm curious to know, can you do it?
Okay, boys. Here
So
goes.
I have
You
the
wrote it down?
No, of course it didn't. No.
I was like, dude, you cheater.
I intend to. No, of course it didn't. I didn't know who was going to ask me this.
but I have them pulled up in front of me.
It would have been
Okay.
crazy, right? If you just flipped the page, you're all right here. Well,
I'm fully prepared that if you get them right, I will buy you a beer.
Okay.
But if you get one wrong, you don't get a second chance.
so this is all a nut type.
Is
thing.
it
all or
all or
nothing.
nothing. All
Because
right.
you were very
Adamant?
very adamant that you could make this happen.
Okay. There's 25 in total. Can we do these in groups of 5, and then you tell me if I've got them right so far, right?
Okay,
I think it's fair.
that
That's a
works.
lot,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, this is a lot of movies to get. Brother, I couldn't even do this.
Oh my God.
This is where things get very tricky.
What is that?
That's the second film from Russia with Love.
That looks like some Norse.
No, it's an F.
Oh.
Okay. We've got people watching this. I'm trying
I'm
to,
sorry.
no.
I seen something and I thought that was like a Norse.
Okay, so
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you which year or which Bond,
Yeah,
which actor.
that's
or anything.
fine.
You can try to guess the year for bonus points if you want. If you get all the years right, I'll buy you a beer. So you get 2 beers.
Okay,
I
so let's go through the movies
Yes.
first.
5 at
You
a
get them
time.
right, I'll buy you a beer. Then we'll go back through them. You get the years right, Christian buys you a beer.
You're gonna have to look up the years unless you already got them.
Got them already pulled up.
Cool.
Oh, I'm going to fail this on the first hurdle. I just know. This is what my big mouth gets me,
Maybe
right?
that torch.
So,
This one's been cutting out. This one may work better. Might have to get Garrett back here to refill some.
okay. So I want you to go 1 for 1 with me because I've made a bold claim.
Whoa, you can't go 1 for 1.
No, I can't back it up. So basically, I might fall at the first hurdle here. But here we go, right?
Okay.
Am I right in saying the first film is Dr. No?
Correct.
The second film is From Russia with Love.
That is correct.
The third film is Goldfinger.
Correct.
The fourth film is Thunderball.
Correct.
The fifth film is You Only Live Twice.
That is right.
The sixth film is On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
That is also right.
You want to write them down first and look at them.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service is the 6th film. So
Yeah,
now you
okay.
are on number 7.
Okay, is the seventh film Diamonds Are Forever?
That is correct.
The eighth film, Connery was on his way out. Okay, now there's a lot of debate about whether this next film is going to be canon to the series. So if you don't see it, it's because it's not considered canon. But I know Connery returned to do a film called Never Say Never Again, but it wasn't considered canon to the series. So let's move on.
Okay.
Would the next one be Live and Let Die?
That is right. Whoa.
Okay. Would the next one be The Man with the Golden Gun?
Correct.
Okay. Would the next film be For Your Eyes Only?
That is wrong.
Oh no!
You
failed.
skipped over 2. After The Man with the Golden Gun, you were looking for The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker.
Oh man. Okay. So there we go. I mean, I didn't.
But I'm curious to know. So after For Your Eyes Only, what comes after that?
So we've already Moonraker's accounted for. For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah,
I'm actually
accounted for.
So Roger Moore is still Bond at that stage. So I don't know. I'm going to trip again here because I know there's one in between. But would it be A View to a Kill?
You skipped over Octopussy.
Octopussy, right? Octopussy,
What
A
a
View to a
crazy
Kill.
name.
And then it's A View to Kill.
No, I actually know the next one's
Wrong.
from there. Okay, so Timothy Dalton took over as Bond. You've got The Living Daylights.
Yep.
Into License to Kill.
Yep.
Into Goldeneye.
Yep.
Into Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yep,
Into The World Is Not Enough.
that's right.
Into Die Another Day.
Right.
Into Casino Royale.
And here comes the easy part.
Into Quantum of Solace.
Yep.
Into Skyfall.
Yep.
Into Spectre.
Yep,
Into No Time to Die.
that's right.
Okay, so I messed up.
You
almost had it.
You did very, very
Now,
well.
since we're on this topic, what would be like? Do you have like a dream James Bond cast, like a fan cast?
Well, we spoke about this before we actually arrived here for the podcast today.
Nice.
And I'm gonna side with Sonny on this one. Sonny thinks the next Bond should be Henry Cavill.
That would be a great
I
James Bond.
love it, man. I love
I
the
see a lot of
idea.
people fan casting Idris Elba.
That's right, yeah. Elba, I think he was approached very early on when they were looking for another Bond.
Yeah.
Superb actor. I like him in everything.
I
he's
love
in.
Idris Elba too. He's top tier. But Henry Cavill as well. That's another great one.
So I mean, yeah, they're both English actors and they both got a lot of charm and
What
a lot
about Tom Holland doing
lot
a
of-
young James Bond?
And who's now Tom Holland is someone who played
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I haven't seen him
He's
in
the
enough.
youngest one. He's older than me. Like I think he's touching 30 or he's in his 30s. But he looks like he's
And
like
where's Tom
18.
Holland from?
UK.
So I maybe they would cast him. Oh, they wouldn't.
He's very popular right now, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
You know
possible.
the way that like if you're casting like Die Hard or whatever, you're not going to cast an Englishman. You're going to
Right,
you
of
you
course.
want Bruce Willis. Therefore, in a James Bond film, you wouldn't cast an American. So
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
trying to think of the pedigree
he's
that
an
we've got
Englishman.
back home that could take it
With
over.
him, he would in my opinion, he would have to be a young James Bond, because every time I think of James Bond, I think of somebody very suave, very, very smooth,
a little bit older.
But like a young James Bond on like how he got trained and
Correct.
him coming up as an agent.
He could do a good epilogue.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out for a wild card. Sonny also said earlier, if not for Henry Cavill, maybe Benedict Cumberbatch. And I'm thinking he's got the charm, but not necessarily the grit.
He doesn't have the gritty roughness.
He needs He needs to be rough. He needs to be charming, but rough around the edges. That is the character of James
I
Bond.
don't know, man. Him as Sherlock was pretty good.
He plays a great Sherlock.
I could see it. I mean, Benedict's very.
He's got range.
Don't get me wrong, he's accomplished. I like the things
Well,
he's
Leonardo
in.
DiCaprio, Matthew McConaughey,
So
Just Channing Tatum,
Ryan Reynolds,
Jonah Hill,
yeah, all right, Liberace. Well, yeah.
Tom
Dwayne
Cruise.
The Rock
Tom
Johnson.
Cruise would be the best James Bond.
Tom Cruise already thinks he's James Bond in his own little franchise in the Mission Impossible films.
Never seen any of them. I don't know.
He doesn't like the Mission Impossible films either.
It's not that I don't like them. I just never seen them. I never
They're
got into them.
overdone in my opinion.
The thing is, out of the three of us here, that huge American action franchise, and I've watched every single film in it. I actually really enjoy the
They're
Mission.
good. I don't know. I haven't watched
I
them.
enjoyed them. I really like them. And what I was saying to Sonny in New Orleans was, it's not necessarily about Cruise. If you look at the supporting cast, you've got Simon Pegg. You've got really class actors in there. Like the villain in number 3 is Philip Seymour Hoffman. I mean,
I feel like if we're talking about GOAT action movies for Americans, John Wick.
I love the John Wick franchise.
John
yeah.
Wick. I love Keanu.
They embody.
So if you think there's 4 films in that, but do you know what they did very cleverly and very well with the John Wick franchise is they took a very simple premise, which is just a revenge thriller.
Yeah.
And then they built a world around it.
And
And
I still want to see Ballerina. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I heard it's
With
good though.
Anna De
Anna
Armas.
De
that's a
Armas.
spin-off, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he's in it. Apparently, he shows up. Spoiler. Sorry, but
So, moving on from James Bond, one of the other few things that I asked you, due to copyright reasons, thanks YouTube, we cannot play music. However, I asked you if I read to you parts of music, could you get them right?
and what I want you to do when you read this, do not read it in the rhythm.
I won't. I'm going to read it
Just
as if I'm speaking
monotone
it.
lyrics.
Yes. So, I'm curious
That's
to know.
tricky to do sometimes, especially if you've got the song.
Well, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Subconsciously, he might start just singing it. Just try to keep it
Yeah.
monotone.
I'm going to do my best to keep it monotone. I have probably 3 or 4 categories of it.
I'm gonna need a broom for this.
Now,
dang
do you know
table.
what? You know where I fell just short of the mark on the James Bond films?
Mm-hmm.
I've got determination now.
You are for anyone watching, and I think Christian's already learned this by now. When it comes to music,
Oh
you
man,
are
yeah, his knowledge.
you're that guy when
Well, I
it
mean, it
comes
was
to
his
music.
job for how
Yeah.
many years?
To
Not even just being a fan.
well,
Like,
to-
when was it? How long was it a job?
write about it was 3 years, but I
So
mean, if
there
you
you go.
consider playing it and touring
being a
it,
fan.
Yeah.
And
and
collecting,
gosh,
I mean-
being a fan is a lifelong
Yeah.
thing.
But like, I mean, you've been in music since you were a kid, right?
Absolutely, yes. I think I was probably 9 years old when I fell in love with music on cassettes. You boys won't remember those, but yeah.
I remember my dad had
Yeah,
multiple
my
cars
dad
with
had
cassette
tons
players.
of
I
dude.
used to have a cassette Walkman, and you pop the cassette in, and when the music's finished, you have to switch the
Ooh, I
cassette
gotta write this
over
down. I
and
have another
rewind
one I'm
and-
about
yeah,
to throw in there.
So
Okay.
please hit me.
So we are starting, and this is what Apple Music considers to be 90s metal essentials. That's the only hint I will give you.
Now we're into sort of that grungy new metal era.
That's
of-
the only hint you get.
Man, if you'd given me the 80s or even the modern day.
And they may come up. Your first bit of lyrics, okay? Dreams of war, dreams of liars, dreams of dragon's fire, and of things that will bite.
Say your prayers, little one. I think that's Metallica, Enter Sandman.
That is correct. Okay, and they're going to be a little easy to begin with
That's all
because
right,
I don't
tell
want to
me.
just stump you
Yeah,
from the
there you go.
get-go. Here's your next one. Something inside me, it is coming out. I feel like killing you. Let loose the anger held back too long. My blood runs cold.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like death metal lyrics. I'm sure that's.
I'll give you a little bit more. Through my anatomy dwells another being, rooted in my cortex, servant to its bidding. Brutally becomes my appetite. Violence is now a way of life.
It's an interesting segment. We've never done this.
Do you know what? I'm between two. I'm tempted to say this either Slayer or Cannibal Corpse, but I could be wrong about either of those.
Give me what your heart feels.
Is it Slayer?
It is not.
Is it Cannibal Corpse?
Cannibal Corpse.
So close and yet so far.
It is Cannibal Corpse.
I can't believe it. So has this been picking up the audio?
I don't know.
Yeah, it has been. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's still picking up audio. I just put it on noise
Probably
cancellation.
heard
I'm
me
gonna
take a
give you
piss on it.
5 songs per category.
Probably.
So you are 1 for 5 so far. Your next one. You take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads a-roll.
Is Megadeth Symphony of Destruction?
That is correct. 2 for 5. Your next one. How I've Waited for You to Come.
Is Slayer Dead Skin Mask?
Okay.
Whoa.
3 for 5. Next one. Faster Than a Bullet. Terrifying Scream.
Judas Priest Painkiller.
Okay. Just showing off now.
Well, I got one wrong, and I was so close to it as well.
And your last one, which I've never heard this, but I said that name and skipped a heartbeat. I said it with a second chance and a forgetful smile. I said it with the faint glimmer of suicide. I taste my wreckage in our conversations.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a clue.
That was from a band called Converge.
Oh, right, okay. I don't really, yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I should have known it, but no, I don't listen to much Converge.
Have you been Italian?
So I got 3 of 5.
So yeah, so you got 3 of 5. And then I also told you that if you got these correct, I would buy you a beer.
Yeah,
So
and
if you go 5 for 5, I will buy you a beer.
On any section.
On any section.
so we're going to switch sections now
So
to...
we are switching sections now to, and I'll let you pick because I don't know which one you're more familiar with, 80s or 90s country.
Oh, God. Do
Good
you
grief.
listen to country?
Well, I do, but that's going to be
Yeah.
tricky, you know, so...
I don't. So I couldn't do any of that.
Yeah, it's going to be... I'd probably go 0 for 5 on this one, but we'll try. I'm probably more familiar with sort of, I don't know, 60s country that I listen to mainly. Let's go for the 90s. 90s country.
Okay. So
Family Feud now.
let's go with this. This is what a woman wants. Any man of mine better be proud of me. Even when I'm ugly, he still better love me.
Do you know this one, Christian?
I have no idea, bro. I know it's a woman.
Well, naturally, but I mean,
That's all I know.
I just...
What'd you say it was?
I'd embarrass myself, I'm
This is
sure.
what a woman wants. Any man of mine better be proud of me.
That's Reba, ain't it?
Even when I'm ugly,
not Reba.
he still better love me.
Well, it's not Reba, so I don't know.
I don't know, was Dolly Parton releasing music in the 90s or...
She's like more 60s, isn't she?
that's what I
She
thought.
definitely
yeah,
had
yeah.
some songs in the 90s,
Did
but
she?
it's not Dolly.
Yeah, but you just laugh at me because I'm for some reason
I have no
for
idea,
some
bro.
reason I'm thinking
I'm not
Shania
the
Twain,
country
but
guy,
that's
so
not
I'm
exactly
not the one
country
to
music, is it?
It is actually Shania Twain.
I can't believe. Okay, tally one up. I can't believe
Well, you
it.
gotta guess the song, don't you? Or
No,
Is it just
I
artists?
just need the artist. I just need the
Oh,
artist.
look at you.
Well, just that was a stab in the dark.
It is
Okay.
Shania
Hand me
Twain.
that punch. Try
Um,
this.
your next
Thank you,
one
sir.
is. Well, I can't do that. He says the song name in literally the first sentence that comes out of his mouth.
Skip it.
Okay, here we go. I brought flowers to your door last night. I done you wrong and I want to make it right. You say I'm not welcome here. I know it ought to be pretty clear, or to be perfectly clear.
I'm out of my depth here. I'm just
And
gonna.
I'll throw you a little hint. I played this while we were cleaning the trucks out in the shop the other day. It was a
not
country song.
Oh, okay, because I remember you playing us the Bee Gees while we were doing that, but that's not
This
exactly.
was right after the Bee Gees.
Okay, it's not country music, is it? No, Christian, you got any idea?
Probably Hank.
It is not Hank. It is 2 Dozen Roses by Shenandoah.
Never heard of
Okay.
him. I don't know
If I
who it is.
had 2 dozen roses.
I can hear the chorus now, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be honest with you, I was out of my depth.
No
there.
idea.
Okay, and I know I'm catching you off guard here. Don't worry, there's a better segment coming. Your next one. I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I ask you twice and begged you pretty please.
That was really good. Don't look at me.
Well, I'm trying, you know.
I'm not the guy for country, brother.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could help you.
Well, I'm just thinking 90s country is a very niche sort of genre of music. That
Yeah, there were very few people that really held 90s country in a chokehold.
That's it. It's almost like sort of thrash metal kind of died in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I feel like country music wasn't at its peak in the 90s. But I shouldn't be making any more excuses for myself. I don't know.
That is Toby Keith. That
I know who
should
that is. I've heard
should have been a cowboy.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah.
Now, Toby Keith, I heard for maybe the first time. Whenever we drive down to Dolphin Island, myself and my wife just sort of like, you know, switch the playlist up, and occasionally Toby Keith will come on. But apart from that, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Let's get away from country. 'Cause I don't think this is going well.
All right, well, let's finish it out. You've only got 2 more left in country.
3 or 5 on the metal one. To be honest, I'm quite happy with that.
Okay, your next one. Sister cries out from her baby bed. Brother runs in, feathers on his head. Mama's in her room, learning how to sew. Daddy's drinking beer, listening to the radio.
That sounds like something he said to me the other day.
Sounds like a poem.
No, no. Truthfully, I don't know.
So that's Time Marches On by Tracy Lawrence.
There you go. I wouldn't even know that. So
Never even
I'm in
heard
over
that
my
person.
head here.
Okay. And then we'll finish it off with
Another
this
one I won't get, I'm sure.
It's okay. This is what it's all about. It's just seeing what you know. Sure, why not? It was Labor Day weekend. I was 17. I bought a Coke and some gasoline, and I drove out to the county fair. When I saw her for the first time, she was standing there in the ticket line, and it all started right then and there.
I was going to say it was a woman until he said her. It sounded very like woman lyrics to me.
I thought for a second it was Don McLean, American Pie, but of course it wouldn't be because that song was definitely not 90s, but never mind.
So that is Something Like That by Tim McGraw.
Okay, yeah.
Nope.
In over my head, I think that's 3 strikes and I'm out.
And
I'm
that's
right there
okay.
with you, brother.
But I have got another. I've got another one for you. So this is 80s soft rock essentials,
Okay.
according to Apple Music.
Essentials.
Okay, let's see how I fare with this one.
So, the first one, the only thing I'll say about it, it is in a movie, and it is probably one of, if not, the biggest 80s movie of all time. The biggest. Well, maybe I shouldn't say the biggest. Maybe I should say it had the most cultural impact in the 80s.
I feel like I may know what he's talking about already.
Is
but-
it-
You may know.
I had a 2
And
or
I'm
3.
curious to know what your answer may be afterwards.
Okay.
The power of love is a curious thing. Make a one man weep, make another man sing. Change a hawk to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love.
Oh, never mind. That's not what movie I'm thinking of. I know the song.
I was thinking The Power of Love by Frankie Goes to Hollywood, but it surely wouldn't be. I'm sure there's a number
I
of
thought I
songs.
said multiple movies.
It is. It's in a lot
I
of
was about to
movies.
say, yeah.
But there's
It's-
one movie from the 80s that it
It's Top Gun, isn't it?
catapulted.
Oh.
No, I'll give you the movie. It is, and I might be wrong, but it is in Back to the Future.
Oh, okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be Back to the Future, but I thought it was going to be Earth Angel.
Okay. So I completely understand that Back to the Future is one of those films like Jaws, Jurassic Park, and everything
Yeah.
that I'm supposed to have seen. I haven't seen it.
What? Really?
I haven't seen any of the Back to the Future films.
Oh my god.
Brother, we gotta make that happen.
I
Yeah.
know, it's a staple, isn't it? I mean,
Yes,
you know.
that's
It's not
cult
even just a
classic, brother.
staple. That is.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
At
But
least the first one. You don't have to watch all of them, but
So
at least the first
I completely understand where you're coming from when you say it's an enormous cultural film, you know. But,
Yeah, for sure.
No, not only
Is
do
that-
I not
is
know
that-
the soundtrack, I actually don't know that song. So,
So that is Huey Lewis and the News.
You never heard that?
Oh,
That's the power of love.
Oh, see, look, all you got to do is put a vocal melody.
That's
to
why I'm
it. Yeah,
avoiding.
yeah,
I'm doing
yeah.
everything in my power to not sing it.
Power of love. Yeah, of course, yeah, but after the fact,
No,
it's
I
no
didn't
good,
know
is
who
it?
sang it though. In my defense, so I know the song, but
Do you know,
Yeah.
I was immediately thinking of a band called Frankie Goes to Hollywood, and you probably wouldn't know this band. They're from Liverpool. They did get enormous. I mean, at least back home. I'm not sure if they ever transcended over here, but they do a song called "The Power of Love," so I went for that.
Okay, your next one. This is a big one. And probably, I would have to say, it's also one of like my dad's favorite songs of all time.
Am I more likely to get this?
You should.
Okay.
well, I don't know. He hasn't seen Back to the Future. That caught me off guard.
Starting out,
I won't be a guest on your
kinda
podcast again, otherwise, you know.
That
so.
kind of messed me up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
go
not
ahead.
expecting that.
Holding back the years, thinking of the fear I've had so long. When somebody hears, listen to the fear that's gone. Strangled by the wishes of patter.
That's Mick Hucknall, isn't this? Holding Back the Years by Simply Red.
That is correct.
Yeah, he's one of my country boys, so I know this one.
Your next one. Lying beside you, here in the dark.
Oh, I know this one.
Feeling your heart beat with mine.
This is one of my dad's favorite songs.
Softly you whisper, you're so sincere. How could our love be so blind?
And you know it, Kristen.
I knew he would
I can give
know
you
it.
the tune to it. That's one of my dad's favorite songs.
Well, this has been one embarrassment after the next, because I didn't get the James Bond one right, and I only got 3 out of 5 on heavy metal, so I'm going to just admit defeat now. I don't know it.
That is Open Arms by Journey.
Oh, right, okay, well, I didn't know it. I didn't know it.
Okay, your next one.
You don't listen to Journey?
I love it. Yeah, I've seen Journey
okay.
live.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
this-
probably wouldn't be one that
this is your
performed
fourth
that.
I've
one.
seen them at a festival in France.
Nice.
You get a shiver in the dark. It's raining in the park. But meantime, south of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double 4 time. You feel all right when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces.
See,
This one I don't know. I would have to hear the rhythm.
It rings a strong bell, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
the lyrics sound familiar. I'd have to hear the
yeah,
rhythm though. I don't know off the top
I
of my
wouldn't
head.
be able to.
That is Dire Straits. Sultans of Swing.
I can't die. I couldn't identify Dire. Okay, boys, I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to hang myself.
So now we've done the main things that I want to do. So now we're going to bounce back to Christian for some more
Well,
questions.
I just put down some extra ones.
Oh Lord.
How are you at cars?
I know nothing about cars.
Never mind.
We've had that conversation a number of times.
No,
I was going
Because
to say.
he's even said, like, when me and you start talking about cars on the podcast,
Yeah.
he just feels like we're speaking a different language.
Okay, well, never mind.
it's
Took
Greek.
that off.
It's Greek to me.
I was about to say, what's your GOAT British car and your worst British car, but never mind.
I don't know. I wouldn't
What
have.
well, while we're on that, what kind of cars do y'all have in like the UK? Is there a lot of cars? Not really. It's not very common.
Okay, so I'll put it to you like
Like,
this.
is it kind of like New York where a lot of people walk and take the train?
If I think of 10 of my closest mates back home,
Yep.
3 of them drive.
Okay, so there we go. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So because
I know, like, Peugeots are big.
Is that like the UK period, or is that just like the
Well,
area you're from, or
public transport links are incredible.
all throughout the UK?
and
Yeah.
Because basically we're all either, in denial or just outright alcoholics. We have to
Fair.
get taxis and buses everywhere. So
See,
that-
that's what I mean. We drive everywhere here, as you've seen. I mean,
well, but I've seen people get behind the wheel here who should not be behind
oh,
the
you're
wheel. so,
telling me.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's pick up with this. This is questions from ChatGPT.
Mhm.
What's your favorite British food or comfort food? Which I guess we kind of touched on that earlier, but
The Lancashire hot pot, maybe?
is that your
Well, I
favorite?
don't know. That's my favourite dish. But if you're talking about comfort foods, I'm
Yeah.
going to name your the thing that you don't want me to say. Comfort food for me is beans on toast.
That's
Absolutely.
insane. There's no way that's your favorite comfort food.
It comforts you because it's easy to make. You don't
Hell
throw your
no.
heart and soul into it. You just literally toast a bit of bread, butter it, throw some beans on it, and then grate some cheese and then crack some black pepper over the top of it. And that's your dish. And it's done in 5 minutes. It's comforting. It's comfort food.
All right.
Christian, I mean, I get a feeling you like me for the first hour. Just gone off me now altogether, That's the answer to your question. So yeah,
Okay,
there we
okay.
go.
We're going to continue. She, or he, she, I don't know, ChatGPT. They made a few. What's the best part about living in the UK?
Oh, it's that's so very easy to answer.
We've talked about this, so
yeah,
I have a feeling I know what you're about to say, but go ahead.
Well, it's the humor, it's the people. It's very much the humor in the people, and that's 100. Like, you know, I'll double down. Hands down, the answer to that question is that
That's what you find yourself missing the most?
Oh, absolutely. I tread on eggshells quite a lot here because you never know.
Some people are sensitive around
Yeah,
here, man.
Very sensitive and very their immediate go-to is aggression. Whereas back home, we are very capable of taking a joke to the point where the more you talk to someone like shit, the more you probably like or respect them.
Come more closer, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do find that here. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as
rare.
Well, I'm not going to say it's rare, but it's certainly not as common. And so I would say. Hands down, like I love the company of you two, right? But you know, if we add Ed and Paul, this is going to be a riot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's going to be a hoot.
It would be chaos.
So all you've really got to do is throw in some deep sarcastic wit, and the way it bounces off of the American humor as well is really.
Oh yeah,
not only,
ours is not the same, but
it's very okay. So it's very direct. It's very on the nose. American humor is very sort of like we're just going to pop you right on the nose like that.
Yep.
You know, whereas ours. Doesn't have to be subtle, doesn't have to be creative, but we bring certainly we bring a different wit to the idea of humor.
I agree.
Yeah,
And,
without a doubt.
And I miss that. I'm terribly homesick for that. Yeah.
What about you know, I know you love like pub life and stuff, so like lifestyle, that too. Would you say that's on there?
Oh, of course, that was probably the answer you expected me to
yeah,
give.
it was what I
right?
was expecting, to be honest, was
Well,
the
of
lifestyle,
course.
like pubs and
Well, you know what? The homesickness for that actually kind of it got quenched.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I heard.
So the
I
idea
wish
that
I was there. I was
We're gonna make a trip.
I
us
need
three,
to
and
go
back.
because
I'd
it
like to-
sounds fun. I want to go.
I'd love the three of us to be
Do they
there.
have fish and chips or anything there? Or?
Sadly, it didn't look like they had a food
So
menu.
so they didn't do, they didn't do
serve any food.
food.
No bar food.
Well,
Nothing.
no, they had a menu, but it was sort of bar snacks. It wasn't
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
meal. You
okay.
don't get a meal.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I feel like every bar in New Orleans is gonna have at least bar snacks.
They didn't have like a kitchen to cook, I think is what it was.
So it wasn't like
But everything else about it, the
Yeah.
way it's built, the way you go through it.
It is literally built by
Now,
men from England.
What do you
So-
think about Lucky's? Like as far as that's probably the best
Okay, so-
actual
oh,
pub
okay,
that we have in
So
Mobile.
definitely one of the more enjoyable ones, and I'll tell you for why, right? Because this is the bar is low, right? But they serve beer on tap.
Yep.
Whereas if you go to I won't name them, but there's numerous dive bars I've been to around here where there's no taps, and therefore you can't get fresh beer. What you're drinking essentially is what they bought at Walmart, and they're going to
bottled.
charge you twice.
Yep.
Charge you
Three.
twice what they paid for it, three
Sometimes
times
three,
perhaps, you know, and then expect a tip for them literally taking what they bought from Walmart and
That's
handing it to
something
you.
that I wish we would have adopted from the UK, but now it's like I'm just so used to it. But like as far as
Tipping
like
culture.
tipping
Well,
culture
you've got
here
lots
is
of-
insane. Why don't we just pay our workers
But,
more
okay.
and we can get rid of that?
So the floor is not mine anymore. Sonny's got a lot to say about tipping,
Everything you've
tipping
heard me
culture.
say,
Yeah.
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
say the
say it
same thing, yeah.
So, yeah.
verbatim.
If you echo that sentiment, I do too. It's okay. So first of all, for a foreigner, for Johnny Foreigner here, that's incredibly confusing, and I'm not good at mathematics. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
So do I have to figure out how much I need to pay you on top of what I'm already paying you for what I'm paying for? Do you know what I mean? It's outrageous. I think tipping culture is disgusting. Personally, we were in Cracker Barrel just the other day. I remember saying to my wife, like, the lady who served us, like, does she earn a decent wage? And it was like, no. It's like,
$2 an hour probably.
Yeah.
she doesn't earn a good wage, and she's probably living on tips. And I'm kind of, okay, so this is what I got to set aside for the meal, and this is what I'm going to give her, and everything. This is again. I think it harks back to the question you just asked me about home, like what I miss about home. When you go into a shop, you may think that things look expensive, but you're paying for what you see on the shelf.
Yeah.
So the server, the person who literally just goes, okay, the exchange of money to goods has already taken place now. They get paid a wage.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
need to pay them additional.
Well,
you
one
know?
thing that also bothers me with our restaurants, like let's say we have a party of 6 or more.
They
Tips
automatically.
included. So that means with tip included, they can automatically treat us like garbage, and it
told
doesn't
me?
matter.
Now, who told me this? I think it was you.
Yeah.
So a party.
We've
of
had that happen. Like where we've had a party of like 8 of us. We went out to eat. I don't know if you were with us. It was for Ryan's birthday one year. I'm talking. This was the worst waitress I've ever had in my entire life. She was rude. She didn't
Was the
refill
one with
drinks.
the
She,
mugshots?
Buffalo Wild Wings, I think.
no, wasn't it?
And I think I left her like $1 tip because I was really fed up with this lady. Like she really messed me up. And then somebody's mom came out there and like started cussing us out. And I kind of just looked at her like she was crazy. And then me and Katie just ended up leaving. But like, she
Okay,
got
so-
so mad.
please don't
I
get me...
didn't tip her like crazy, but this was literally the worst waitress I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so please don't get me wrong. Before I sound too like sort of cold and disconnected to that, I've had some fantastic table service in this country, and the people have really looked after us and made sure that myself and my wife are having a great meal, great evening, and everything.
Yep.
These people are worthy of a tip. Of course they are, right? Because they're doing what they can to make us as comfortable as possible, and they're fantastic at their job. Fine, take the extra money, no worries. But like you say there, as soon as you began to say about that rude waitress, I was kind of like, $1 tip is probably $1 too much.
Right. And then like
Someone's going to be rude to you while you're trying to
guess-
enjoy a meal. You're like,
I
why?
don't know. I guess tip wasn't included for that for some reason or something. Because I remember her getting mad that we didn't tip well enough. 'Cause I guess the waitress said something to whoever the adult was at the table. 'Cause I was a teenager at the time. Which even with that included, I'm working a part-time job as a high school kid. Already on top of that,
Like,
and
what do
you're
you
being
expect
rude?
from me?
What do you expect from me?
Do you know where I like the table service? The bluegill. They fall.
Bluegill's good.
They fall over
You know
themselves.
who has like the best table service? 38.
Literally, swear, I'm not even.
We
not even just
almost
trying
get the
to.
same lady every time we go, and she's so sweet.
Sweet, comes back. She'll probably
Multiple
visit the
times.
table 30 times in one night,
Just to see about how you need anything? Nope, cool.
and it is absolutely perfect.
Love 38. I really do. Like the culture and everything there. Like they're actually like Vietnamese people, and it's awesome. Like it's.
Well, that's a bro date anyway. I mean,
We
we've
gotta
got,
do it. We
we've got
gotta
to
do it.
put that in the
Yeah.
calendar.
Yeah, we're marking that
We
one down.
will
and
make
we'll
that
go
happen.
and do it. But great, look, all you can really ask from an eatery is that you enjoy your meal, like food-wise, you know, that you enjoy the food and that you get good table service, and they make you feel like.
I don't mind the idea of tipping if they do a great job. Like,
Absolutely.
If they are
There you
over the moon, just phenomenal, I'll tip.
Yeah, I'll
But why
tip
are we not paying
great.
them better anyway?
Exactly.
Like,
Why
even
don't we
if-
already pay them a
Even if
living
it's tip,
wage?
why are they not making $15
Well, this
an
is
hour?
disgusting. So back home, obviously, they're already paid handsomely. Like they're paid a decent wage, and therefore a tip would be if someone does above and beyond.
Yes.
They
What,
go-
what is required of them?
Absolutely, yeah. And sometimes it's just necessary. You've had a fantastic night, fantastic table
Yeah.
service, and you're just thinking, how can I leave without thanking them in this way? Do you know what I mean? And another thing that I was telling Sonny, which I'm glad you agreed with me on this, it didn't have to, like the tips that were available to them didn't have to be taxed or go through their management or
Right.
anything like that. It wasn't shared tips at the
Yeah,
end of the
now
night.
here they do shared
You-
tips and stuff.
Exactly,
That's
right.
why you have some that are great, some that are awful.
You just open your wallet, you take out a tenner, which is what we call £10, you just fold it up, you slip it in their breast pocket like that and just say thank you for the service. That's
Yep.
it. I mean, how they've got it so ass backwards here, I have no idea.
Now, I will say, one place I feel like has it right, and like this is something that you have to do, but like when we went on a cruise, I remember my aunt told me, she was like, hey, tip if they do a good job. And the reason she said this was like, so if you go on a cruise, you don't have to tip them at all, but you have people that clean your room and keep up with stuff.
Yeah.
But if you tip them, they will take care of you and any request you make. So like my aunt, what she tells them, she'll go and tip. She usually leaves the tip on the first day, and she's like, hey, I want ice in my bucket every day. Whenever you come in here, just fill it with ice. And she said, and I want you to bring X amount of drinks and keep it in the fridge. And that's it.
And they will
And
do
she'll
it.
leave them like a decent little tip, and then they make sure they take care of her. If they see her in the hallway, hey, how are you doing? Do you need anything? Whatever. You know what I mean? They go a little bit above and beyond if they get a tip. Now they get paid already, so you don't have to tip.
But that little bit.
they earn it, you know.
Well,
so-
it makes them want to
yeah.
earn it more. It makes them want to take care of you more if you take care of them. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And it
that's
makes
how
your
tipping-
life a little bit easier.
But that's how tipping should be, in my opinion.
Correct.
You take care of me, I take care of you.
And particularly for rich boys like this one who goes
Like,
on
yeah.
cruises and things, you know.
Oh,
I
man.
can't say anything. I went on one with him.
I was about to say, yeah.
I've never. I tell you what, I've been to 19 countries, boys, and I've never been on a
I
cruise in
thought
my
you
life.
would enjoy a cruise. Well, how are you with like,
A lot of people.
not just that, but like, I
And
mean,
the
not always.
ocean.
The boat's usually big enough that it's not like, it doesn't feel crowded, but like, peaceful, not able to, well, you don't have a phone anyways.
No,
So this
well,
wouldn't affect you
I,
at
I
all.
do, but this thing doesn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I
You
don't want
don't-
anyone to text or phone this thing.
Right,
That's a music.
exactly.
That's a Walkman as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. So when you're on, that's exactly what it'll be on a cruise ship. Nobody can text you. Nobody can call you. They can't contact you in any way. That's my favorite part about
Why
it.
I
I
love
cannot be
being on a cruise.
contacted.
You know how much my phone rings a day?
I cannot be contacted when I'm on a cruise.
Okay, so I'm around him at very least 4 days a week,
Brother.
and his phone does not stop.
And he answers it every time.
I
So
feel like
we
we've
went
got-
on a cruise. It was fantastic.
That's my favorite part about it. Nobody can reach me. They can't call me or text me.
What you call R&R, right? Rest and
That's
relaxation.
all it is.
So
That's all a
there you
cruise
go.
is, bro. Like you can drink. If you don't want to drink, you can get just sodas or water, whatever. But if you want alcohol, you can get alcohol. You can gamble if that's your
Yeah.
thing. You can go to a casino all day if you want to. That's on you. Well, it closes at certain times, like for
It's
ports and
another
whatnot.
thing, actually, I was speaking to my wife about the other day, or she was speaking to me about the gambling being outlawed in Alabama.
Yeah, so we're a very Bible Belt.
Bible
so
Belt.
I'm surprised that we're not like dry counties, to be honest. Luckily, we're not.
Yeah.
I prefer alcohol. I enjoy alcohol. It's the proper term. Like, I don't want to get belligerent and drunk. But I enjoy me a whiskey. I enjoy me a beer.
Jeez, I mean, if this was a dry county, it would probably be the only thing that would drive
Yeah.
me back to California.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
I'm joking, of course.
But I mean, we've had plenty of opportunities to get casinos and stuff. Our old train station, they were talking about turning it to casinos.
Yeah,
and
they
then,
shut that down.
Yeah,
Way.
religious people, they don't like the idea of gambling.
See, although it's
which-
crazy, I'm not going to name sort of times, dates, names, places, faces, but I've seen so much gambling take place here.
My
So,
issue is, like, as far as gambling goes, if it's a problem, like if you have an addiction, I agree it's a bad thing. But
Yeah.
if you can control yourself and you just enjoy playing a little card, like we went and played blackjack.
Yeah.
Granted, we were
lost.
up, and then we lost it all. But I mean, we already had in our minds, like, we got $50 to play with.
And whatever, if we win, we win. If we lose,
We-
we lose.
dude, I got up to like
do
$200
you know how-
dollars
Do you know
and
how I
lost it
feel?
all.
Do you know how I feel about gambling? It's obviously a fool's game, and the house always wins, and you're never on
Well,
top.
that's not necessarily.
But
It depends on.
I do feel like the hedonist, the people who want that instant rush and everything, it's fantastic for them.
Well, it can be dangerous too.
Well, absolutely.
But
it
there
can.
are people who know how to, that they just know how to win,
I
and
know-
they go to casinos and they do win.
I'm not going to mention names or anything like that, but I know some people who have lost. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Like lost a lot of their assets through gambling and stuff.
Well, I mean, and that's kind of like, it's almost like a freaking, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like I guess a quote of mine or something. Like, anything's good in moderation.
Yeah.
I'll throw gambling in that. If you get addicted to anything, that's dangerous. I don't
Yeah.
care what it is.
of course, yeah.
If you're addicted to anything,
it's
I
bad
feel like
for
it's
you.
dangerous. No matter what it is. I don't care what it is that you're addicted to. Any addiction to me is not a good thing.
Of
So if
course,
you get
yeah,
addicted
yeah.
to gambling, it's dangerous.
It's
However,
wrong.
if it's something you do once a month, once every few months, whatever, and you go gamble and you enjoy card games, whatever.
This
sure.
might be the exception to the rule that you can never get too much of a good thing because you get addicted to food and then you do the sort of the
You can get- that's a bad
Well,
thing.
no, of course you can. But that's what I'm saying. You do the Walmart waddle. Is what
Right.
I call
Exactly,
it.
yes.
That's what I call it anyway.
So that's a bad thing, yeah.
There's people who like the only exercise they'll ever do in their day is walking to the car, to Walmart, and back to the car, and it's noticeable.
And then
Yeah.
think about it like this, even people that get addicted, like say, get addicted to the gym, they're most likely going to get injuries. They're going to tear
Yeah.
things and hurt themselves in other ways. So I mean,
I don't know. The people who are addicted to the gym, I think the side effect of that, the symptom of that, is probably ego as well.
that too. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Every
Every addiction has its downfall.
Absolutely,
regardless. So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Everything's good in moderation. Is like kind of like my motto at this point. Is like if it's in moderation, I feel like. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about like heroin or meth.
Well, that
We're
can't
gonna
be
have to
done.
bleep that on
I'm not.
YouTube,
I'm not
but-
sure those things. I'm not sure hard drugs can be done in moderation.
No,
because-
exactly.
they
Because they're so
consume you.
addictive. They're
Yeah.
so addictive. So that's my point. But like, as far as like normal thing, like nicotine in addition, in moderation, I feel like it's not a bad thing. If you're addicted to nicotine, yes, it would be a bad thing. Alcohol in moderation, I feel like it's not a bad thing.
Well, it's
If
funny
you're
because
addicted,
I'm not bothered about these things whatsoever unless I've got beer in front of me. So
I know a lot of people who don't smoke, but when they drink, they smoke.
that's it. Yeah, yeah. It's just a social thing for me. There you go. Right. It's a
that's
social
really
thing.
the only time I ever want nicotine is
So,
if I'm having alcohol.
And I know
Yeah.
about from hanging out with you two boys, right? So you're both smoking a cigar now, but that's not the norm.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I
smoking
mean,
a
we're
cigar
not
every
coming
day.
home straight from work and just
Lighting
lighting one
cigar.
up in the
Yeah.
house.
This
Yeah.
is a
It's for
occasion
social
for me.
events, is it, like
Exactly.
for this kind of occasion.
I enjoy a cigar though. Like, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it, and I think it's great. But
But I'm not going to smoke one every waking minute of every day.
And that's the way I feel about like
no,
you know.
I feel like cigars don't have that same effect like cigarettes do. Because I see people with cigarettes when they get addicted, like
Do you
as soon as they wake up, on the way to work.
I'm just about to say.
When they get to work, they're taking smoke breaks nonstop.
you took
Cigars, people that smoke cigars don't have that problem.
you took the words out of my mouth, but
so I don't know if it's nicotine in that or if it's something else in that.
So I've
The
known
chemicals,
okay.
probably.
So I've known people who will wake up in the night
Immediately,
and they'll light up in the night, have their cigarette, and then fall back asleep. I mean, that's
that's an
okay.
addiction.
Yeah,
That's an
yeah.
addiction.
Yeah,
So-
at that point, it consumes your life.
I feel like I'm lucky to be able to take or leave all of this. You know what I mean? Because
Exactly.
I could go weeks without a beer and not really. Okay, I would miss it to be honest because I f***ing love beer. But But I do.
Well, that's
I
like a culture
do.
thing for y'all in the UK, right? Like,
But
haven't we
I'm not-
talked about this?
but
Like,
I'm-
y'all, even on lunch,
it
y'all would
is-
drink beers and
It
stuff.
is cultural, but I'm not a slave to it because
Right.
if it interferes with anything that's really important to me, like my job.
Right, yeah.
Or
If you became like an
marriage.
alcoholic where you
Obviously
couldn't-
my marriage, you
that
know what I
you
mean,
were
like-
falling apart being an alcoholic, then you would
And then
stop.
obviously you've got to rearrange your priorities and just be like, okay, pull yourself together. You're a man, like
Exactly.
You know.
But see, like for y'all, I mean, I remember we've talked about this before. Is like for like us, we go to lunch, we get a Coke.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna order a pint.
That's true, yeah. And I remember, well, Sonny, he made many a quip on this because a couple of summers ago, I used to pull him out of work. He'd be working on a trailer, and I'd
And
be.
Boo would pop up and be like, hey, you want to have a beer? I'd be like, all right, man.
Have a
look."
cold beer. So I'd pull him away for half an hour to have a cold beer, and I had no idea how badly I was pulling him out of his own schedule
also-
until recently.
It's not normal. I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's not normal here.
It's
Yes, we are.
unheard of, really.
We're abnormal.
Like if you
people.
see someone drinking on their lunch break, that's an alcoholic, and they need to go to AA.
Well, I mean, I guess. it
But I feel
depends,
like the
don't know.
American definition of an alcoholic is like, I
You
mean,
can't live without it.
no. The American definition of an alcoholic is if somebody sees you twice in a week, and both those times they see you with a beer in your hand, they're probably going to be like, oh God, who's
Oh no, it ain't that.
Well,
bad.
I mean, maybe it depends on who you're dealing with, I guess. But
but most people don't.
I feel like it's a flimsy definition here, whereas back home I've seen alcohol dependency up close and personal, and I
yeah,
can tell
like
you,
real.
oh boy,
where they get the shakes and
oh
stuff.
gosh, like that's not even the tip of the iceberg. I mean, I'm talking about like
To where alcohol is almost a drug at that point.
Yeah.
Well, to the point where you couldn't function or take yourself to work without a flask of vodka on you.
Well, people are like that with nicotine too.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
without
yeah.
a doubt.
I mean, I've
nicotine
seen
is
it. I've seen
huge.
people with nicotine withdrawals.
I used to be that way. I mean,
So, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
More ChatGPT questions. Do you follow any British sports? Which teams do you support?
I don't. I'm not a sports person. I believe that there's something about young lads in my country when if you're in secondary school, in my experience, and this I don't speak for everyone in my country, but this is just my experience and what I've seen. The boys either go into sports if they're good at that, or music if, otherwise, right?
Okay, so you pick music.
Well, I wouldn't say I picked it. I tried sports. I was no good.
So like football is very big for y'all, right?
Absolutely.
That's like the biggest sport for y'all is football.
Enormous. By a country mile. And I did try it, and rugby too. But I mean, I
I'm
tried.
surprised y'all didn't get into baseball.
So no, but okay. So we create. Okay, I hate to again.
You're about to
this-
say you created baseball?
No, we didn't. But we created
Oh.
rounders from which you made baseball. So it's exactly.
What is that?
Well, surprise, surprise, it's exactly the same premise. You've got a ball, you've got a bat, you've got to hit it, and then someone has to run the 4 bases, right?
I've never
heard
this.
of it.
Well, I'm sure you haven't, but never mind. You know,
So y'all were into baseball, then we took over, and y'all said, "Never mind, they can have it."
well, just the same way as
Rugby
we
and
created
football?
a game called football, which was played with our feet, and then you took the word football for your game, which is essentially rugby with pads, and decided we're going to call this football, although only one person on the field can kick the ball
Yeah,
with
I've
their
never
foot.
understood that either. But you know,
Rubbish.
what
So-
else should we call it? I don't know what else to call it.
What?
Football.
Soccer?
No, football.
No, the word
Or-
soccer doesn't exist.
But I'm saying like what we call soccer.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I'm saying like, why don't we just name football something else?
I tell you, at home, if I said the word soccer at home,
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
they
oh,
would
yeah, people
hang you
lose
on
it.
the
oh,
streets.
they'd hang me
Yeah,
from
no.
Traitor's Gate.
Well, that's why it's football in America.
So it
football.
absolutely is football because, well, look, we can't apologise for creating it. It's football because it's played with the feet. So
I agree. No, I agree on
Yeah.
that statement.
We
I've
should
always
just call
understood
football
that.
handball.
Handball's another sport, now.
Oh, I don't know. That's an
I think
offensive.
handball's already a sport.
In what you call the game of soccer, handball is actually an offence, of course, because you're not supposed to handle it. So, but there you have it. No, I didn't. No, okay, so to answer your question, no, I don't follow sports back home. If I was pressed to, I would have to say Reading Football Club, just because they're my town.
Yeah.
However, I went through customs at Mobile Airport once, and the fella said, "Oh yeah," he was looking at my passport and saw that I was from Reading, and he said, "Oh, you know, apologies for your football team or whatever." And he said it was such deep, what he was trying, deep sarcasm. And I looked at him, looked back at his colleague, and I was like, "Yeah, apologies for the job you ended up in." And then,
Oh my god.
yeah, and I moved along, and his colleague was pissing herself laughing, you know. and
Jesus,
but
dude.
he didn't seem to take
You went
it
for
that
the
way.
jugular.
Oh well, you know, I'm sorry, I haven't got tolerance for it, you know.
My
I
god.
love it.
All right. This next question, I actually am very interested to see what you say. I think it's a very good question.
Okay.
What's a uniquely British tradition that you love?
Oh wow, what
Ain't that a great question?
Is not only is it a fantastic question, it's got so
love
many
that.
answers that I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell you. A uniquely British tradition. Oh my goodness.
I love that question. That might be my favorite question.
So
that
okay,
it's
here's
asked.
one, and this is a bit taboo, and it probably doesn't answer your question in the rounded way that you want me to.
Okay.
But something that only occurs at home, and I've never ever seen it occur anywhere else.
Yeah.
Not just America, but anywhere I've been.
Yeah, it's a British.
Is if you're in a pub,
Yep.
someone drops a pint glass and it smashes. Anyone who may be watching from home, you'll immediately identify what I'm about to say. Everybody says the word way in a sort of celebratory way. So they go, way!
Oh, so it's a good thing.
But everyone, it's like a Mexican wave. The whole place just lights up with way, as if a celebratory sort of like someone's dropped a pint glass and it's smashed all over the floor, right? And anywhere else you go, it's kind
It's
of
opposite.
like... Absolutely, yes.
Here, it's a party foul. You drop a beer.
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
Hey, what the? You know what I mean? So, like,
And yet, this is... so, in answer
or
to...
you'll get a party foul. You know what I mean? So,
In answer to your question, that is very uniquely British, and I've never found it anywhere else. So
you love that?
well, I don't feel deep love for it in my heart, but if somebody does it, it's almost as if to cushion the blow, we're going to make light of it.
Yeah. Instead of making you upset
Yeah.
or embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna cheer what you order.
But literally,
That's cool. I like that.
everyone in the place.
That's nice.
Okay.
So yeah,
You know, British people can be nice.
We'll
Look
care-
at there.
we'll-
I didn't know y'all had a
come
soft side.
it's gingers that don't have souls. It's not English people.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen here, Cool Breeze.
Oh God, he's back in with. Okay, that's my mate from back home. Another ridiculous nickname. Oh gosh, he's armed today. You came ready.
I love that. And this
Christian
is
came prepared with the important stuff. I came prepared with the ignorant stuff.
this is another good one. I love the way that they worded it. So again, this is all AI. When you go to a proper British pub,
Yes.
what's your go-to order?
Oh my
The fact that they
goodness.
put proper was
It's
crazy.
proper kill, man.
Do you not use the word proper here?
No.
I feel like
we
there's.
do not,
I feel like
no.
there's two answers
I know
that
like,
I think you
in
might
the
give
UK
here.
and Ireland, I think they're the only ones that use proper. I don't know who
Yeah,
else uses it.
Okay.
but they use proper like a
Religiously,
lot,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Right. Okay. So no, there is an answer to that question. Sonny may be right about what I'm about to say, but
I feel like there might be two you want to give, but I could be wrong.
okay. So if you go to
proper
I quite like the
British
fact that it
pub.
was defined as proper. Right?
I know, me too.
So if you go to a proper British pub,
Yes,
right?
you're
then
back home.
You're not exactly, and you're not going to find
Yes.
the same 5 beers on tap. You know, you go to a lot of places and they've just got Stella Artois, Heineken,
Yeah, Blue Moon,
Blue
Bud
Moon,
Light,
Guinness,
Michelob,
and Bud Light.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they don't have no dang Eigenstock, that's for sure.
And so if you get a proper one, then you don't really know what you're going to get on tap, but you know it's going to be good because they'll switch up real ales and the barrels and everything will come in fresh. They'll have an actual selection of locally brewed ales.
That's awesome.
So a pint of real ale is an essential in a British pub. So of course I'll order that. Decent bag of crisps.
Crisps,
Or
chips
well,
for
look,
us, chips.
yeah, they were crisps.
Crisps for y'all.
Yeah,
chips
no,
for
no.
us.
Well, they were crisps long before they were chips. But let's go. I mean, like,
Well,
this
so that's an argument we can have right now.
well, this is
Let's
it.
compare chips. Your chips versus our chips.
What about them?
If I chip off a piece of wood, which one does it look more like?
Yeah, but I really don't care. So the idea of it being crisps is you cook it to crisp, don't you?
Yeah,
So,
why
I mean-
can't you cook a chip to crisp?
Well, you could, but what you've done is taken something that's already been written, changing it, and then telling me I'm
Made it
wrong for
better.
the original.
Chips makes more sense, in my opinion. Chips for us,
They're
our
just
chips
mad
make more
because we
sense.
did it better than they did.
I think that's exactly what it is. When it comes to chips, I think that we did it better.
I have to be around him so often, like all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't got a say in it.
I think chips is better, to be honest. Our chips, like our chips make more sense than y'all's chips.
Do you know what I mean? I love his family. Like, do you know what I mean? They've all been very nice to me. And then,
I think crisp is a good synonym, though.
right, no, crisp is just the original term, right? I'm ever
Chips
so
is
sorry
better.
if it upsets you or like
Chips
hurts
is
your
better.
feelings.
I can't breathe.
Does anyone, so like worldwide, I kind of want to see like what is the worldwide like consensus of it? Like, is it chips or is it crisp?
Look, it's a Google search
I know
away.
in
Look,
Canada
look,
it was chips, but
honestly,
Canada's a lot
it's-
like
look,
us.
can you please just put which term was put into use or practice first, crisps or
I don't
chips?
care about first. I remember which is more.
Of course you don't care about first. That's
No,
why you
it's
come
not about
along,
first.
you manipulate what's
America's
already...
always first.
But that's...
There's a reason why we left the Queen, brother.
People just stress me out.
Oh my gosh. So,
is
North
more
America,
used?
U.S. and Canada, most of Canada,
Chips.
call them chips or potato chips.
Yep.
United Kingdom and Ireland refer to them as crisp. Australia and New Zealand refer to them as chips or hot chips.
So you're outnumbered, brother.
So, well, I don't really care about the numbers, right? It's about.
What about Asia? What does Asia call them?
It doesn't say
This
what
is the-
Asia has
okay.
to say.
Asia's probably gonna have their own word for
I
them.
started off by saying how much I love the food down here and the southern
Yeah,
hospitality and the
yeah.
culture.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
actually, at the beginning of this podcast, I was saying, just pouring my heart out how wonderful it is to
it's
be here,
wonderful,
right?
America.
Okay.
So it says that
Then you
only
get-
UK and Ireland call them crisps.
Yes,
Oh!
Jamaica, South Africa, Singapore, Australia, North America,
Outnumbered, brother.
all refer to them as chips.
Worldwide. Y'all
Yeah.
should go ahead and just change it to chips. Go ahead and correct yourselves.
Matter of fact, I'll send an email to the king right now.
Go ahead and do that.
Just don't
Take
worry
care
about
of
that. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it for you, boo.
Of course, yeah. Well, you know, a lie said by 2 billion people is still a lie.
Anyway, continue.
No, you continue.
No, you were the one talking. Your pub order.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
what's your go-to
okay.
order?
So, yeah,
So
we-
some crisps.
a pint of real ale, some fish and chips, and
Chips or crisps?
no, fish and chips. I'm
You
not
said
having-
crisps.
No, I didn't.
That's what got us on the whole argument. was you
I didn't
said
say
crisps.
fish and
No.
crisps.
Before we got into the argument, you said a pint of ale, a
And some
bag of
crisps.
Okay,
crisps.
so in the example of the pub we went to recently,
No,
because they only
back
had
home, back home.
I know, but they only had bar snacks, and that's the same back home.
Crisps?
But if you're talking about a proper British
Proper.
pub,
Oh, yeah,
they'll
we're
probably
talking
serve
about
you a
proper.
meal as well. So, okay, so I'm going to go for a pint of real ale, fish and chips, and there's also like pork scratchings as well, which is what you call pork rinds and everything. You get those in bags at
Pork
pubs.
what?
Scratchings?
Like pork scratchings.
Why do you call them that?
Yeah, why scratchings?
Pork rinds
Pork
is
rinds,
what we
yeah,
call them
yeah.
in the South.
Yeah.
Fine,
pork cracklings.
So you get a bag of pork. Yeah. Bar snacks and pub snacks back home are designed to make you thirsty. They're all very salty. Nuts, pork rinds, everything like that. Because
So, you know, I feel like we don't really have that culture here. We don't
We
have a lot
don't.
of bar
You
snacks
go to
at
a bar
all.
down here?
It's just alcohol.
It's just alcohol.
and
You gotta go
sometimes
find
not
a
even
food
on
truck.
tap. You know what I mean? Like that's
Most time not.
that's the offender. That's what. Okay, so the difference between bar and pub culture is the idea that I can walk into one of your bars and I'll say I'll have a pint of this, and they're like,
We
well,
talked about this already.
Yeah,
like,
we don't serve.
When
by
I
the
went to
pint.
Canada, they had like pubs, and I prefer pubs way more than I
if
prefer bars.
we had a pub down here, we'd probably be in
well,
there.
Lucky's is our closest thing.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a real pub. If we had an actual pub, we'd probably be
Yeah.
there a lot.
I prefer pubs way over bars. To me, bars are loud, it's rowdy, and it's not
And the
what I
music
want.
always sucks.
Well, I don't want anything loud. Like honestly, like live music, I'd be cool with as long as it's not like absurdly loud. Personally, if I'm at a pub and I'm hanging out with friends, I want to be able to talk, like how we're talking now.
Yeah.
A little bit of background noise, background music, cool. But I don't want it insanely loud.
I tell you what I liked about Lucky's when we were last there as
Yeah.
a group, and my wife hadn't arrived yet.
Yep.
And the I'm not going to call her a waitress or whoever.
She was a waitress?
Yeah. Okay. Well, whoever it was who was tending the bar there.
Oh, bartender.
Yeah. And she was asking me why I was here, and I was explaining about my wife and why I moved, and I came here for love and all the rest of it.
Yep.
She was so
Beautiful story.
enamored by that story that she just kind of waved the bill, and I was just wow. And that's service, you know.
That's
Yeah.
because. Never mind. I don't want to touch on that. Anyway, as far as like that goes, whenever we were there, that I don't know, that felt kind of like what I imagined a pub being like with a bunch of friends, but like it's still not like, I don't know. When I went to Canada, it was a different experience.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it was-
we don't have that experience.
Well,
here.
also like the bartenders for me are like more involved.
Oh,
at
they're much
pubs.
more involved, but they take their job more seriously. You
But
know,
they're fun, dude. Like they're sitting there and they'll be involved with you in the conversations and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
here, they don't do that. They're
Okay.
just, what do you want? Okay,
So
walk away.
we've got you've either got a barmaid or a barman, right?
Is that what y'all call bartenders?
That's right. Yeah.
So the barmaid's the one cleaning up the bar. What'd you say?
So we don't say bartender. We
It's
would
bar-
say it was either the barman or the barmaid.
Okay, so barman's the one who's your bartender. Essentially, barmaid's the one who's like cleaning up, taking drinks and stuff. I'm assuming, like,
That's
all
just
drinks.
literally a male and female difference. That's all it is.
Oh, okay. So just
So
okay.
yeah, and
Politeness, I
you hit the nail on the head when you said involvement. So they care about their job and they care about their locals. So they
Yeah.
want to talk to you about how life is, how the wife is, how the dog is.
Well, I feel like we do have some bartenders around here who are like that. Like if you get close with a bartender, they will do that.
Yeah.
But like as far as like normal, like if I just go to a bar and they don't know me, they're not talking to me. You know, like,
Well, this is it. I think bar culture is a bit more disconnected as well.
and
you
it's
know?
not good here. I don't like it.
Our bar
personally. Some
culture
people love it.
sucks.
I hate it. It's too loud and it's too party-ish. I don't want to go to a bar and party.
I want to go to a bar and just hang out.
To me, that's what a club's for. If you want to party, you go to a club. If you want to hang out, you go to a pub or a bar. In my
Absolutely,
opinion,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it should be. But it's not.
so-
Here, our bars like clubs.
In answer to your question, though, yes, if I got off the plane and went to a pub, I'm going to be having a plate of fish and chips and a pint of real ale.
I want some fish and chips. That sounds so good. All right.
That's solid.
Next question. What do you think about the weather here?
Interesting. It's in my notes. Okay.
Oh, we're all about to be talking about this then, huh?
Oh, well, I had to bring up the weather. How could I not?
Right. Well, we're in a spot, as far as American weather, we're not a good representation.
No, we are not.
No. So I have long held, well, at least for the last 2.5, 3 years, I've held the opinion that Alabama, yes, you do have 4 seasons, but they all occur
No,
on
we
the
don't.
same day.
Yeah.
And therefore they don't spread evenly across the year. And I will also say this. I do believe that there are only 2 weathers here, and they,
Hot and cold.
No. The 2 weathers here are as follows. If I go out there, I'll get sunburnt, or if I go out there, I'll get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
That's it. I really don't see much in between, to be honest.
I will say one thing that really makes me sad about here, where we live. I don't like how we don't really get spring and we don't get fall. I hate that we don't get fall here.
You accelerate almost immediately from winter into summer.
Yes.
Oh, and in summer to winter, same thing. Like we'll go from 80, 90 degrees in the fall
To like 40 and 50.
Out
We
of
get
overnight.
no fall.
It's like overnight. Like we'll drop to like 60.
We might
We'll
get
go
a
from like
week.
80 to 60 to 40.
We might get a week of 60 to 70 degrees. After that, it's so cold it hurts.
I'm really pleased you brought up the weather situation, because I did have
That
a
was
couple
actually
of...
ChatGPT.
Okay, well, fair enough, but I had a couple of things to say on
Let's
that.
go, brother. Let's go.
So, okay. Last night, for instance, okay,
Yep.
I went out and I just went out into the dark, and obviously you can hear the crickets or whatever it is, the hum of the insects all around and everything. And it was so serene and so peaceful, and there was that sheet lightning. I believe you call it heat lightning. Or
Heat
whatever.
lightning.
Yeah.
And therefore the stuff that doesn't strike into the ground, and it was just
Is
filling
that
up.
a southern thing or is that a worldwide thing?
Oh,
Or
you
like an
boys-
American thing? Because I don't know.
You boys would have
I
to
know,
tell
like
me.
growing up all my life, I've always like
It's
even
heat
if I told my dad like, oh, there's lightning over there, no, it's heat lightning, brother. You got nothing to worry
I
about.
think it might just be a southern thing because of how hot it gets.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yesterday, I just sat just outside the trailer park, and I listened to the Cure Disintegration, the entire album from top to bottom, and just watched this sort of heat lightning fill up the sky. Every few seconds, it would just flash the whole sky,
It's like an orange color, right?
and it was ethereal. It was such an experience. I was just absolutely engrossed. So I just had a bag of cans. I know, more beer and everything, but you know, and a pack of cigs and a bag of cans, and I just sat there, just absorbing some of my favourite music and watching this weather just unfold itself in the sky. And obviously, because the temperature doesn't drop massively. It's August now. You know, the temperature won't go particularly chilly
Yeah.
or cold through the night. So it was magical. So I love all that. Don't get me wrong. However, obviously, when you're doing you're out manual labour and all that sort of thing, it's punishing. So I think in the day it's probably a tad too hot for me. I will say this though. I mean, the highest recorded temperature in my country is probably like 38, 39 degrees Celsius, right? And that for you is a Tuesday.
So what do you think about that? Like when British people, which I know in their defense, they don't have AC and whatnot, but when they complain about a heat wave, now that you've lived here,
Oh, no. I'll do exactly what you've seen everyone over the internet do, and I'll defend that idea, because it's like when we get a heat wave, it might not be as hot temperature-wise,
but you don't have AC.
but we all live in brick homes without air conditioning. So the floor-mounted sort of fans, very similar to this one here, they're your only salvation. And if you
Why
haven't
don't y'all
got them,
have portable units that y'all can put out for that time of year?
well, because our summer doesn't last for half the year like it does here.
I know, but like how long does it last?
It was about like if we're lucky, 3 months.
So for me, 3 months is long enough for me to put a portable AC unit
Yeah.
in my room.
Sure, but like June, July, and August, and is 3 out of 12 months of the year.
Yeah,
And
but like even when you're saying like 36 Celsius is what in Fahrenheit?
That's got to be what,
80 something?
We'll find
85?
out.
It's like 80 something.
I now don't quote me on it, but I think 38.9 was the highest temperature recorded in my country.
And I believe that's mid 80s.
38.9 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit, and you'll see.
Sounds like mid 80s, if I had to guess.
That is 102 Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's hot as
Wow.
hell. That's hot.
That's hot.
But that's the highest recorded temperature in my country. So if you imagine that, like some days when we
No, that's hot. That's hot.
Yeah. But the air conditioning thing is, I don't know. It's just been a long-going thing between Americans and English people that we haven't got propellers on the
Yeah, ceiling fans. I remember I seen you the video. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that blew my mind. I didn't know that was the thing, that y'all didn't have ceiling fans.
No.
Here it's like you have to.
No, we've got this crazy and novel idea that if you want fresh air in the summer, you open the windows.
Can't do that here, brother.
Of course, you can't do that here because you just get eaten alive. So.
Well, not only that, even with screens, it's just too hot, bro. You're gonna boil.
Yeah, it's so hot, man.
But so, like, what do you think about, like, what's the differences in, like, humidity? Like, since you're here in the South, I know
No. Okay,
insane.
right. If you ask someone from mainland Europe this question, somewhere in like France or Germany or something like that, they're very inland. They might have a different answer. But the humidity is very high in England because we're an island. So the one thing again,
is it much like here, like similar humidity?
well, yeah. At times, I think the humidity here is occasionally worse. But we know all about humidity back home because we're so close. Like even if you're very inland in England, you know what I mean? England's the size of Philadelphia. So even if you're 5 hours inland, you know, whatever's coming in off the ocean or whatever, you're still going to feel that humidity. Yeah.
I feel like the worst thing, like, our heat's bad. Nothing beats a Texas heat. Texas heat is insane.
It's funny you should say that because the hottest I've ever been in my life was when I was in Texas.
Same. When I was in Dallas, and that was in March.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ.
It is hot.
So let's forget the index for a second. The recorded temperature was 115 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And my wife was faint. Like literally.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. You got to be hydrated, and you better have like some AC nearby. Because Texas is awful.
It is rough.
Like, I complain about ours, but Texas, man.
Thank God Texas don't have the humidity that we have, because if they did,
oh my God. Well, they still have a decent humidity.
But if they had Alabama humidity, it'd be unlivable.
It'd be unbearable. Yeah, you couldn't live there.
Yeah, it'd be so bad.
So okay, we talked about that. Let's move on.
I'm excited for the next question.
Wait, didn't I already ask this kind of?
Yeah, I'm talking about the next one.
Okay, should I just skip this one?
Yeah.
Or, I'll reword it. What's your favorite British phrase?
Oh God.
That was good.
There's just so very many. To narrow that down is almost an impossible question. Well, I mean, anything you can narrow it down with? Context? What do you mean phrase? I mean,
There's a phrase,
like a group of words that you would say.
I know what a phrase is, Sonny.
He's trying to think of like an example. Like, what's the southern phrase? I don't know.
Oh, I see.
It's raining cats and dogs.
You mean
right,
proverb, right? Yeah. You're talking to me about proverbs.
It was. I mean,
it's a
not
phrase,
the book in the Bible, but yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, now okay. That narrows it down. And I don't want to waste too much time because I know we're live and everything, and I know that this will end up in a video. So let me just think. Oh, well, it's got to be what my old man said, and I mean it's not a common one, but it's just.
I love this one.
This is a good one.
It's just what rolled off his tongue. He's an incredibly witty man.
Love
anyway.
it, yeah.
But when talking about people who scrounge benefits from the government because they refuse to work, the term "if there was work in the bed, they'd sleep on the floor."
I love that. It's such a good insult too.
It's perfect, isn't it?
It is. It hits the nail on the head.
I like that one. All right, let's keep going. We'll sweep with that one.
This one I'm excited for.
All right, here we go. What's your favorite British musician or band? Also, they spelled favorite like how y'all would spell it, not how we would spell it.
Good. I'm being petty. Okay, so. Oh my goodness. This answer is twofold because I'm into many different genres of music.
You're all over the place.
So my favourite British heavy metal band by a country mile is the band Venom. They're three Geordie lads from Newcastle. I'm sure they would upset everybody around here in the Bible Belt because it's very sort of, their whole thing is about Hail Satan and all this shit.
God.
But it's not, I've met them all in person and
is it a joke?
No, it's the same way you enjoy a horror film. When the cameras are off, they're not like that.
Okay, so it's a joke.
Well, it's not a joke. No. But it's sort of it brings you in because they're doing the dark side thing. But they're not like that in person. Absolutely not. I mean, I wouldn't be into. I don't know. I'm not saying that because I'm here in the Bible Belt. But I might have had a troubled past with the church or whatever. But I don't sacrifice virgins and goats. do you know what I mean? Like, so you just go there to enjoy that sort of. It's all very much like fog machines and this from the very depths of hell, Venom, and you just kind of it's just for 2 hours it suspends your reality somehow, like you're watching a horror film in the cinema or whatever. And then as soon as it's all said and done, they're just Tony, Jeff, you know what I mean?
And Dave.
Yeah, and they're all just like, yeah, and then I'm sure they do get these fanatics who come up to them and just sort of like, bleed for them,
God,
and they'll just be like, get a life, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
what are you
know
doing,
what I mean?
bro? Yeah.
So yeah, Venom is yeah. I've got a tattoo here to prove that, and I just love them, and I've seen them many times and met them in person. Fantastic band.
Is that the ones that you met whenever you're performing, or who was that? I remember we talked about that story.
Oh my gosh! If my band got the opportunity to perform with them,
No, remember y'all were going somewhere to perform, or it was you and I think it was you and Ed, and y'all were going somewhere, and y'all were in an alley, and you said that Ed touched you on the shoulder.
No, that was Povey, right?
That's Pete.
Or Pete.
Oh, Pete. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. So yeah, okay. That was the instance where we met Megadeth.
Megadeth.
So
That's what it was.
I couldn't answer the question with that because they're an American band, but when they
Right,
came, when they came to the London Astoria, and this would have been about, I don't know, 2005 or something. Megadeth were a huge deal to me at that time, and they were just chilling at the stage door, unbeknownst to me. I hadn't a clue. So the Metropolitan Police back home, the London Police, and these are the ones who are armed, because of course you always talk about, oh well, English coppers don't carry guns, do they? Well, the Metropolitan Police do, and they've got itchy trigger fingers. They're not.
You told us about this.
Yeah, because there's so much crime in London. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of stabbings.
they're really not gonna.
See what happens when you get rid of guns? People just get stabbed. I feel like I'd rather be shot than stabbed.
We could do a whole episode on knife crime epidemic, but
Dude, that's crazy.
let's put it this way: you don't want to be on the wrong side of the Met. So we decided that the sensible thing to do, even though we were not doing sensible things, was for me to take I had a bottle of Scotch whiskey at the time, and my mate had a joint on the go, and we decided, okay,
Is weed illegal in the UK?
no.
Oh.
I mean, it's get you a slap on the wrist. It's not going to get you thrown in prison or anything, but it's definitely, the Met would frown upon this.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So we kind of went down to the side of the London Astoria, and we're there by what we call Grundon bins, you call them dumpsters, and there's loads of them lined up in the alleyway there. And I'm chilling with Pete, and I'm facing away from the venue, and he's facing towards the venue, so he can see what's going on. And at some point, he stops whatever I'm saying. I think he actually purses my lips.
Yeah, remember you told me.
Yeah, and just goes, Boo, there's Megadeth behind you there. I immediately just like dismissed what he was saying and
Take a
got
piss,
yeah, of course. And this is how we are with each other. We're always pulling each other's leg, right? So I thought, whatever. And I got straight back into what I was talking about. And eventually he had no other choice but to take me by the shoulders and physically turn me, and just to face the stage door. And I was just sort of like, yeah, all right. The son of a bitch was right.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
If my jaw had a sort of, if I felt any weight in my jaw dropping open, it would have smashed the fucking concrete.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's Megadeth. I can't believe it. So, and he goes, well, go on. I didn't know what to say to Megadeth. You know what I mean? Like, I've got all their records in my bedroom. I listen to them on the daily and everything. How do you open a conversation?
I agree with that. I mean, honestly, if I met any of my favorite artists, I would
Exactly.
just
You just be like,
so
how's life?
You're looking at a man from half the planet away,
Yeah.
who you've got a poster of on your wall,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to just go word vomit, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually, Dave Mustaine himself says to me, he says, "You're going to come over or what, kid? We don't bite." And I was like, oh, okay, right. So I just walk up, 16 years of age, I was 16, 17, I wasn't very old.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, for all that's said about that man in the press, and he gets a terrible reputation for being short-tempered and all this sort of thing, he was so avuncular, he treated us exactly like we were family, more or less. He had his arm around us quite a lot of the time, and he was just sort of like, hey, so what went wrong in your life that you'd be listening to Megadeth at the age of 16 and stuff like this? And the Megadeth shirt that I was wearing at the time was bootleg, and I remember him tugging on it and just saying to his bandmates, like, well, we didn't earn a dime off any of this, you know what I mean? He was, not only was he witty and sarcastic and clever and funny, but he was just very charming, and just to this day left an amazing impression with me, and I'll just be a Megadeth fan for life.
Did you ever write about them in journalism or no?
I didn't have the chance to. So they didn't release anything new while I was working for the magazine. And if we had a chance to go and see them live, I mean, again, but owing to that, my opinion would be biased anyway.
Yeah,
So,
Right, of course. I mean,
but I will say this. Okay, so Megadeth aside, because they're an American band, Venom were just as cordial when I met them. And in fact, I went up on my birthday to Newcastle, which was it's about 400 miles north of where I live, and because they're from the very north. And I met the drummer there, and he was superb company. I'm telling you, like, you know, he's like, "Oh, it's your birthday. All right, well, it's my round. I'll get in." Like, you know, he got us all like a few brown ales and whatnot, and we were just talking about the band. And anytime, even like I kind of hinted about being starstruck, he would shut me up in a very British way as well.
Yeah.
Like, get over it. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, heck yeah.
like, look, we're all sat here, just enjoy yourself. You know.
Yeah.
That's good, though.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And it helps take the edge off
fantastic.
too. You're not nervous.
Yeah. Well, I was.
I know, but I mean that helps. I mean, I feel like if he's not like,
That's right, yeah. My heart
Yeah.
was thumping, but he
Yeah.
wasn't going to treat it like he was the rock star and I was the fan. He was
Right.
going to treat it like it's your birthday.
that's awesome.
He offered to sing me some Dire Straits, in fact. A Tunnel of Love, I believe he wanted to sing for me, and then his wife, who was there with us, nudged at him and was just sort of like, "Don't put him through that." So it didn't end up happening. So to answer your question, Venom are my favourite English heavy metal band. However, my favourite indie rock band, he's going to answer for me.
Oh. I wish. No, that's the wrong song. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you.
On that note, I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Oasis, baby.
Not an Oasis fan?
No, just not a Sunny singing fan.
Okay. But yeah, no, absolutely dead
So don't
right.
blame you. I'm not a great singer anyway.
And do you know what? I'm absolutely unashamed when it comes to that. I mean,
Well, so
because
you
the-
said you're-
Oasis is bad.
Yeah, well, hold on though,
It isn't
because
bad, you know what I
Oasis
mean,
is a
like-
band, and the second part of the question is musician. So
Yeah.
would you narrow it down and say which one is your favorite of the two?
Oh, but we had this discussion only recently, Sonny. There's so many sort of English guitar heroes I can narrow it down to. Mark Knopfler from the Dire Straits, Noel Gallagher from Oasis. You've got Brian May from Queen. There's an abundance of players. So if you want me to, sorry, what's the nature of the question? Do you want me to narrow it down to one musician?
I thought you already did.
Well, he said Oasis, but Oasis is a band.
Well, I thought he already picked a band.
He
He
did.
said band or musician.
Band or music.
Okay, so look,
yeah.
so Oasis as a whole.
You can do both. One musician and then one
Okay,
band.
fair enough. So Oasis as a whole, because I loved what they did. When
Oh, you
they-
put them over Venom.
No. I put them side by side with them.
Okay.
So it just that
So it's
depends.
tied for
That
first.
depends on which mood I'm in.
Yeah, for
now,
sure. Chill
Venom,
mood
Venom
or-
only they can only offer me pure energy and darkness and that shit, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if I want to listen to Oasis, it's going to be very much. That's a rock
It's in
and
a
roll.
range of emotions.
Yeah, absolutely, and they cover such a range
Mm-hmm.
of emotions with their tunes.
The only song I've ever heard by them is Wonderwall.
Of course, but then you're an American, and the easy way to identify an American in any situation is by saying the name Oasis and them saying the name Wonderwall back.
That's it. That's all I know. Yeah.
So
It's a good song though.
They do have some great
They've got
songs.
some-
Never looked into them. I mean, I just never.
thing is, if you did, you'd realise they had an incredible catalogue.
Oh, Sally can wait. That's such a. Oh,
So that one, Don't Look Back in Anger, is an enormous, that's like an anthem back home, but then here, you probably wouldn't even recognise it. And they didn't, I mean, they tried to break America, but then they did a disastrous show in New York where they thought they were taking cocaine. Because
Oh,
they
no.
were they were
Was
so
it laced?
no, it was crystal meth.
Oh no.
And so they did the whole show high on meth, and they were fluffing notes. They
I can only imagine.
It was a
yeah.
terrible show. So basically, what happened was, at some points, Liam was announcing a song, the band would just come in, start playing another one.
oh my god.
Well, I mean, dude. I mean, they probably couldn't help it though. I mean,
yeah,
like,
you think you're doing cocaine, you end up doing a ton of crystal
And
meth.
that particular show was so disastrous that at some point, they'd be playing a song, and Liam would be singing the lyrics off key from a melody from another song. So you know,
That's
the whole thing, it was
insane.
disastrous, and
I couldn't
therefore.
imagine how you would even function.
But the thing is, I think, in terms of the band Oasis, they're very much they're far too English for the American psyche to grasp onto. Yeah, I mean, and again, I really don't mean to belittle when I say any of that. I just
No,
think
I
that
mean-
they are very much sort of
Culture don't fit.
exactly. If the shoe doesn't fit, and there are always going to be artists that are far too American to break it in England, you know, because if they bring their stuff. Toby Keith, if he brings his stuff to us, it's kind of like
Toby Keith is dead now, but
okay,
we'll let that slide.
But
I don't know. But anyway,
but you know, if there are
it'd be like I'm trying to think like. What band did I show you not that long ago, and you were like, "This is the epitome of American rock"? Oh, Daltrey. It'd be like Daltrey
right?
going to England.
And I was going.
oh, you don't like Daltrey?
No. I actually really enjoyed them. But
Nice.
My observation of that music was basically to say that's Americana right there.
What about Fuel? I showed you Fuel the other day. What do you think about Fuel? Do you think they would do good in the UK or no?
I think they would, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually.
Or would have. I should say would have.
It's surprising to me that I hadn't heard them up until that point, actually, because I think that's that's the stuff. But that could be worldwide. There could be.
Yeah.
What myself and Sonny were talking about was in the rock and roll stakes. Let's have a look at the history of music, right? The two main global players in rock and roll have always been England and America.
Always.
For sure, I agree.
I mean, they just knock it back and forth to each other, right? And so, and
probably UK more than us, but
but no, but we share that, and it's something. I think that's a real connection. Whereas, you know, your favourite rock and roll group is not from Ecuador. Your favourite rock and roll group is not from Papua New Guinea. Your favourite rock and roll group is not from Croatia.
I will say, even with rap, that's starting to become the case. So, like, if you look at Central C, I mean, he's starting to make UK rap like a bigger
big
thing
deal
here in America.
But,
so, like, even rap is about like starting to do.
So
this.
we're very developed and rich countries, which gives us platforms to put music out, right? And and therefore it's kind of unfair to say that the rest of the world. And I've just named 3 poor nations. Do you know what I mean? But I do feel like, when it,
You don't hear some massive rock group coming out of Italy or Germany.
Well, I think a big thing that we're missing right
apart
now.
from the Scorpions, they're
I think
fantastic.
a big thing we're missing right now. We speak the same language.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is very true. I'm
that's-
sure there are German rock bands that people in
Probably
Germany
Well,
huge,
it's
but we don't know what they're
ballistic
saying.
for.
Well, the English language, it is the language of commerce, the language of Shakespeare, the language of rock and roll. It is very
Well,
much.
even worldwide, if you go to any other country, they at least know some English.
Now, when he mentioned Germany there, Scorpions, huge
I did
band.
not know the
I didn't know
Scorpions
they
were
were
from
German.
Germany.
Right, okay, they're a crowning jewel over there, and they're the pride and joy.
Yeah.
Fantastic band, but look at the lyrics they sing. They're not German.
Yeah, they're English.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. This is a good one, and I'm very excited to see what you say. What's the weirdest or funniest British stereotype you've heard about yourself? And don't say Australian.
Even though that would be probably the
That's
best
what you hear the
answer.
most.
Even
For
though
some
that
reason
is-
here, why do you think you hear that so much? We'll come back to that
No,
question.
no,
Let's
no.
go to the Australian
So,
one.
okay, even though that is the answer to the question, I don't want to be that typical. So
Yeah.
let's think let's think outside
The weirdest
the box
or funniest stereotype?
that I've heard about myself.
Also, stereotype.
Oh, okay. Well, it's that I'm posh. Because if you saw where I came from, you
I
would-
remember you've told me this before.
Yeah,
that everybody
because of the
always
way
hits
you
with
speak.
yeah. Well, you carry it around with you. It's the sound that comes out of your face whenever you're communicating with anyone. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
So I mean, anything like the idea that I'm from wealth or some or that I'm particularly educated is nonsense.
Have you gotten any stereotype from Americans other than the Australian thing, like the weird Australian thing? I think that's just from ignorance.
Well,
but
yeah.
like as far as have you been hit with like a stereotype from
Yeah,
Americans?
yeah. Well,
Not bland food either. 'cause
no,
I hit you with that one all the
not
time.
that
Something
one.
else.
It's the idea that people, the Americans presume that I've got bad teeth when, my teeth are not only fine, but I live in Alabama where I've met people who've got more feet than teeth.
Facts. Yeah, I mean that's fair. So yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
surprised
that- yeah.
anybody's even hit you with that. That's crazy.
That's a good one.
All right, let's move on. That was
Let's
a
hit
quick
it.
one. More feet than teeth is crazy. All right, how do you think British culture has influenced the rest of the world?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, this often gets overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that England obviously founded this country is often forgotten and overlooked.
America founded America.
Yeah, come on now. America's America, baby.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, pilgrims left England in search of the New World. That's the whole reason we're conducting this conversation, again, not in Norwegian. We're speaking in English. And why do you think that is? So
America's America, baby.
America, baby.
Yeah, well, the thing is, this whole, that's your culture, isn't it? It's all foam finger and a hat
Well,
with a
we
propeller
started
on it.
the-
Finger. Whoa, now we're talking about stereotypes.
we started the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that was all our thing, bro. Look at that flag right there. Tell me that isn't beautiful. I wish I could pan the camera over there.
America.
I'm appealing to you, the viewer. I mean, just the tiniest bit of research from either of these would have prevented this. So, I mean, well, look at what England has given the world. 54% of modern innovation and invention comes from my country.
Really?
I did not know that.
So, okay, so we're looking at Great Britain, okay? Without
Yep.
which you wouldn't have the television, you wouldn't have the telephone. You literally wouldn't have what you think got invented.
So we just took it and made it better like we do everything else.
I've never stormed off for one of these things, but, you know. No, okay, so, okay.
I feel like if we're going by inventions, I feel like Japan kind of, or like
Japan is
Asia,
so far
Asia as a
ahead.
whole kind of
okay,
kills everybody else. On
Let's
as
forget
far
about
as
Asia for
inventions and
let's
stuff
forget
go.
about Asia for a second and bring
Oh,
it
we
back.
can't just take one out of the picture though.
No, okay, but let's bring it back to let's say the American Constitution, right?
Okay.
The amendments that make up your Constitution, although they were formed by you, the wheels would not have been set in motion without, vast, like the Magna Carta, for instance, right?
Okay.
Accepted by King John of England in 1215, and the English Bill of Rights in I think that was 1689. So you've got these two pieces of legislation which let the people, they are the cornerstone of modern democracy, and it allowed the people to, if they wished, either stage a rebellion against their aboves, or, between the haves and the have-nots. I will say this, England didn't learn too much because the class difference is so brutal between the haves and the have-nots back home. It's still terrible. But without the Magna Carta, without the English Bill of Rights, you would not have what you call a constitution or free speech here. It laid down everything that told the common man that because he didn't have anything, he couldn't become anything. Now, what I'll say about America is you people took that idea and you ran with it. You did, and you actually perfected it. So what you did was the rags to riches story was possible for anybody. You didn't have to be born into wealth to be the president of this country.
That's true.
You didn't have to be. Look at your current president now. Was not in political running until late on in his life. He wasn't a politician all the while. He was a businessman.
Yeah.
So so American. That bravado and self-belief that you've got is all about building oneself as towards a better future, a better tomorrow. In fact, isn't that it? Like, life in a pursuit of happiness and whatnot?
Yes, that's what it's supposed to be.
Okay, right. And that could happen for anybody. See, back home, you're born into wealth, or you might as well kiss your life goodbye. Because you weren't really going to amount to anything if you weren't set
Born into
up
wealth.
to succeed, right? America took that, and what I like what you did about that was basically say, no, anyone can succeed. As long as you're willing to work hard, as long as you're willing to, and in some cases willing to sell your soul.
Opportunistic too.
I think the idea that a nobody can become a somebody in this country
for
is, and that's what you call the American dream, and that's why people obviously from all over the world, they're all desperate for a green card. I'm quite happy to be in Switzerland. You know what I mean? I'm not particularly this is one of so many countries that I've been to. It doesn't make it the best one, and it doesn't mean I need to be here. The reason I'm here is because I moved here for love, and I'm here with my wife. And life wouldn't be the same without her.
For sure.
All those kids. So, I mean, okay. So so go back and we'll answer your question. But so I think England provided all of the footwork for that, not only sending the pilgrims over, giving you the language to speak, and setting up everything that you needed in terms of legislation to be the free nation that you are now.
The rest of the world, not America.
Yeah.
The question was?
How do you think British culture has influenced the rest of the world?
Okay,
so not
okay.
just America as a whole.
So, second only to Mandarin, English is the most spoken language on earth.
That's fair.
And
There you
and not just that. I mean, you could go to places where it'd be their third or fourth language and you still be understood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
The English language is a powerful thing.
Well, I feel like the English language.
I will absolutely,
taught everywhere.
I will absolutely not defend the actions of the British Empire, for which there were so many atrocities that I'm not proud of. It's terrible. It's horrific. Some of the things we did to get where we were. Right. That was inexcusable. It was cheap. It was. Well, let me just call it what it was. It was rape, murder, torture. It was absolutely terrible. The way the British Empire came to be,
Well, let's be honest.
it's not something I'm going to defend.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
America has made many mistakes.
Many.
Let's go back to slavery.
Yeah.
That's
we've
the
made,
worst thing that we could have done.
We've
and
made
we
our
did.
own fair share
Where
of
were those
mistakes.
slave ships leaving from? Cornwall, southwest of
I
England.
mean, fair, I guess. Y'all were involved. But also,
We
we
were
let it
involved.
happen too, though. Like, that was a normal thing for quite a
Yeah.
while. That should not have been.
However,
That's insane.
it was an Englishman that stood against the slavery bill. His name was William Wilberforce, and he actually did.
Good for him.
He
Good on him.
dedicated
Good
his life to bring an end to slavery
Good
and
man.
things like that. That doesn't. Yeah, I mean, he was a hero, but that doesn't excuse anything.
No, I'm on either side. On our
Yeah.
side too. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Doesn't
we're not
excuse
perfect
it,
either,
but-
bro. Like,
Absolutely.
Every country's made its mistakes.
So yeah, so I suppose
Other
they
than
are-
like Switzerland, I've never heard anything bad about Switzerland.
Yeah.
Well, apart from it's too expensive, they've got self-sustaining economy
Oh,
there, so
no.
everything's filthy.
Yeah, but they get paid well, I'm assuming.
They do.
Okay, well, there
I
you
don't
go.
live there though, so I don't get paid their
All
wages.
right, yeah, but if we go, but I mean, if we were to live there, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never heard anything bad about Switzerland.
Swiss. Oh, jeez. It's a country I
You
know,
got
so-
something about that?
No, I just left it off. So I've actually been to 20 countries.
There you go.
Actually, no. I mean, I can't count England, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can. You've been there. It's a
Yeah. What
country.
do you mean?
Well, I couldn't help but be there. I came out of my mother there.
yeah, I'm counting
Doesn't
the
matter.
United States if you ask me what
Yeah,
country
I'm
I've been to.
counting you in. It's the only country I've been to.
True.
I've been to Canada. I've been to two. All right.
Okay, so yeah, but yeah, to answer your question, I think the answer to that one is twofold. So the influence that the Brits have had worldwide, some of it I'm immensely proud of. Some of it I can't even speak about because it's indefensible.
All right. Two more. What's something about British life you think everyone should experience at least once?
Oh, what a question.
That's a great one.
Oh boy,
Kind of hard to pick one thing, isn't it?
so many things sprung to mind as soon as you asked.
You can name a few if you want. That'd be easier.
Something that you, I was just thinking about you two boys, something I'd like you to experience that you wouldn't experience here.
Pub life.
Pub life's a big one. I know that's one that you would say.
I'd love for you two boys to come with me to the Nag's Head or the Castle Tap or like a genuine,
Pub?
yeah, like with the real experience of it though.
Yeah,
Because
I would
you-
too. I
oh,
would love to
yeah.
I
experience
feel
that.
like you would feel different the moment you walk through the door.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it wouldn't feel like a bar. There aren't people, you know, it isn't the same tired country song coming out of the jukebox and someone crying with their head in their lap on the bar, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's what our bar life is like. But I mean, he's explaining.
Yeah, I
especially
mean, that's
southern
to a
bars.
T.
That's it. Country songs. That's
Yeah.
what all country songs are.
But yeah, I'd want you to come in and there'd be a lively, sprightly, atmospheric sort of vibe going on in there that you can really gel with. The moment you come through the door, you know that everyone else is enjoying themselves around you. The music's low. It's not going to be
That's what I
blasting.
want. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And you can just, oh, you haven't had dinner today? Oh, you've had a hard day at work, you haven't had any dinner? Let's go and order a meal and get a couple of pints in, yeah. And then you just sit down with your mates and you talk about life. And the fact is, the main thing about the pub culture difference here is just how frowned upon bar culture is here.
Yeah.
Pub life is encouraged. In fact, you're considered a weirdo if you don't partake in that. If you do a week's work and you don't end up in the pub at least one day out of 7, then
Well, it's
you're
just a hangout
some-
spot.
What
Like,
are
it's
you?
not- It's not a party
It's like
spot.
going
It's not
to
a club.
yeah, it's like going to another person's house almost.
Absolutely.
Or like going out to eat to a restaurant.
Pub
or-
is short for public house, whereas a bar is exactly that. It's just.
So do
it's,
y'all have bars as well? They're like dive bars type things.
Not like I've seen here, because
Right.
at least anywhere you go for a pint,
You can get a
they're
hot
gonna,
meal.
they're going to be certain. Well, no, that's
No,
not
that's a
true.
pub, yeah.
I mean, a classic traditional pub will serve you a hot meal, sure.
But like a bar. Like,
Yeah,
you go
but,
to a bar
at least
anywhere.
if you go to the like even the scummiest bar, you know, they're going to serve you at least a pint of beer on tap. They're not just going to hand you something they bought at Walmart and decided they just chilled it underneath
Here
the
you go.
counter.
It's gonna be $12.
Yeah.
You can go buy, a 12-pack for 15, but I'm gonna charge you 12 for one.
So I know it's typical, and I know I should have probably given that answer a bit more thought, but we've been talking.
No, I mean that's
I
a
like
good
pub life.
that's
I
a
feel
good
like that's
answer.
a good one.
Pub
I mean,
life
that's
is
one
it's a
so
big
that's
deal.
one you think everybody should experience.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I do. I really do. Yeah.
All right, next one. This is the last question.
Okay.
What's something uniquely British that you think is misunderstood by others?
Oh, I mean, okay. Yeah. I thought about it for a moment, but the answer came to me. The humour doesn't always travel. It doesn't always come with us.
Yeah, the humor doesn't always translate well.
And it
Well,
get-
y'all can be a bit dry with y'all's humor
well,
sometimes.
but there's dry, and then there's like Gandhi's flip flop in the Sahara. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like we are. It's dry to a point where it's almost uncultured to other cultures. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it comes off sometimes as rudeness. It sometimes comes off as bluntness. And if you don't get what we're trying to imply, we could just sound outright like the biggest assholes you've ever met in your life.
Yeah.
I would agree to that.
Really though, I mean, but if you ever met me and my mates, you would very much know that we do not intend malice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're not nasty people. We're not mean-spirited people at heart, but our humour would lend to that if you didn't get it. So I think that's a perfect answer to your question. The biggest misconception I think about us is that we're mean.
The humor.
That we're
rude.
mean, rude, or arrogant. Because nobody I know who I choose to spend my time with is any three of those things.
Well, I mean, if you go anywhere in the
sorry,
world,
any
you're
of
going
those
to
three
find
things.
somebody like that in any country you go to. You're going to find somebody who's mean, rude, or arrogant.
Yeah, but you know, whenever I find mean, rude people here, I try in my head. I'm always thinking they must be joking.
Yeah.
And then
A lot of times they aren't.
sometimes it's just completely blunt at face value, and they're just not a good person.
There's a lot of people that are very direct here that aren't.
So yeah, I would say our humour gets misinterpreted massively.
That's a good answer, white chocolate.
All right, so now we're going to move on to keep 5, drop 5. I have a ton of these.
I'm so excited.
This is the main event.
This is the main
This is going to be the
event of
thing that
evening.
closes us out. However, we got a ton of them.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear what Buttery Ken's answers might be.
We're going to
I don't know
start.
whether-
And I can't forget about your Irish neighbors, Marge.
He's going to say something about it will be margarine.
And the Irene.
I don't know whether to kick him in the bollocks or Paul in the bollocks.
Probably both.
It's Paul's doing. He's just doing his bidding for him.
Well, don't be mad at him. It was kind of him and Donna Rapp.
He won't even get that one.
I don't.
I don't get that one. I like the reaction.
It's a waste of my bloody time. Anyway, sorry, go on. Yeah.
So let's go over the rules again.
Ignore the ginger ninja.
Keep 5, drop 5. I'm going to give you a list of 10 things. I'm going to read them off one at a time. One at a time, you got to decide keep or drop. You only get 5 keeps, you get 5 drops. Are you ready to go? Do you understand the rules?
We've been over them now. I think I'm ready to go.
I'll keep up with the keeps
Sure.
and drops.
Yeah, I'll just read them out. So when I hit 5, stop me,
Yep.
and we'll go over them. All right. Starting off with a tough one right here. British foods. Keep 5, drop 5. Ready?
I'm ready.
Fish and chips.
Oh, absolutely keep.
Okay. Full English breakfast.
You're going to hit me with some really good ones after this, but yeah, I'm going to say keep.
Sunday roast.
Oh, no.
That was so British.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Yeah. Piss off, you wanker. No, I really love a Sunday roast as well. I really do. So you've hit me with the 3 trickiest ones, and I know you're going to pull out of like.
I got a lot of them.
There's some good ones on here.
So some of these I'm gonna need you to explain to me because some of these I don't even know what they are.
That's fine. I'll explain. But I can't have 3 already. You're gonna throw 10 at me.
Yes.
And I've
There's
already
10 total.
You've already kept 2.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do you know what?
Drop a Sunday
Yeah.
roast.
No, I won't. I'm actually gonna keep Sunday roast. I know it's a
Okay.
risk.
Can you explain what a Sunday roast is? Is it like our roast or is it different? Because I know you know what a Southern roast is. I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's incredibly similar. So you're gonna
Oh, okay. So
everything's
almost same.
slathered with gravy. You got roast potatoes, usually parsnips or whatnot, and
Okay.
honey glazed parsnips and some boiled cabbage and so some roast.
Fairly
This was like a traditional
Roast beef.
roast
Traditional roast
meal.
But
Okay.
the reason it's called Sunday roast is because we do fish and chip Friday. So most Fridays
Oh.
we'll do you eat fish on Fridays, and on a Sunday you'll tuck in
Kind
some
of like Taco Tuesday.
Because roast is kind of like a very nice, warming comfort food.
Absolutely.
You
And
eat it and then you go crawl up in the bed and read a book or watch TV.
and
or,
that's a perfect Sunday. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
All right. Shepherd's pie / cottage pie. Both are together.
I love them, but I could drop it.
Okay. This one, I'm surprised you didn't bring this one up earlier. 'Cause
Yeah,
we've talked about this multiple
This is
times.
the answer I've been waiting on.
And I thought he was going to
I
give
thought
it
he
earlier.
was going to nail it earlier.
He didn't. Bangers and mash.
How did it slip my mind? Yeah, another one of my favourites. And now I'm tempted to say keep, but you've got loads more to throw at me. So, no, I mean I really do love bangers and mash. So I'm gonna say keep.
Yeah, I feel like you have to. What is
Okay, so that is number 5. You have kept fish and chips. You've kept the full English breakfast. You've kept the Sunday roast. You dropped the shepherd's pie, and you've kept the bangers and mash.
You have one more
You
keep.
have one keep,
Which
and
I'm gonna have to be careful.
4
Yeah,
drops.
Yeah, okay.
Number 6, beef Wellington.
Again, it's one I like, but I'd be willing to.
I've never tried it. I want to try it.
I
I've
wanna
never
try
tried
it.
it.
So
It's
bad.
gorgeous. It's absolutely delicious. I'm sure if you look up, if you
Oh, I've
just,
seen it. I know what it is.
well, there's a famous clip of Gordon Ramsay
Of course.
critiquing people
Oh,
making.
of course.
beef
That's like his
Wellington.
signature dish.
That's right, yeah. And well, I'm sure to try his, I mean, you'd
Phenomenal,
die a happy man.
Well,
after
one day we
that.
need to go to Hell's Kitchen and try it.
But
Yeah, we could
Las
go to
Vegas.
Vegas.
We need to one day. Well,
Um,
to list things to do.
So drop it.
So don't get me wrong, I like it, but I'm willing to drop it.
All right, you're gonna have to explain this one to me. Toad in the hole.
Toad in the hole, yes. Okay, so toad in the hole is not massively different to bangers and mash. Only you're not going to be using mash. You're not going to be using potatoes. Toad in the hole is Cumberland sausage, and then you're going to like cook that in a batter as to make and gravy and vegetables, and you're going to make it like a tray bake, like an oven bake.
Like a pie?
Kinda. I mean, you got along with Yorkshire puddings is kind of which is another real staple back home, but they usually fall into the Sunday roast thing anyway. You've just essentially got your Cumberland sausages, gravy, vegetables, seasoning. Then you're going to raise the batter while it's in the oven, and then the oven tray bake as it comes out.
Sounds
You kind of
pretty
just
good.
it's really nice, and then you just slice it. You haven't mentioned any real
Okay.
horrific ones.
Keep
yet,
it dry.
so- I like it, but I'll drop it.
Okay.
Cornish pasty? So
No,
is that like
Cornish-
a
no.
Cornish hen? What is that?
Nah, Cornish pasty.
What is that? Pasty. It's Cornish pasty.
That's right, and they're fantastic as well. So again, you've got sort of minced beef, onions, gravy, and it's encased in a pastry and usually crimped on the outside. They're the pride of Cornwall.
Kind of like a dumpling almost, but
Sounds
with,
like.
Well, no,
but
they're-
with beef, onions.
but they'd be enough to have. It's a meal. For
Yeah,
sure.
like it's a big boy.
Yeah.
So it's a big dumpling.
It's just a giant
An
dumpling.
enormous dumpling encased in pastry, and then you usually have something on the side. So, and they're very nice, but I'll drop it.
Okay.
All right. Scotch egg. What is this?
Oh right, yeah. Okay, so Scotch egg is a boiled egg in.
Scotch?
No, no, it's not boozy food. No, it's covered. It's covered in breadcrumbs, and you've got like sort of a breadcrumb casing to it.
Oh, that
as you-
sounds good.
It's very
That
well.
actually
boiled
does
eggs.
sound pretty
Yeah, I
good.
like boiled eggs.
Some people really like it. That's a Scottish food, that's why it's called a Scotch egg. But as you bite through the breadcrumbs, you eventually get into the egg beneath, and it's a soft-boiled egg inside.
Oh, nice. So we're running yolk.
Well, you wouldn't get it. Oh no, it's actually. Oh, my mistake. It would be a hard-boiled egg, in which case.
Okay.
So I'm not a big fan of, I just had my first hard-boiled egg not that long
I
ago
love boiled
at
eggs.
Mike's house.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think?
It had shrimp on it, so I think
That
the
was a deviled
shrimp.
egg. That was
The,
a
yeah, the
deviled
deviled egg. I'm sorry.
So deviled egg's a southern thing, right?
I've tried them too, and I think they're delicious. I had them at
Yes.
Thanksgiving actually.
So
Yeah, of course.
I had my first one. I think it was a little different. I think this year at Thanksgiving I will probably try one just because now I've gotten
So good.
the first step out of the way. Hard-boiled eggs, I mean, they're okay, but I
know
think if you encase that baby in breadcrumbs,
Yeah, make
it
it all
might be
crispy.
fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's why it's popular back
So
home.
the keep or dry.
So just to remind you, you have one keep left and you have one drop left.
How
So
many
if
more
you
suggestions?
there's this one and one more. So,
So
if
go
you
ahead and read
drop
off
it,
what. Go ahead and read, like, update
so
them.
you've kept the fish and chips, you've kept the full English breakfast, and you've kept the Sunday roast. You dropped shepherd's pie, you kept bangers and mash, you dropped beef Wellington, dropped toad in the hole, and dropped the Cornish pasty.
To be honest,
pasty.
pasty. I stand by all of that. Yeah.
So if you drop the Scotch egg, you
The next one's
automatically keep
automatically.
the next one. If you keep the Scotch egg, you automatically drop the next one.
Where are you standing?
Now, okay, I like a Scotch egg, but that's more like I know my old man can't live without them. They're always in the fridge back home. But for me, I don't know, take them or leave them. So
Okay. Well, I feel like this next one you probably won't be happy with, just from how it sounds. Sticky toffee pudding.
I love Well, there you go. If that's my last keep, I'd stand.
What is
by,
it?
I'd stand
It
by
sounds like a sweet.
It is. It's
Oh,
a sweet
well,
dessert.
Well, look at that. And that is indeed spotted dick, and you don't have to bleep me because that is.
That is food. We have
yes,
talked about that before.
absolutely, yeah. Yes. And you know what? I love a bit of spotted dick. So,
What is that?
So you serve that in custard. It's like a sponge pudding.
Okay, that doesn't sound bad. Why is it called that?
Because it's got raisins in it,
I
which,
wish you could
which
see what it looks like when he shoves it in front of the kid.
it just takes up the screen, right?
Yeah.
Spotted dick, right? Yeah. And looks like he wrote it with his left hand while he was paralysed. Anyway, so what was I going to say? So the raisins in it will account for the spots, and Dick would be an abbreviation of Richard. So it's nothing. It's really nothing vulgar.
Spotted Richard.
Well, yeah.
All right. So what is sticky toffee pudding? Is it just a sweet? It sounds like
It's
a sweet.
exactly how it sounds. It is sticky toffee, and it's over a sponge pudding. So, but it's really nice. I don't really go in for desserts.
So what would
game.
you have changed? Probably beef Wellington. You probably would have kept, or Totem Hole, one of those two, if you could choose now.
I'd stand by most of those, but I would switch out a pudding for probably the Scotch egg.
That's
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Moving on. The next one. American foods.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, now I'm game.
All right. So these are American. I get that a burger is technically German, but a cheeseburger is as American as it gets.
Absolutely, it is.
So we're starting off with cheeseburger.
Well, if my wife has made it, however long this is, 3-4 hours in length, she will be able to tell you I'm a slave to the cheeseburger.
Me too, brother. I love me a good cheeseburger.
You cannot
You really
beat
are
that
American
hot
at heart,
burger.
and you're leaving me hanging. Leave me hanging.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
no,
good,
but you and I clearly agree on this, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
cheeseburger.
say
You
Bro, I love me a
cannot
good
beat a
cheeseburger.
hot
It's-
burger with a fresh slice of cheese
Oh my
on
god, I
it.
love me a cheeseburger.
And you got to catch it like where it's not too
Melted,
melty.
but it's oh my
but
god.
it's
you
just
know,
that
you've got the right
perfect-
toppings and the right sauces, it can be like perfect. So that's a keep.
What's your go-to burger? Do you like a big juicy patty, or do you prefer like a smash burger?
Now I enjoy both.
I do too.
No, I didn't actually. I didn't know what a smash burger was until I
Till
came
here,
here.
obviously,
and then
that's an American thing for sure.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, but I enjoy it. So it's not like
I love it. Yeah, a little
not-
crispy instead of kind of juicy. It's more crispier.
Yeah.
the way the patty is cooked, like you say, where they crisp it a little bit. But you know what? I enjoy both. I'm just going to say, I think the classic American cheeseburger.
A little thicker.
Well, you've got a big old slice of tomato, and you've got your lettuce,
Tomato.
and you've got like salt
A
and
nice
pepper
drizzle
and-
of sauce
Some
in
onion and
there.
stuff.
Yeah, perfect. So,
So
that's
cheeseburger?
a keep.
Cheeseburger, keep it.
That's a keep all day.
Hot dog.
Love a hot dog. See, you hit me with all the best ones to begin with, so I can't turn down a hot dog. I really enjoy them. So.
This list is fire, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I've just been reading it. This list, it'd be tough for me to answer.
So, okay, for me, it's got to be pickle relish, mustard. I don't like ketchup on a hot dog.
Whatever you want. I don't like ketchup on my hot dogs either, really.
Our ketchup sucks.
Canadian ketchup's where it's at if you haven't had it.
Never had
So
it.
good.
But yeah, hot dog, absolute American staple. One of the reasons I'm here, in terms of like sort of checking out food, I'll go for a hot
Boo's
dog.
like, I don't even care about
We
my
need to take him
wife.
to a baseball
I
game
came
and
to
let him have a
America
ballpark hot
for
dog.
hot dogs.
You need to have
baby.
like a baseball hot dog.
Oh, dude, nothing beats a ballpark dog. When the dude walks up and he's
Can't,
like,
bro.
hot dogs! And you're like, let me get one. And you're already like 9 beers deep and you're, yeah.
See, there's an experience I quite like.
Dude.
We need to take him to a baseball game.
Oh, dude, when we went, me and him were tearing them up.
Astros was fun too.
Beers, hot dogs, we was lighting them up.
Perfect.
It's wonderful. And plus, like, if we really wanted to go, we could go to a day game in Atlanta, drive down that morning, go to the game. We could get seats probably as cheap as 50, 60
Especially if we
bucks.
went in the middle of the week. Like if we took off in the middle of the week and we all went. Yeah.
We could go and then immediately after the game drive home. Like we wouldn't even have to get a hotel or nothing.
in the middle of the week it won't be as crowded. It'd be a good time. And you
And
get to see
like-
the stadium. Brave Stadium is beautiful.
That's also something that we could do like
Easy.
Now, I could-
next week or something.
I could see why the AI engine would spit out those two first, though, because the cheeseburger and the hot dog, that's what I consider an American staple. Not being
Sure.
an American, but having come here and experienced those two foods, they're both keeps.
All right. Mac and cheese.
Oh, I do like mac and cheese. However, no, I do.
I love how at the start of everyone, he's like, God, I love that.
It's true.
so good.
I mean, honestly, it's true. But I'd be willing to drop it.
Okay.
I think so. Back home, what we call macaroni cheese, that would make like there's
Dude, this
so much
list
of
is
it is like a
hard.
bake, and therefore you can actually eat it as a main. But I've only really experienced mac and cheese here as a side dish, and therefore that's the only reason I'm willing to drop it. But I do like it.
Barbecue. So for that, I'm gonna say like Texas barbecue, something like
Yeah,
that, like
yeah,
our
yeah.
style barbecue.
Ribs, brisket.
Yep, this is okay. So the answer to this one's easy too. This is a food I've been told about more than I've actually experienced.
What?
Well, everyone tells me to check out this barbecue and that barbecue, or you need to go to Texas get
Yeah.
proper Texas barbecue, right? And I don't feel like I'm qualified to keep that one because I've tried barbecue
Interesting.
here and I've enjoyed it, but I haven't really had the cream of the crop. You know
What do
I
you
mean?
think about our barbecue here?
I really enjoy it, yeah. But every time you eat it, someone's there and they're willing
That's
to tell
every
you
food,
that you,
though.
they've
No matter
had
what
better-
food you have, somebody's gonna tell you the better spot to go is this
Yeah.
one or this one. So,
Precisely, yeah. If I felt like I'd had like sort of premium, like class barbecue, then
Cadillac barbecue in Dallas.
is
Go
the
ahead and shout
best
them out.
the best barbecue in the United
That's
States
the
of
best.
America.
Well, I don't know about that. We haven't had all of it, but that's the best I've ever had.
So I would say in my experience of eating barbecue here, someone's always telling you that there's something better elsewhere. So I'll
I even had that experience before I went to Houston. I had a couple guys tell me, "Oh, barbecue in Houston's better," and they even told me a spot to go to, which is apparently it's highly ranked. I went to it, and it was nowhere near as good as the Dallas barbecue. So that's
Well,
where I can tell
okay.
you that's not always true.
So, okay, nothing I've had here in terms of barbecue has been below average. It's always been
Of course,
very, very
barbecue's
good.
always good. It's hard to mess it up unless you overcook
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
only way to mess up.
But you've never had barbecue that was just like, oh my God,
was-
I would slaughter villages for a plate of this.
I feel like it's out there, but I feel like I haven't had it.
You need to go to Cadillac
So,
Barbecue.
yeah,
We'll plan the trip to
so
Dallas
for
one day.
those reasons, I think I'll drop it.
All right,
Okay.
number 5. This is where we're going to give you a refresh. Fried chicken.
Oh, see, I'm a slave to that. I really am, and I think, as my wife would say, I'll eat the cluck out of some chicken.
I'm sure your arteries love that too.
Well, no, it's probably about as healthy as sucking on an exhaust pipe, but whatever. I'm going to keep that one because I love it.
All right, go ahead and update us. What we got?
Okay, so you've kept cheeseburger, hot dog, you've dropped mac and cheese and barbecue, and you've kept fried chicken.
I
So
stand
you
by
have
that.
3 keeps and 2 drops.
Absolutely.
All right, moving on. Apple pie.
Drop.
Have you tried it?
Yes, I have. I've had American apple pie and I enjoy it, but it's again, it's that's for him. That's a sweet tooth option.
Well, I enjoy pies. So it's something that we've talked about. And
Pies
I'm gonna
are
go ahead
very
and hit you with
savory.
This. I love them. Well, I wouldn't call them savory.
Well,
but I
they're
wouldn't-
sweet, but they're not so
It's
sweet.
the fruit. For
that-
me, like I found out
Hold
I
on,
like
hold
fruit
on.
the
desserts.
fruit breaks it up a
I
lot.
wouldn't call apple pie by any means savory.
No,
I mean,
no,
like
no.
But like you can also ask him. Like I don't eat fruit.
Well, there's
It's
a difference
I
between
don't.
okay,
but
so-
like apple pie, peach cobbler.
There's a difference between like a meat.
Well, I was about to say that.
Difference between a meat pie and an apple pie. An apple pie is always
We don't
100%.
really do
You know,
meat
it's
pies,
going to be.
That's more y'all thing.
Yeah. So but it's a sweeter food. It's more for other
I agree.
people. I'm going to drop it.
So have you had peach cobbler?
I've been looking forward to trying peach cobbler for a long time.
Dude, it's my favorite dessert.
I mean you know too. I don't eat fruit, but peach cobbler, boy.
But see, that's where I'm opposite. When it comes to desserts, I only like desserts with fruit in them. I found that out. That's long I really thought about it. Peach cobbler, apple pie, love them.
The fruit helps really break
I don't
up
know,
the
I really love
sweetness.
All right, here we go. Hot wings.
Drop.
Oh, I am
Not a spicy
offended.
fan?
I am.
Well, the thing is,
Offended.
you okay, no, I'm sure you are, yeah. But I mean, you've offered me fried chicken, which I really enjoy, and then when you just douse it in like really
My
hot
outfit
sauce
did?
to the point where it's like a chore to eat, like it's challenging to
heck
eat. Nah,
See, this is where me and you are opposite. I take hot wings before I take fried chicken
Hell
any day.
Yeah, Bubba.
I'm
Any
sure
day.
you two would, but that's your palate, and that's
I
what you
love
want.
it, bro.
Destroy it.
I
Someone
love me
put
some hot
50
wings.
hot wings in front of me, I would destroy it.
All right, pancakes with maple syrup.
Drop.
How many drops does he have?
So you now have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That is your 5th drop.
That means you are keeping a cheesesteak
Perfect. I love it.
and you're keeping clam chowder. Not a clam chowder guy myself.
New England style.
So the New England style clam chowder I've only had once, and it didn't blow my mind, but I enjoyed it. So I'm quite happy with how I did there. I'll stand by those.
All right,
That's good. That's
sticking-
solid.
We're sticking with the food. You ready?
Go ahead.
Moving on to southern food.
I thought most of what you just. Okay, go on.
No, this is very
No,
southern.
this is southern as
Classic
it gets.
Southern food. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Fried chicken. Again.
Well, that's always going to be a keep for me.
Yep,
Okay.
we already discussed that one. Biscuits and gravy.
Oh, I really do enjoy that. Again, I mentioned my mother-in-law's cooking earlier, and she can do biscuits and gravy to a point where I'm like, wow, what did I just eat? And why is why is my tongue exploding?
Mm-hmm.
But I get the feeling you've probably got more aces up your sleeve, so I will drop for now.
See,
That's insane that you did that.
I know you've watched every episode of our podcast, so now you kind of see what I go through when he hits me with stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to drop it, but I have to.
And it's all things that you actually do enjoy and like.
Yeah,
but I just have to.
but like because I know him, he's sneaky, and he'll save something like so out of pocket and wild for the end, and I'll end up dropping
see,
it and be mad at myself.
That is one thing I will say. ChatGPT makes these lists, but I'll rearrange them, and if I don't like some of the things they put on, I will change them. So like hot wings, I believe I
okay.
added hot wings.
Okay,
on
so
that.
it's Christian. You've quite deliberately given like you will hit me with like the
Yeah,
things
yeah,
you
I'll
think
change some
keep
of these
and
on
you-
purpose.
yeah,
Like
okay.
if I know what I'm talking about,
because
on certain
sometimes
lists,
if you ask ChatGPT, like he pointed this out in episode 6, that like sometimes they will give it to you in the best order possible, and it'll be like
rank from 1 to 10.
Yeah, the first 5 answers will be the best 5 answers.
Well, I'm glad you've mixed them up. In which case, but yeah, I'm prepared to drop that.
Okay, moving on. We were on number 3, correct?
Correct. We're on 3 now.
Shrimp and grits.
Drop.
Yeah, you're not a seafood guy, right?
Well, I like shrimp, and I actually enjoy grits too.
Have you had shrimp and grits, like, together?
Not together.
Oh, you should try it. So I know you dropped it very
Come on,
quick.
like
but
I've had a shrimp po' boy, and I've had.
it's not the same.
I've
It's not the same at all,
Nah.
brother.
So I went to
Oyster-
Winsel's oyster. Was it the Oyster
Oyster House, yeah.
Yeah, Winsel's
over in
pretty good.
Saraland, and I had the grits there, and I enjoyed them again.
Yeah,
but
but I'm
it's
telling
not enough to keep.
This is
Shrimp
like-
and grits is like.
What's the best way I could describe this? This is like
Why,
having.
why does that make for a good combination? It's a strange.
It's good.
It's
A lot of
fucking-
Southern food is like that. Why is biscuits and gravy
Okay,
good?
sure. No, but that's okay. Right, fine. But biscuits should be soaked in gravy because it is.
Should they?
Well, okay. What you call biscuits should be. It's.
We
It'll-
can have that argument too.
Hold on just a second. That
That's
food,
what I mean.
that food is set to absorb the gravy you're going to pour over it, right?
sure.
Now,
It's phenomenal.
shrimp and grits are two very different textures. Why on earth would that work together? You know?
Yeah, but if I ask you if you've had turkey, and I ask you if you've had bread, and I ask you if you've had a turkey sandwich,
Yeah, but turkey and bread, I don't feel is. I feel like that was a quite
It-
more
it's
logical
kinda
but
hard
they're
to-
combination.
different separately.
It's
is
hard
what
to
I'm saying.
explain, but shrimp and
Like
grits
if I give you turkey,
are just.
and then I give you some sort of bread, separately, you're gonna be like, okay, they're pretty good, not bad. But then I give you a turkey sandwich,
You're like, God, that's fantastic.
or if I give you peanut butter and I give you jelly,
No, this is a combo I haven't tried, so I don't know.
You haven't had a
What?
peanut butter and jelly?
No.
what is Brandy doing? We gotta get her on that. That's crazy. Peanut butter and jelly is a staple,
Brandy, if you're
brother.
watching this,
Yeah, you need to make this man a
grape
peanut butter and jelly,
and
please.
peanut butter, please. You let the man eat beans on toast,
But then
and
give him a
not
peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I make her beans on toast, and she enjoys it. Thank you very
Peanut
much.
butter and jelly
That's fine.
destroys beans on toast.
Peanut
I haven't
butter
even
and
tried it
jelly
yet,
is-
but I'm telling you that right
Actually,
now.
as it happens, my sister-in-law, Brandy's sister, eats banana and mayonnaise sandwiches.
I can't. That's a southern thing.
That's
too.
a southern thing. Not for me.
Okay.
Now, have
Now
you
peanut butter banana.
Have you had peanut butter and banana goes hard? Again, I don't like fruit. Peanut butter and banana goes hard. Have you had the grilled PB&J yet?
What?
Like where you make a PB&J, but you do it like a grilled cheese.
No, I mean I imagine it'd be good.
It's the only thing I don't like about it is kind of messy because obviously the heat heats
Yeah,
up
of course. And
the
it
jelly.
starts to- and the peanut butter's gonna be running
Exactly.
too. So yeah,
But other than
you
that,
gotta try peanut butter and jelly, my man.
Okay, but on we go.
All right, what number we leave off, Sonny?
we are on number 4.
Number 4, chicken and waffles.
No,
Never had
drop
them
it.
together, have you?
I have. Well, perhaps. I'm going to drop it.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's like fried chicken and waffles together. It's a different experience than eating fried chicken and eating waffles. It's very different.
You
Well-
take the chicken, you put it on the waffle, make like a sandwich.
You two are going to go and grab a hammer and nails and just drag me to the nearest
No,
crucifix.
I'm not
but-
dragging you. I'm just telling you.
No,
I'm just
but
explaining.
if waffles for me are overrated food, so I'm not.
What?
I don't. Yeah,
Pancakes versus waffles.
both of them are just
You're
just
insane.
massively doughy and
British
like,
people.
You
You see what I have to deal with? This is insane.
Waffles are goated.
again, it's
Waffles are top tier. I don't
Do you
want
know
to
what?
hear it.
Anything. Do you know what it is? Is my. It's nothing to do with Britishness. It's very. I do think that anything like a donut or a waffle or a pancake.
I'm not a big
don't wanna
sweets
be-
You know,
guy
you
either,
say
but-
that, but you really love beignets, and those are
I
kind of
enjoy
doughy.
those. I
Those
really
are very
do. Yeah,
doughy.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all it is. Dough with freaking powdered sugar
I
over
just
it.
don't want to be eating.
I love
something.
beignets
I
too,
just
though.
don't want to be chewing on something an hour after. I
That
put it
was
in my
literally
mouth.
the first thing we went and got. He was like, "What are we gonna do?" And Dad was
Beignets,
like,
got to.
"Beignets."
Got to. Y'all went to,
Cafe Du Monde.
Have to,
yeah,
yeah,
went to
Cafe
the
Du
original
Monde.
one though,
You
like
have
in
to.
the quarter.
did you get a muffalata?
Huh?
Should have got a muffalata.
No, I meant to take
Central
him to
Grocery,
get one,
yeah.
but we had such a hard time trying to get on the ferry to get to the
Oh, yeah,
English
yeah,
pub
yeah.
that it just shattered everything.
Next time we go, I'm
else.
going to get you a muffalata with me. Do you like olives?
I do.
Okay, so you'll like a muffalata.
You'll
That's
like a muffalata.
One of my favorite sandwiches of all time. A lot of
I
people
don't like
like
olives,
them. A lot of people
so-
don't like them because a lot of people don't like olives.
Oh, yourself and Ed. Now you know how Ed is constantly on my case, pranking me about this, that, and the other, giving me a hard time. Ed doesn't like olive brine. He absolutely loathes the idea of
What's
olives.
olive brine?
Well, the brine that the olives.
The
are.
juice
Oh,
that
the
they sit
pickled.
in.
Okay,
Yeah,
the pickled olives. Okay.
So for
So-
any of you who don't know Ed, if you live in England and you are watching, just make sure you tell him that you watch Brohannya's podcast episode 7 and you'll get out of your ticket. Easy as that.
Well, I'll send the link to this to a load of people, but
Awesome.
whether you've got 3 or 4 hours on your hands is a different story. But,
Oh,
you know.
sure they will.
And you know, funny or not, Nikki actually said that once this goes on YouTube to send it to her and she's going to see what she can
make sure
do
you
to
send it to
kind of
Nikki.
put it out there
Absolutely.
for us.
And you know what, Nikki? I'll address you directly. Thank you very much for your kind words. And I thought you'd forgotten all about me from a long time ago, but it was very nice what you said about me.
I'll
Thank
address
you.
Nikki as well. I have no idea who you are. Thank you very much. You're a sweet woman.
She's a sweetheart.
Number 5. I feel like this is, I don't even know what to expect from you anymore. Collard greens. Have you even tried them?
Yes, of course. Yeah, and I really enjoy collard greens actually.
Okay.
Did you put a little bit of the, so like we have a thing here, it's like pepperoncinis, but they're in a jar, and you drip the juice on the collard greens.
Yeah.
Have you tried them that way?
I have.
Oh, nice.
And that was
okay.
also, it'd be no surprise for you to hear, Thanksgiving.
Sweet.
Yeah, makes
So,
sense.
yeah.
Okay, so keep it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
I
So
really
at
enjoyed
number
it.
five-
Update.
You've kept fried chicken.
Yes.
You dropped biscuits and gravy, shrimp and grits, and chicken and waffles, and you kept collard greens.
So you have 2 more drops.
I stand by that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cornbread.
Oh, I love cornbread. In fact, my wife makes the most fantastic buttered cornbread. It's unbelievable. So yeah, I'm going to keep that.
Okay.
And we don't get that in England as well.
Do
So
you see what I'm
that's-
saying when I say these are southern foods?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
you're seeing
yeah,
that.
yeah.
These
yeah.
are all southern, brother.
These are things. Yeah, I wouldn't have found them in California. I wouldn't have found them back home.
Right.
So
That's what I
absolutely.
mean when I said southern food.
Fantastic stuff, though. I love it. If cornbread is baked,
Like wings.
You know, the
I can
exact right way.
find hot wings anywhere in the America.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere in the United States, you're going to find hot wings.
Well, this is it. Yeah. But,
But this is true
cheeseburger, same thing.
southern.
This is southern food that you're
Southern
only getting.
Well,
Staples.
where we are now, as you're both
As south as you can
well
get.
aware, yeah, more south than we'd be swimming. So
Right.
I mean, like the cornbread here is delicious.
Awesome.
Okay.
Jambalaya.
I'm a big fan. I'm going to keep.
All right.
Okay.
How many keeps does he have?
So he has 4 now. So you have 1 more keep and 2 more drops.
Okay.
And
Gumbo.
these last 3 are hard.
Oh,
no,
bet they
not
will
for
be.
him. I think it's going to be pretty easy. Gumbo.
I like it, but I'll drop it.
Okay.
How many drops does he have?
Now you're 4 and 4. So your next one determines your last one.
Pecan pie, or as you would say, pecan pie.
That's right. The American obsession with the vowel sound, where you have to say pecan. It is pecan pie for us, but I like it, but I'll drop it.
Okay.
Pulled pork barbecue is your last keep.
But I'm happy with that.
That's not bad.
I'm more of a pulled chicken guy with pulled pork, but it's crazy because I prefer pork. Like, we've had this conversation before. Like, if I go to like anything Asian, I'm getting pork.
Yeah.
Well, you boys would completely agree with me when I say that is the exact kind of that is the archetypal food. When I'm saying that like the food here is hit or miss, you can get bad pulled pork, but when it's done well,
Yeah.
it's mind blowing.
I've never had
But
pulled
like
pork.
in
Even when I've had good
Vietnamese
pulled
and
pork.
Thai places, like
I'm always
pork
getting
is
pork,
go-to.
yeah.
But when it comes to
Asians
like
have
pulled
just mastered
pork,
pork.
it's chicken is just better.
Well, for me, pulled pork is just like that's the easiest barbecue you can do, and it's just
It's almost
simple.
like a shortcut. It's like saying I
I
feel
don't
like
mind it.
anything
It's
else.
great for like big groups. Like if you got a big group, come and do some pulled pork.
I just think
pulled chicken.
I just think if it's prepared well and it's really like it pulls apart easy and you've got a nice sauce on it, it's delicious. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm excited for this one.
This list.
Actually, these next few are all pretty good. Actually.
And actually, before you do this one,
Hmm?
I would like to do the next one.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you take over the last few if you want.
Nah, just the next
one.
two. The next two.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah, handle it, bro. I got it. Yeah, all good.
Okay, so go ahead.
Moving on to British traditions. So you're gonna fill us in on some of these too.
No problem.
Afternoon tea. That's obvious.
Afternoon tea is for the rich, is for the wealthy. I'm not. I'm.
I was
don't
to say
like it.
because you drink your tea in the mornings.
I do, yeah. That's for. That's
They don't drink tea in the mornings, or they drink it like kind of morning and afternoon.
No, I drink tea in the mornings. I drink tea in the evenings. But
I feel like the way that makes it sound though is
Like
like
a tea party.
yeah.
No. After let me explain this to you. So afternoon tea.
please.
Afternoon tea isn't just a drink. Afternoon tea is where they bring out the scones and you've got all the sort of jam.
Oh, so it's like a
cream.
really big fancy thing.
No, it's
It's
just
a tea party.
I'll tell you what it is. It's a light. Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah, he's closer to it there. So it's a light lunch where you've got scones, jam, cream, and then you accompany it with a cup of tea, right?
Okay.
But I wouldn't drink a cup of tea in the afternoon. So usually I'll wake up and have one, or I'll have one before bed.
So like that's like our brunch. So that's something that we
Okay.
took and also made better. Brunch.
Yeah, brunch.
I love me some brunch. I will say I'm a brunch
Just-
fiend.
Brunch fan. Give me some
Arrogant-
bottomless
Dude,
mimosas,
Dude, give me a screwdriver,
Just-
brother.
brother.
Just a screwdriver.
It's
and some
over with.
brunch.
Just listen to them up to the eyeballs with arrogance. Just
America, baby.
unable to control themselves.
America.
Let me know when y'all own a 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sunday roast. Back to that.
Yeah. Okay. So what about it?
It's a British tradition.
Like a British tradition.
Yeah, I
That-
wouldn't have to explain that one to you
Keep or drop.
at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah, I'll keep that.
So you dropped afternoon tea.
So I need you to
and
explain
kept
this
British
next one.
roast.
Bonfire Night. Guy
Oh.
Fawkes Night?
Yeah, Guy Fawkes Night. Yeah,
Okay, so
absolutely.
what is that? What is that?
Oh, it's a hard keep. That's okay. So remember the 5th of November. So there's a fella called Guy Fawkes, back in history now.
We actually
And-
learned about this in school.
Oh,
yeah.
I was going to say, sounds familiar.
Okay, so
Remember.
there was something called the Gunpowder Plot, and he was a rebel against the government, and he rebelled against the Crown, rebelled against the Parliament of England, and what he did was he planned a scheme whereby all of these barrels of gunpowder were going to go underneath our Houses of Parliament. He was going to blow the whole place sky high.
What? Oh, I do remember this. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's right, that's right. And do you know what? You've probably seen V for Vendetta. That's him.
Yeah. I love that
So,
movie. It's a good
yeah.
movie.
So they wear a Guy Fawkes mask in that film. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a vendetta. I've always considered that a
No.
vendetta.
The Guy Fawkes mask is, Anonymous, whoever they might be online.
Yeah,
Guy,
hackers.
Guy Fawkes mask. It's Guy Fawkes every time.
Oh, I never knew that. I've always called it, the
so it's
vendetta mask or the
Anti-parliamentary, anti-government
Yeah.
person is him.
anarchy
So-
mask, I guess.
Yeah.
And he was a hair's breadth away from managing to blow.
So wait, in that movie, he is Guy Fawkes?
No. That's the mask that they wear in V for
Oh,
Vendetta.
okay, gotcha.
So,
I thought-
and that is
Because it's kind of the same plot.
maybe it's been a long time
Have you
since.
not seen- oh, okay.
It's been a long time since I watched it. But the whole idea of anti-government it's always all roads lead back to Guy Fawkes because he almost got away with it. However, our government caught him in the act, and they hung, drawn, and quartered him, and his remains were hung from Traitor's Gate, and as a deterrent for anyone who thought like they could take on the crown. So that was the
Sounds
end of
about
him.
British. Anyway, Christmas traditions. I don't know what that means.
Oh well, our Christmas traditions. I'm not a big Christmas person. I've worked for.
What is different about y'all's and ours?
Oh, okay. So Christmas crackers, you don't get those, right?
What is that?
It's not food. Crackers are the okay. So they're a party piece essentially. They're like a paper. How do you describe Christmas crackers? So I grab one end, you grab the other. We're going to tug on it, and there's a snap inside, like a tiny firework, and it will go, and it'll crack, and then toys and
That's
jokes.
kind of like pinata. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's
The English pinata, and so stuff falls out of it. And
I like that. That's
what's
pretty neat.
so what's contained in there is usually like a paper crown and like a really bad joke and maybe a pair of nail
I like
clippers,
that a
a
lot.
set of
That's
nail
cool.
clippers
That's
this
actually
big.
really cool.
So our Christmas traditions are slightly different to yours. Yeah. And now in some countries, I know that you will celebrate Christmas Day on the 25th of December, same as us. In the Western world, that tends to work. However, you go to Germany and Austria, they celebrate Christmas Day on the 24th.
On Christmas Eve.
Interesting.
So their Christmas Eve is when all the celebrations take place, and then we wait till the following day.
Do they have a Christmas Eve or no? Is it just the 24th? Or do you not know?
No, it's Christnacht for them, so it's kind of the whole celebrations will take place usually overnight. They'll have a midnight mass and things
Kind of
like
like
that.
how we do New Year's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
that's cool.
The idea, by the way, I'm just going to throw this in, that whole idea of anyone celebrating New Year's Eve is not from England, it's actually from Scotland. It was originally called Hogmanay, and that was the celebration of the old year passing. That's where we get the song Auld Lang Syne, and Auld Lang Syne is old Scottish language for times gone by.
Look at that.
Interesting.
I like that.
I love that. So are you keeping or are you dropping the Christmas
Oh
traditions?
no! As much as I love our Christmas traditions, I worked in a
You
care
worked
home
for
for the
most
last
of it,
16
yeah.
Christmases. Oh no!
Do y'all do like mistletoes and stuff? Nutcrackers?
Yeah, a little kiss under the mistletoe and all that sort of thing, and we do stockings and all
So
that
it's
sort
kind
of
of
thing.
similar.
There's, I think
There's just little bits and pieces. that
Y'all
are
probably
different.
have tea for Santa.
Yeah.
And, some crumpets. and
No,
whatnot.
no.
Leave out tea and a scone, eh?
no.
Because it's proper cure, man.
He's a dickhead, right? So what we do is we leave out a mince pie, which you probably don't eat here, and we leave out a glass of brandy, and that's supposed to be for Santa.
God, did I need to be
Jesus, y'all getting
Santa in the
them drunk?
UK?
So yeah, you leave a glass of brandy out for.
God, do we need to move to England?
Again, you're saying Santa Claus, but for us, he's Father Christmas. So you just basically,
Same thing.
yeah,
Same
exactly.
thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Hey man, Santa Claus is worldwide, baby. He goes everywhere.
hey, for free
From
brandy,
North
dude, I'm
from North
moving to
Pole all over
England,
the place.
baby.
How
All right.
dare you ever talk about my wife like that again? Anyway, sorry, go on.
All right, I don't know what this one is. I don't know what the rest of them are.
I know what one of them
The
is.
Q.
Oh, the Q. Yeah.
What is that?
What is it?
That is what you call waiting in line. I don't know why you don't just use the
What
word.
the hell is that? How's that British
Oh
tradition?
well, I've seen that
We-
like.
We are
tradition.
incredibly fastidious about the queue back home.
I'm
Like,
so confused.
Well,
Okay.
I've seen that like if I go to like buy like I bought like a certain pair of shoes before, it'll say join the queue
Oh, of
or
course.
something, you know, or like when you go on Apple Music, you want to
look,
cue
if
that
you're
song,
if you're waiting for like concert tickets,
It's
you're in
just
a
a
queue.
line.
waiting in line.
So it's just a line.
No,
How is that a
it's not.
the
tradition?
queue is a line.
Well, look, if you stop talking, maybe I'll, maybe I'll be able to explain to you, right? But okay, so the idea of the queue. So I've been here. I've been into one of your Dollar Generals or whatever, and
Yep.
I'm about to approach with the things I've got in my hand. And some lady on the phone will be able to just walk in ahead of me and just get served while she's not even paying attention to the fact that she's jumped the queue, right? This you should be hung for. I don't know. It's incredibly rude. No manners involved. Back home, we are so fastidious about this.
Right,
Absolutely, we stick to the idea of the queue. And if you ever go to England, you will find people in queues everywhere. I mean, just literally everywhere. I'm not talking about like coming out of a venue. I'm not talking about just like at the airport. I'm talking about anywhere you go, we just fall immediately into line. Anywhere. So the queuing thing is very fastidious for us.
So a line. And
Whatever.
British people are trained to follow, not lead. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why we own a quarter.
America.
I was about to say that's why we own a quarter of the globe, but someone needed to say something more important, which was America.
America.
These, I
The
mean,
queue is. How's that a tradition though? Everybody go
someone-
What are you doing, mate?
Look.
Oh, I'm waiting in the queue, mate. You know,
Oi.
just listen.
oi, mate, waiting in the queue.
Right, this is a GoFundMe, and I need to go home. I need a plane ticket.
You know what's gonna be bad? You say you want me and Christian to go with you, but when we get there,
Oh my God, it's
this
gonna
is
be hell.
this is all you're gonna hear.
I'm leading you into the middle of nowhere and just f***ing off.
We're gonna be stranded in a
That's
British
a dumb
forest.
tradition though. Everybody has lines. You go
Yeah,
to
everybody's
Walmart,
got
you'll find
lines,
a queue,
bro.
brother. You go to Costco, you're gonna find a queue.
Yeah, all right. Well, if I haven't explained it thoroughly enough, then you're just too dense to get it, I'm afraid.
So do you keep
For
it
the
or do
people
you
at
drop
home,
it?
it's a line.
Yes, the line, yes. We'll drop that one anyway.
Okay.
That's
so
a good drop.
you have dropped the afternoon tea. You've kept the Sunday roast. You've kept bonfire night.
Yeah.
You've dropped Christmas traditions, and you've dropped the queue.
That's right.
So 2 and 3.
Okay.
All right. Wimbledon.
No, that's
What is that?
Okay, it's an enormous tennis tournament that takes
Yeah.
place in my country, and it's a big deal because everyone from all over the country, celebrities, peasants, anyone who can get their hands on a ticket is going to be at Wimbledon, and that's great if you're into sports. And there's so many people I know who would kill for a ticket for Wimbledon, and
It's kind of like how Americans look at the Masters, like for golf.
Yeah.
yeah. So like a Masters golf
I know
tournament.
tennis is a big deal. I know.
And
Yeah.
but people would want to be there and they'd want to attend, and
Yeah.
it's all about Pimm's and lemonade, and it's all about that's where you have your afternoon tea and all that sort of thing. For
cool.
me personally, I'm a peasant.
Sounds
it
like
doesn't,
something you don't care about.
No,
Drop
it doesn't apply to me.
I figured.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to pronounce this. Pantomime?
Pantomime, yeah, okay.
Oh, look at me.
You
look
got
at
it.
you.
You got it. You got
Yeah.
it. Imagine an
Oi,
American
oi.
Hey, I can pronounce British words.
imagine being able to speak English.
I can speak British. Look at me.
It's
So I
his,
can speak 3 languages.
it's his only language as well. Moron. Anyway, sorry. So let's see.
What is that?
So
Before
okay.
we keep her drop.
So pantomime, okay, it's a tradition of theatre. So basically, you've got what happens here is people of all ages kind of attend these things, but they're very exaggerated children's stories that are played out on the stage, and therefore you've got usually a lot of men in drag and things playing characters, and you've got the crowd, the audience will participate with the actors on the stage.
Sounds
and
kind
Oh,
of
that's kind of cool.
it's really
actually.
fun. It's really
'Cause
fun.
our
and,
plays don't have that.
yeah, but it's sort of, oh, he's behind you and everything, and the actors on the stage are going to
We'll react to
like,
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Okay,
That's cool.
A lot of audience participation and stuff like that, and it is really good fun, but I'm going to drop it.
Okay. I
Okay,
already
so
know the answer to this.
you
next
have
one.
you have. That is your last drop. You've kept the next 3. Then.
Oh, you're gonna be upset.
Okay, so what have I kept?
Royal ceremonies.
Oh, jeez, I kept the Royals, did I?
yeah, I was gonna say I already knew the answer to that one.
Oh, well, no, I don't care for the monarchy at all, but there we go.
All right, Remembrance Day, Armistice Day. What is this?
Yeah, remember, just very similar to your Veterans Day or Remembrance Day.
Okay, so
Oh, okay,
military.
for your military.
It's a military thing, yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Bank holidays,
Yeah,
banks closed.
I would have kept that as well. We've got far more bank holidays than you do
What
here.
is that? Is that just where banks closed, or what is that?
Well, yeah, on a basic level, but usually there's you hold that as it's a ceremony of something, so it's not. It doesn't have to be specific every single time. Like maybe it's the Queen's Jubilee and they'll give you a bank holiday. So, oh well, don't go to work on Monday because we're
so it's kind of like just a holiday, just day off, pretty much.
more or less, yeah.
Y'all get a lot of holidays in UK, yeah.
That's it, yeah. This is why it comes up under British traditions, because anything that we celebrate that the whole country should be in on,
The whole
they kind of
country
give
shuts
you Friday off and Monday
That's-
off
that's
and
dope.
make it
No,
a
Yeah,
weekend.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, take it away. The next two.
Okay, so these just as they come.
Also, so on the second list,
Mhm.
number 8, did not know.
Yeah.
I did. Did you?
Huh?
Did you?
What?
You knew that the next list on number 8, you knew?
Know about what? How he feels?
No, that they were.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
What am I in for here?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Remember that so we can bring that up.
Yeah, I'll bring it up because I really didn't know.
All right. So the next two lists, I don't know. I feel like they embody. They're great.
Yeah, this is good for you.
Starting with your next list, this is British bands.
Okay, let's go.
Number 1, the Beatles.
Oh, I've got to keep them, absolutely.
I figured.
All right, the godfathers of rock and roll.
Well, not just that. I mean, they are. I mean, if you went anywhere on the planet and asked someone to name the biggest band that they knew,
The Beatles.
that's going to be.
Has to be,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I mean, records and everything.
Yeah. All right, number 2, Queen.
This is going to be a hard list for you.
This-
I
I'm-
can tell you
well,
that now.
this is why I'm kind of thinking, do I take or leave them? Because the discussion we had on the way here, and I've got a lot of love for that band, but I know you're going to throw some zingers in. So, and did you arrange these?
No, Christian did. I'm just reading it off because I'm a
Interesting.
big
He
music
wanted
guy.
to do it, yeah.
Okay, so look, I'm in the position you were in. I'm just going to say this. Queen are a very big part of my upbringing. I absolutely love them. Of course, these are all bands that would be on the radio all the time, the soundtrack to my adolescence, but I'm going to drop them.
Okay. Number 3, the Rolling Stones.
Now, I don't want to say this is an easy drop. I think you boys love the Stones more than I do, and therefore I'm going to drop them.
Okay, that's
Fair.
an interesting one. Number 4, I feel like I know the answer to this. Led Zeppelin.
Zeppelin, I mean, see, Zeppelin, they've got, everything like we were saying, from Black Dog to Kashmir to the Rain Song.
Hit after hit after hit.
They just hit the mark every time. Yeah, they're a keeper.
Okay. Number 5 is Pink Floyd.
Now, I heard you two, I watched this podcast last week,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard these two boys talking about Pink Floyd and how, I don't know, they didn't move you, or they were kind of, wishy-washy kind of band, right? Or actually, to give you both credit, I think you said you've got to be in the mood, or you've got to be into that band to really experience what
Yeah,
they're
to appreciate
to
them
get
and
what
stuff,
they're doing. And I don't smoke dope. And the thing is, if I did, and a lot of my mates surely do, they love Pink Floyd for that reason, because
So we hit the nail on the head,
it's
huh?
kind of stone. Well,
Yeah, it's stoner rock.
it is, right? And
It's very spacey.
as much as I could name you a handful of tracks that I really love by that band. I don't vibe with it nearly as much as I do with like the Beatles or whatever. So I'm gonna drop those.
Okay. Christian, want to update us?
Oh, was I supposed to be keeping up with that? Oh, no.
So, okay.
I'll keep up with it now. I got you.
So you've kept the Beatles.
Yes.
You've dropped Queen.
What? I thought you kept them.
No, you dropped the Rolling Stones. You kept Led Zeppelin, and you
I'm-
dropped Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
thought
I
you
know, I
dropped-
know where the zingers coming in. So you know what I mean. Like I've got to hold out.
All right, so
Num-
I'm updating now. Keep going.
Number 6, without a
You're
doubt,
2 for 2 right now. So you
the
got 2
greatest,
drops. Or no, 3 for 2. I'm sorry.
Three
the
for two.
greatest British band of all time, Oasis.
I mean, do you even need to ask
I don't
me?
even think I
Yeah,
need you
let's
to
just put
answer.
it 3
We'll
for 3
answer it
right
for
now.
you.
Absolute keep.
3 and 3.
And I tell you, if you want my explanation for that, I'll give it. They were working class lads just like me, who came from a council estate just like me. They were English boys with Irish surnames just like me. They had no money growing up just like me.
They were you,
it-
essentially.
I channel myself through what those boys do. So I love Oasis, and I will never apologise for that. So
That's
yeah,
good.
keep.
Number 7, The Who. Yeah, that's
Uh-oh.
a sneaky
Uh-oh.
one. That's a sneaky one because a lot of people don't know about the Who.
Oh, you know, won't be fooled again.
He's a
my generation,
pinball
a
wizard.
pinball wizard.
That's just who he is.
This is another band like Queen where I've heard them all the way through growing up and everything, and I could name you 5 tracks now that would like Behind Blue Eyes. Like, you know,
Blue eyes,
I could give you. Okay,
no one
this is a tricky drop, but I'm going to drop.
4 drops, 3
Wow.
keeps.
Number 8. We actually just talked about this. Radiohead.
You got 1 more drop.
Interestingly, the other day, myself and Sonny were talking about Radiohead. I'm surprised Americans even get Radiohead. That is British music through and through and through. That is the sound, the whole embodiment of the sort of. There's a weird outsider moodiness to it,
You
but
just
it's
hear the Union Jack, huh?
Cause I'm a
more or less.
That's such a good song, though.
But yeah, but it is. It's what Oasis would call like wanker art rock, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit like sort of. It takes itself very seriously and stuff. I personally love Radiohead, and again, it's another band I could name you 5 or 6 tracks that I
1 more
love.
drop.
But yeah, I'm going to drop them.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so then you have kept the Arctic Monkeys,
Oh no, because I'm not actually a fan of those.
and you've kept Coldplay.
Oh, I'm not a fan of those.
You don't
either.
like Coldplay either?
Well, it's
Too
not-
poppy?
No.
Too
it's-
soft?
No, just it's quite dreary and dull.
It was all yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking back, I mean, obviously the standings are what they are, right?
Yep.
I'm not. I
You
can't
can't
just
change
switch
it, but if
choices.
you could.
Correct.
Okay, but if I could, I'd give away Arctic Monkeys and Coldplay easily.
And
for
keep
the-
Queen in the...
for the Queen and the Who. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But that's the nature of the game, and there we go.
Now this next list is going to break your heart.
Yeah, this next one's rough.
This list would hurt me to do.
What you got for me?
Your next one is British metal bands.
Specifically metal.
Well, try me.
All right, I'm
Number
keep up with it.
1, Hater.
I'm going to go ahead and write that one down, I know.
I'll just go ahead and mark it too. Black Sabbath.
Oh, keep all day long.
Rest in peace, Ozzy.
Yeah,
And not
so-
just that, but I mean, they're the band who literally invented
The
heavy metal,
godfather
yeah.
of heavy metal.
I mean, up until that, it was hard rock or it was whatever rock. It was
This is an
that.
interesting list for him, because like a lot of these bands I'm not super into, but I know you are,
Well,
I know
no,
he
but,
is, and
I
I'm
mean,
interested to see.
Sabbath, you see where with that last list, I could name you 5 or 6 tracks. Sabbath, I could name you 5 or 6 whole albums.
Album,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Number 2, Iron Maiden.
I'll drop them.
And we've had that conversation before,
I like them. I like a handful of tracks. I've seen them live.
but not prominent enough to be like, I would go out of my way to...
I think they're a fantastic band, and I can see their appeal to other people. But for me personally, I could drop it.
Okay. Number 3, Judas Priest.
Oh, jeez, you even need to ask.
Nope.
That's a hard keep.
Hard keep.
Number 4, Motorhead.
Keep.
I was going to say.
Three
Love 'em.
keeps.
Ooh, see, this is where it gets tricky, right?
I know
it's
this next
fixing to
one's
be
going.
4. Number 5 is Venom.
Well, keep.
All right, so let me go ahead and update you. So right now, you have kept Black Sabbath, you have dropped Iron Maiden, you have kept Judas Priest, you have kept Motorhead, and you have kept Venom.
You have 1 keep left. 1.
Okay, hit me.
Number 6 is Napalm Death.
Oh, well. See, they're one of my all-time favorites.
You only have 1 more keep.
Yeah, I know, but it's got to be I've seen Napalm Death 16 times.
All right, well,
Holy
tell them when he's
crap.
dropping.
So you have dropped Cradle of Filth,
Yeah, fine. I'm happy with that.
Bring Me the Horizon,
I'm happy with that.
Which I didn't know were British.
Bullet for My
I'm
Valentine,
happy with that.
and Saxon.
I like Saxon, but I'm happy with my choices.
So you're very happy with how the list turned out.
I'm actually, yeah.
So, I never knew British.
I can't believe you didn't know Bring Me the Horizon was British, man.
never did, no.
Oliver Sykes, that just sounds like a British
I don't know,
name.
man. All right.
I presume
All
you
right.
thought they were American, yeah?
Yeah, honestly, especially how big they are around here, I really did.
And Christian, I'll let you finish it out for old
So this is going to be
old cheese omelet.
this list that they gave me at the end.
He's channeling Paul Hill, and I thought I got away from him. I flew away from him.
Listen here, Mickey the Drink.
Making the drink. I said I was going to keep my countenance. I said I was going to just not let. Oh well.
It's okay. You're letting loose our all get the better of you.
All right, Paul. I know you're watching, right? I know you will at some point, especially this part, right? You, my friend.
All right, so most of these are American beers.
Okay.
Keep 5, drop 5. It just says beer, but mostly American. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Budweiser.
Drop.
Coors Light.
Drop.
Samuel Adams Boston Lager.
Ah, that's my wife's favourite. I like Sam Adams, actually. I think it's quite nice. Yeah, that'll be my first keep. I like that stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
I like it, but I'll drop it.
Okay. Never tried that one. Yingling.
Yingling I've had with you two boys because I believe it was you two who actually said when we were at Lucky's last, go and get a pint of the Yingling. Now, am I right in saying that's the oldest brewery
It is.
That existed in America?
It's not bad. It's good
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah, and it's actually, I think the beer's decent, so
Yeah, it's decent. It's not my favorite, but it's all right.
let me know where I am. So how many more have you got?
You're at 3 drops, 1 keep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay, so you have dropped Budweiser.
Yeah, that's
You've
water.
dropped
really.
the Coors Light.
That's water as well.
You've
I agree.
kept Sam Adams.
That's
You've-
actually got some taste and flavour to it.
Yeah. You've dropped the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale,
Yeah.
and you've kept the Yingling.
Yeah, Yingling's got actually some body to it. Actually tastes like a beer.
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
All right. Now let's move on to number 6. Blue Moon.
I like Blue Moon, yeah. Will I keep it? No, I'll drop that one.
All right, it's 4.
Wow.
No, you have 4 drops.
4 drops.
It's a Belgian white, right?
You got 4 more to go. Yes.
And don't get me wrong, Belgians world class when it comes to beer. They know what they're doing. Blue Moon is very nice, but it's not like
I don't know how you feel about these types of beers.
Okay, go ahead.
Modelo.
See, I like Modelo. And Modelo reminds me
You have 4 drops.
of the tosser of a mate who's watching now, because that's what myself, Ed, and Paul actually we were on the Modelo when we went out in Mobile and painted the town red here. Boy, we got into trouble. Oh man. Oh boy. Anyway, just for that sake,
Keep it.
I'm gonna keep it.
All right.
Okay.
So you're at 3 keeps, 4 drops. Michelob.
Oh, easy drop.
It's pretty watery. All right, you're gonna be kind of upset about this. So you kept PBR.
Yes. I don't. Well, that is neither here nor there to me because I don't know what it is.
It's a very
It's
mid beer,
sucky
very
beer.
cheap. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Miller Lite, very watery.
I wouldn't take that back. I mean, that list is full of very watery beer, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean-
should have made the beers myself, and I did not. But with that being said, that closes us out on Keep 5 Drop Hops. That was it.
You did good, Can Be Bear.
Well, I'm glad we've reached the end for
This
a
is
number
it.
of reasons. One, I'm really embarrassed that like every time we played a game, I lost. However, I was close with James Bond, and I was
You were.
close.
That was. You only missed 3, so that was still out of 25 movies. That's pretty
And I'm
impressive.
glad on the music challenge, at least when the heavy metal genre came up,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did
embarrass
3 out of
myself. I
5,
got
yeah.
3 of 5, so that
Yeah.
wasn't too bad.
Keep 5 Drop Out wasn't that bad. You had some decent lists.
Yeah, you had some, and to be fair, you had some hard lists.
Yeah, I mean, some of those were hard. The beer one was pretty difficult just because a lot of those were very watery beers.
Yeah.
I didn't make that list myself. I probably should have.
But like
know,
you
I
did
took
good
way
on the
way
metal
out.
bands, on the British bands. Like those two were. That's
a
a
hard list.
terrifying list to take home.
Okay, so I absolutely knew that he was going to come at me with food. I mean, I've said it 2 or 3 times before
You
today,
have.
and I could feel the anger and disgust building behind his eyes. Just as he would look at me as I answered these questions. I mean, he literally thinks I'm some kind of rodent. Like, you know, I've just crawled from the nearest drain, and I need my black pudding now.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Jelly deals.
that was very much a pleasure, boys. I enjoyed that.
No, it was a great time. I enjoyed this
Yeah,
a lot. It was a good podcast.
a wonderful episode. You did great. We had a lot of fun, so we appreciate you doing it.
Not too much editing, dude. I mean, he didn't.
Yeah. So to everybody watching, thank you. We've enjoyed it. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next Saturday. Peace.
Peace.